Products company since 1967, Slumberland is there to help with all your home, furniture, and decor needs. Slumberland Furniture, a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics.
Your sideline in the end zone. Caught it! Touchdown!
This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
We are gathered here to... what's with the blanket?
Oh, it's my Securian blanket. It's an unsubtle metaphor for the security I feel knowing I have smart insurance and retirement solutions from Securian Financial.
I see. And, sir, do you also trust Securian Financial with your insurance and retirement solutions?
I do.
Prepare for your future. Talk to your employer, affinity group, or a financial professional to get started. Learn more at Securian.com.
Insurance issued by subsidiary companies. Securian Financial Services. Member FINRA.
Domino's Mix and Match menu has items for every occasion. Flaked on your friend's open mic night? Flaky bread twists and molten lava cakes should do the trick. Soccer team duty? Medium two-topping pizzas and stuffed cheesy bread are your best defense. Is it your dog's half birthday? Celebrate his biggish day with savory sandwiches and tender specialty chicken. Mix and match 2 or more items for $6.99 each at Domino's. Ask for this offer. 2-item minimum. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone and wings, bread bowl pasta, and pan pizza will cost extra. Local stores set delivery fees and can charge extra for some menu items.
Mystic Mayhem is back. It's your chance to score prizes. Now through October 13th, enter round 1 for the chance to win a football prize pack to watch the Gophers homecoming game versus Maryland. You can also win Gopher men's hockey or Mystic Lake show tickets. Enter all 4 rounds of Mystic Mayhem for your chance to win 2025 Gopher football season tickets. Visit mysticlake.com/mayhem to enter now. Must be at least 18. Mystic Mayhem. Score golden prizes.
Dear Truckin' Awesome. Want more horsepower in the stable? The Tundra iForce Max is all the truck you need with its electrifying twin-turbo V6. Saddle up the Tacoma TRD Pro. Its segment-first performance seats smooth the shocks when things get bumpy. And the Toyota 4Runner tames the trails when nature plays tough. And that signature power rear window? Oh, yes, sir. Toyota Trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
And a really special environment, but preparing for it. And when you actually kick off, I mean, it's 3 hours of a faceless, nameless opponent in a nameless stadium.
All right,
and you got to play that way, and that becomes the objective once we kick off.
All the Gopher
PJ
fans
Fleck
we saw
interview
last
here in the
night,
background.
and they're filing in here now. I mean, this is pretty good support. Everyone
got
wanted
Gopher
to come
radio
out
here
in Pasadena.
up on the.
It's got to be really special for our fans. I know we
the,
haven't been back here since the 60s, so I'm not sure
here.
how many people remember those days, but it's the connections to their families, to their grandfather or their father or their great-grandfather, or maybe pictures they've watched as a family with the Gophers in the Rose Bowl and having success. And
all right.
Just what a special
got the Gopher
time.
game
I know
or
when the
the,
schedule came out, we were
the
at
Ducks
UCLA.
game here.
All I got asked was,
on the screen.
How many tickets can we get from every single person? So, I mean, that's you can see it already as they file in. I mean, there's a lot of Gopher fans here.
All right, let's do this.
Last
I'm
week
excited
was a heck
but
of a
anxious
show
for this
back home,
game.
and the
I feel like this
strikeout
might be a little bit of a
knocking
trap
off
game for the
USC.
Gophers.
And it's always great, right, talking about a great win, but then the other shoe has to drop, and there's next week, and you got to move on. So how did the guys handle the win and then move on to take care of business here tonight?
Gotta get that M in frame. Hell yeah.
They learned
Let's
everything they possibly
roll.
could on Sunday, and they flushed it. And human nature is to let all types of things stick around. This whole program is about fighting human nature. It's about getting young people in here that can fight human nature, that understand there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. But within all that, can you learn how to grow and get better? And then I think this team has done that. I mean, they've done that every single week for 6 weeks. It's been, basically 12 weeks in a row, and we just got to play our best football. We still haven't played 60 minutes of our best football. If you look at the offense or the defensive performance from the USC game, they're a really good offense. They're going to move the ball. And they did move the ball. They ran it. They threw it. We've got to make sure that we can eliminate those types of plays this week and limit long
going on
drives
with that?
on UCLA's offense.
Whatever.
You gave the guys a little capsule of confidence last week. Was there anything special this week that either as a message or what you did for these guys to get them ready for tonight?
No, that prescription's for 8 weeks. You can't take another one for 8 weeks. You got to read the label. You only get that once every 8 weeks. So we decided to do it there, but that confidence is still running through us pretty good.
All right, let's talk about UCLA, the opponent. Even up to right now, not sure, maybe both quarterbacks, they both played. One didn't play last week. He had been their starter. So how do you prepare for that, and what do you expect tonight?
I have no idea anything about UCLA.
I think we're more prepared to see sticks.
Let's pop ourselves
because, how much success they had later in the
into
game.
the Gopher game here.
Penn State.
I want to see the stats on their
drives
team.
Together, which were really good. He gives you ability to run, gives you ability to throw. He gives you a really quick release. He's big.
I don't know anything about this team really.
The offensive line. Expect a lot of quick game from them, and then from them to be able to run the football. I mean, they have all types of things in their arsenal with this young man. Option football to drop back, to sprint out, nakeds and boots, screens. Quarterback counters, quarterback draws. He's got a lot in his arsenal, especially when you go back and look at his high school film. So, we've got a lot of work to do today. This is going to be a big challenge for us. This team, UCLA, they've lost 4 games. I get that, but the people they've lost to are 20-1. So they played really good football teams.
Yeah, and at some point too, right? If you're them, you're going to be desperate, and sometimes it's hard to play a desperate team and on their home field. So you've got to match that, right?
Well, not only match it, you got to overcome it, and you got to take it on. And,
let's see what.
We talked all week about a boxing analogy.
So UCLA stats here.
What we've done the first 6 games. Those are some really heavy boxing gloves. Those are great training gloves. But for the second half of the season, you take those off and you swing normal gloves, just like the donuts on the baseball bat. And you should be more efficient, and we need to be more efficient. And then we need to be each other's cornermen. There's always in boxing a cornerman. Nobody's going to want to talk to us out here. Nobody's cheering for us out here except the Gopher fans. Nobody wants us to win out this side. This is not our home stadium.
That's what I wanted.
But we got to be each other's cornermen. And then thirdly, this is a team that's backed into the corner. You got them on. This team's on the ropes, and they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, and all it takes is one punch, and then they get back into the fight for the season. So we know what we're against. We draw from experiences we had in the past.
UCLA. Let's see some team stats here. I have no idea anything about them.
Your defense has been so good. You go all the way back to the opener. You held Carolina to
Garbers
mostly field goals, not touchdowns,
Justin Martin.
First half in Iowa, very good. That second half, not as good. And then the last couple of weeks at Michigan, you hold them down. A couple of short fields. And then last week, you keep one of the top offenses in the country to 17 points. What do you like about the defense, and what's it going to take to keep them producing the way they have?
Well, I think the explosive plays have
Who
helped.
have they played this season? I feel like I just don't know anything about them.
Back last week at USC, according to what we talk about explosive plays of 20 yards or more, they didn't have any. They had one, and they fumbled on the play. The thing about
Indiana, LSU, they played kind of a murderer's row because they're ranked. They were ranked.
They ran the football.
Ducks are obviously ranked. Penn State is ranked, and they won. It's kind of a murderer's row, that first game, or that first start of the series here.
A pass rush.
Oops.
Shrink the pocket versus quarterback because he's a really, really good athlete.
How good is Darius Taylor, and how much fun was that to watch him last week, both in the pass game and, of course, is such a great runner. He makes that first guy miss all the time.
Yeah, I think that, he's evolved, too, he's being able to make everybody miss, trying to make everybody miss. If you saw the first quarter, he kind of set the tone where he went against number 0 as they came into the hole, and there's not a lot of option at that point. And he puts a shoulder down, runs him over, and gains another 3-4 yards. Set the tone for the whole day. He's added that element of physicality to his game that Mohamed Ibrahim had. But Darius just has incredible balance. He's got great vision, great patience, and he's an explosive athlete and an even better person. So win, lose, or draw, he's a phenomenal tailback and a phenomenal person.
Well, we have a lot more to talk about, but the clock up on the scoreboard says we got to let you go. You've got a game to coach here in Pasadena, California. Go get the Bruins.
I appreciate it. Row the boat, Sky Mago Gophers. Have fun, fans.
All right, there he is, the head coach of the Golden Gophers, PJ Fleck, sponsored by the Minnesota Department of Public Safety. Kickoff is coming up. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Why am I missing things with the 11th hour here?
Programming is supported by Flint Hills Resources Pine Bend Refinery in Rosemount, a leading producer of the transportation fuels Minnesotans rely on every day. Pine Bend is one of the nation's most innovative and efficient refineries, having earned the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's Energy Star certification 5 years in a row. For more information about the Flint Hills Resources Pine Bend Refinery, visit pinebendrefinery.com.
All right. So the Oregon game's going about as expected so far. I feel like I was expecting a little bit more, scoring a little bit more points here, but that's all right. My Ducks are still up, technically. That blocked field goal earlier was absolutely crazy. Oh, I want to see. Let's look at I want to check out this, because this was a crazy ending to a game.
With blockers in front, Milrow into the end zone.
This Alabama team, I don't understand what Alabama is going through here. I mean, I know that they changed coaches, but this is when I turned on the game. I watched them score this touchdown.
31 yards away, only an 8-point game. South Carolina, here's the strike they want to the end zone, incomplete. They were looking for big 6'5" Nick Harbor. They got to look at that again because after review,
this was a good call in the game.
Here we go, folks. Sellers looking for something to the end zone.
I don't understand this play, so let's back it up just a little bit. Granted, I'm not a play caller, I'm not a professional in any sorts, but I don't understand this. So they got this guy going this way, and then they're all going to roll out to the right, and he's going to be looking for, I think it's this guy in the corner of the end zone. But so even here, so we have the linebacker who's on this guy in motion. He's got a free release. He's getting covered here. I feel like he should have immediately looked to the center of the field here. I can tell that there's the shadow of a safety, but I mean, if you kind of lob that in back over here, or you either lob it in or you rifle it into him, I feel like he could have got that. Yeah. Okay, so right here, you see all this space? They're all going for this guy in the corner. This guy's wide open. I don't understand the throw or whatever. Just such a weird moment. But that's not even the end of the game either. He way overthrew it into the corner. Didn't get it. They dodged the bullet, but let's see. So he dropped. It was the drop kick, right? Yeah, he's got the ball in his hands. I am excited to see what Pat McAfee has to say about this on his show tomorrow, because I feel like he's gonna be giving this guy, he's gonna be glazing this dude up. What an absolute wobbler, goes off the chest. The guy's in front of the line to gain, so he still had time to kind of play shortstop on it and catch the ball, but instead he's going after it, off it. This guy couldn't get it. This guy can't get it. And they get it at the 50. A ballsy moment in this game. I almost went live right here. This was a crazy end of the game. But yeah, he just way overthrew it, and I didn't understand it. Let's go back just a little bit. So we see that there's 11 seconds. It's 3rd and 8. This guy's clearly open. Let's see So you can go short. You can get it to the 40, move this up to at least a more reasonable position. You'll have 8 seconds left on the clock from the 40-yard line. I don't know how good this quarterback is, but I feel like that gives pretty much anybody enough time and enough space to throw the ball deep. I mean, you're playing against Alabama, but you're clearly not that. I mean, either Alabama's not that good. Well, clearly they're not that good. They just lost last week. But, I mean, throw it down here to this guy. I know I'm playing armchair quarterback, but come on. There's plenty different. And then throws it to the middle of the field. Let's go a little bit back here. He's in double coverage, so I don't really understand what they're going for here. They should have gone with the guy over here. I mean, he's off screen now, but they should have gone with that guy. And he just overthrows it into double coverage, and he throws it to the spot where like nobody can get that. I mean, you have 8 seconds left. If you throw that ball and try to hit the pylon, I feel like that gives you enough time at least to be able to like run a second play. That gives you 4th and 8 to pull something out of your ass. I don't understand the play call. Like I said before, though, I'm not a play caller, so whatever. It's such a weird turn of events at the end of a game. How great is the SEC? It's not that great. All right,
California. And while today isn't January 1st, and this isn't the Rose Bowl, the Golden Gophers are going to be playing on this sacred acre here tonight. UCLA's the opponent, and in the ever-changing landscape of college athletics, this is a conference game, making this Saturday night big-time Big Ten football. And playing on this historic turf is not lost on Gopher senior Danny Strigo.
As a Minnesota kid, obviously it's an awesome experience to be able to go out there and
play.
Of
course.
You know, the Rose Bowl is an iconic name, and so we're super grateful to have the opportunity, you know, with this new Big Ten. But at the end of the day, you know, we're still playing on a football field. Just happens to be grass this time. We're still playing another team, 22 guys in the field. So when it comes down to actually playing football, it's just a game, but it's going to be cool to kind of take it in when we get there.
Gopher senior defensive back Justin Wally is ready.
If anybody plays in that stadium, it's a very cool moment. You know, growing up, seeing all the teams play there, it's a historic stadium, and we're lucky to have the chance to play in it.
And that said, senior quarterback Max Brosmer says they've got a job to do tonight.
For us as a team, we're focused on, you know, just playing football, and I think if you focus too much on where you're playing and not who you're playing, you kind of get caught up in the limelight. And I think for the Michigan game, for example, you know, you're playing in front of 110,000 people or whatever it was. If you get caught up in, you know, where you're playing and not who you're playing, you can get lost.
Well, make no mistake, we're not lost as of now. We're here, and it's real, and it's spectacular. The Gophers and Bruins haven't played against each other in this stadium since the 1961 season, when Minnesota beat the Bruins in the Rose Bowl.
Wow.
That game happened on January 1st, 1962. A Gopher team hasn't been back since. Today is October 12th, 2024, and the maroon and gold is back. And so are thousands of fans wearing their school colors, ready to enjoy their team.
I'm in Southern California right now.
Field. Kickoff is on the way. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
All right, so we got about 5 minutes till game time starts. I didn't get to see any of this Penn State game, so I want to watch this highlight here.
For a Nittany Lion win.
Oh, it's just a field goal win?
Penn State in overtime.
I mean, that's back-to-back losses for USC. Now they're at 3-3. I mean, the Gophers have the same record now.
Second half, 24 second-half points, a stop in overtime, and then the winning field goal.
I saw that somebody had like 17 catches in this game.
And the pride and joy of Landenberg, Pennsylvania.
All right, let's see a trick play. I'm always down for a good trick play. Let's see.
And it's going to be a double pass. Aller loads, fires, deep. Man, there is
What a throw.
Touchdown, Penn State.
Who threw that ball? 15? That kid can be he's an athlete.
Two-quarterback system worked that time.
2 quarterbacks. Oh, okay.
To Aller, downfield to Warren. Touchdown.
Oh, that was Aller.
The outside is making him
Whoa,
eligible.
whoa. What is going on with this formation? I feel like a couple of years ago we saw crazy formations like this, but I haven't seen this in God knows how long. It's like that. It's like the field goal formation where they all shift in from the sides and come to the center.
Making him eligible. So once he snapped, this is like playing flag football right here. If you go to the flag football field, you'll see this play all day.
Wow.
Number 44 would play a lot of spots.
And what a catch, too. Got it on his helmet. And that's like potential pass interference depending on the ref you have. Bobbles it in, catches it. Hell yeah. Good play by this kid. Ty Warren. Hell yeah. Let's see this. One more from Quinn Joyner. Goes 75 yards. I don't know who that is. Is he a running back, I presume? I don't know. Let's check it out, though. We've had some pretty decent games today. The Alabama game was obviously good. That was close. I'm kind of interested in this LSU Ole Miss game. Yeah, let's watch this first.
Field
It's an end around. They fake it to Branch. And on the keeper.
Wow.
Joyner in a foot race with a secondary at Penn State. And he won it.
We'll check that again. So it goes end around.
Walker Lyons in the backfield. It's an end around. They
Fake the double. Ooh, I like that fake. Without that fake, so let's break it here. Without that break, this guy lights him up. He hesitates just a little bit. That was a good play call. Good execution by USC here.
And he won it. Touchdown, USC.
Good call.
All right, as we look at it right to left for Minnesota, that's the way they will go. Before kickoff, let's get to an affiliate salute presented by Minnesota Corn. Using university research and advances in technology, Minnesota's corn farmers are driving towards sustainability while considering people, planet, and profit.
Time in the quarter.
Learn more at mncorn.org. 10 seconds on the Gophers Sports Network.
I should have been listening. That's my fault. Whoa.
Minnesota and UCLA. This is a regular season game, and for the first time ever, it's a Big Ten conference game between these two teams.
So weird.
And we are paving the way to kickoff, sponsored by AVR. Promises made, promises delivered. AVR delivering concrete to the Twin Cities and beyond. And we're paving our way here in Pasadena. And man, Daryl, the Gopher faithful have shown up across the way on the mountainside of this historic venue. It is a lot of maroon and gold.
It's a lot of maroon and gold. And I was lucky to be driven here by my brother, and we parked many lots away, and we came across a lot of maroon and gold on our way in the stadium. So we are here in full effect.
It's virtually an away game.
Yeah, I think for the moment, and maybe UCLA fans like Dodger fans down the road are late arriving. For the moment, I think there are more Gopher fans in this Rose Bowl stadium.
Of course, why would you want to see this game if you're a UCLA fan?
3-3 the Golden Gophers, 1-4 the Bruins. It'll be the kicker Brody Richter. Make that Mateen Bagani will kick it off, and deep to receive will be Coy Parrish for Minnesota. He's standing about 2 yards deep. Jordan Newman is on the other end. The kickoff man about half the time sends it into the end zone. We'll get our first update from JG here in a moment as he is on the Rose Bowl sideline. The San Gabriel Mountains across the way. We're an hour or so away from the sunset here, which is, of course, legendary in this area. There's the kick, and we are underway. And a high end over end kick, and Parrish will let it land in his lap 3 yards deep. It will be a touchback, and the Golden Gophers will start from their own 25-yard line. Our sideline reports tonight brought to you by Seben Carey, Minnesota's original Know Your Rights injury attorneys, representing people hurt on the road, at work, or anywhere else. Visit knowyourrights.com. JG with his first report.
Well, I'll say people are obviously excited to be here, and that just goes for staff members, like random people on the Gopher football staff just streaming by me.
Of course, why would you not want to?
Tunnel, all saying the same thing.
You're in Southern California.
What a cool place it is. What a cool
79 degrees.
What a
it's
cool
like 80 here.
For this Saturday night.
It's the opening drive brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Public Safety, reminding you that on the football field, excessive speed is a good thing. On Minnesota roads, it could be deadly. And on the first play of the game, a handoff to the left side. Darius Taylor lost a yard, and it's their leading tackler. In fact, the leading tackler now in the Big Ten, Carson Schlesinger, on the stop. Slow down on the roads and drive smart. The Minnesota Department of Public Safety. Starting lineups brought to you by your local Northland Ford dealer. Visit buyfordnow.com and your local Northland Ford dealer. Over 200 all-purpose yards for the aforementioned Darius Taylor a week ago in the upset win over USC. Lost a yard there. He is still in the game, but he's now lined up as a receiver with Marcus Major, the running back, to the left of the quarterback, Max Brosmer. We'll get you the starting group up front here in a moment. Play action pass. Brosmer over the middle of seam. It is bobbled and dropped. Too bad. Jamison Gears would have been off to the races near midfield. Just a perfect pass right on the hands, and Gears could not haul it in. Henderson and Addison, the two safeties, were there, but that was a play that has to be made, DT.
Absolutely. He comes in this game with just 8 catches so far this season, and we relied on our tight ends quite a bit, and that was a chance for Jamison to not only pick up a first down, but gain some momentum early in this game.
Mercery and Carroll the tackles, Cooper and Beers the guards, and Johnson the center. 3 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield now for Max Brosmer on 3rd and 11 from his own 24. Rosemer with a three-man rush. Plenty of time, wings it near side, and it's through the hands of Darius Taylor. Would have been short of the first down anyway. It's Kane Madrano, the linebacker, in coverage, and it'll be 3 and out.
You got to
for the
start out
Gophers,
hot. This is what we can do.
Early on that drive, and
This is what we cannot do.
everyone's loving this, and you got to get the nerves under your belt.
You absolutely got to get the nerves underneath your belt, and you're playing. It's a road
Nerves under
game.
your
It's
belt.
a long ways away. It doesn't feel like a Big Ten game, even though we're playing a Big Ten game.
You're right.
We're playing in California, different time zones, all those different things. So just got to settle down and make some plays here.
Mark
the one
Crawford
thing I
from his
hate
own
about
9
this
had
is
one
that
blocked
it's
2
always
weeks
like
ago.
just
Rolls
a little
right
bit
and kicks
ahead.
it for Logan Loya. He's a fine return man, backpedaling at the 30. Gets a block, cuts it up at the 35, has a bit of a seam to the 40. And a nice job there for the UCLA return man. It's a 47-yard punt and an 11-yard return. So good punt, coverage not quite so good. And here come the Bruins on offense, and they will start with Ethan Garbers at quarterback. He did not play last week against Penn State, had an ankle injury, and making his first start was Justin Martin, and he was really good last week. 22 of 30, 167, did not turn the ball over in a game where they lost by 11 as a 29-point underdog. But it will be Garbers, and on the year he's completing just 57% of his
So they got
passes.
the
running back is TJ
throwing
Harden.
quarterback
They have
in.
really
That's all right.
running the ball this
You can
year.
take 'em.
The Gophers, if there's a weakness, it is stopping the run. So let's see what happens there. And it's Harden on first down, a handoff right side, and a host of Gophers pile it up. No gain from the 41. It'll be 2nd and 10. Anthony Smith got the start tonight at one of the defensive tackle spots.
I know you got to
for
try to
Jalen
do
Logan
the.
Ready.
Well, I don't even know anything
the
about
ends are
USC.
Strigo
What's your team
and Joyner.
stats?
Jack
Oh, I
Henderson
guess this
started
is,
at safety, or the nickelback. He
season
now comes
one.
out.
Or just
McMillan comes in. The other lineman is Devin Eastern. Devin Williams and Cody Lindenberg are the linebackers. Harden is the running back, wide side of the left. Garber's the quarterback. And it's a quick hitting pass on the far side. It's caught by Loya and a gain of 4, and he's chopped down right there by Ethan Robinson. One of the corners, Justin Wally the other.
Established that
and the safeties right now are
that
Gooseby
secondary.
and
How
Coleman
was the
Bryson.
run
No
game?
score early on. Minnesota was 3 and out on offense, and now they're hoping to force a 3 and out. UCLA this year just 31% conversion rate on third down. They have really struggled on offense. In fact, they have scored only 5 offensive touchdowns in 5 games.
Yeah. They've struggled more on third down than we have. This is a big down for them and for us.
And you can hear the Gopher crowd talking defense. As we mentioned, more Gopher fans here than Bruin fans for the moment. To throw, the blitz comes. Garbers throws underneath, and that's a good catch out there by Studevant, and he is into Minnesota territory on a big gain inside the 35 to the 33. Coy Parrish and Rylan Kelly bring him down on a 22-yard hookup, and that's not a good sign early for Minnesota.
Yeah, we can't win the game if they're going to throw the ball.
And actually, for UCLA, who struggled picking up blitzes,
especially when we start with the ball.
Find a receiver to pick up the first down.
So they're at the 32-yard line of Minnesota. They are now 4 plays. This will be the 4th play. 27 yards so far on this drive. Gophers with a 5 now right up front, and then the 2 linebackers behind them. It's play action, rolling to the right, and the pass from Garbers to his big tight end. That is Peterson, and he stumbles and rumbles forward inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line, and that's a pickup of about 5 on first down, and a good play there by Eric Bieniemy. He's the coordinator from the
I didn't
Kansas
even know
City Chiefs.
Eric
The Washington
Bieniemy was on this
Commanders
team.
had his name tossed around for years as an NFL head coach. He's the offensive coordinator now for this UCLA Bruins team with head coach Deshaun Foster in year 1. 2nd and 5 after the gain of 5. 3 receivers set right. In motion goes Pierce, the tight end. He comes set to the right. Quick hitting pass near side. That's Gilmer. And Gilmer has first down yardage into the red zone.
Damn,
That's
dude.
a gain of 11 to the 19. Make it the 18-yard line. Coleman Bryson in coverage. Justin Wally is also there, and he is injured. He is injured, and they're going to have to come and check on Justin Wally, who was injured in the Iowa game and then missed 2 games.
Come on, Wally.
Saquon
You got to get
Ryan,
up,
of
man.
course, filled in for him pretty well. He had a great game last week. That 4th quarter, outside of the brandishing a weapon penalty, he was on his game, particularly in that 4th quarter.
Yeah, not a great start. Sorry,
And when you have a quarterback,
I just saw your chat.
struggling,
Yeah, we can't start off the game like that. If that's how we're going to play, then it's going to be a long game for us, especially when they're able to establish the pass and we're not able to. I know that we're not a very big passing team, but we got to play better than that, at least for the start.
There's a Ford vehicle.
Whoa. Dylan Gabriel goes for 48 yards for the touch. All right. That's a heck of a throw. I just want to see this play now. Whatever.
Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting at your local Northland Ford
Hopefully
dealers.
Wally
Don't
gets up.
wait.
If
Get
he doesn't
behind
get
the
up,
wheel
this
of
is
a
going to
new
be
Ford today, based on calendar year total sales.
Gopher fans,
game
this
for
is
our
Mike
secondary.
Graham. As a
We're gonna
business
see a lot
owner, you
more
understand the importance of
positive
protecting
play
your
out of
reputation,
Coy here.
workplace, employees, and financial assets. Our team is ready to help yours by creating a custom lineup.
Gopher football from Learfield.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get a takeaway early, that'd be great, especially at this spot in the field.
Golden Gopher
5,
athletes need optimum nutrition to play their best. That's why Thousand Hills Lifetime Grazed Beef is a dietary staple of all Golden Gopher athletes.
Probably going to
Loaded
go
with
for a short
nutrients,
pass
including
here.
omega-3 fatty acids, delicious grass-fed Thousand
Maybe we'll
Hills
see another
beef
good
is the
Coy play
protein
here. I
that
feel like he
powers the
kinda-
Gophers.
he
Thousand Hills
thrives in the
Lifetime
end zone,
Grazed,
in
the
the red
elite
zone,
meat for the
rather.
athlete in you. Find at your local food co-op or ask your grocer. LifetimeGrazed.com.
Okay, true stories from Huntington with Veronica and her banker, Roger.
Veronica, you were nervous about trying to get a home. Why is that?
Nobody likes to hear the word no.
See this,
You know,
touchdown.
one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker.
How'd it go, Roger?
If there was a bump in the road, we hit it. But we navigated right through it. Veronica kept pushing.
Getting more than money from your bank. Welcome to Huntington. Real people compensated for true stories. Loan subject to credit application and approval. Equal housing lender.
Health Fairview Pediatrics comprehensive compassionate care created just for kids because the most important people in your world are their whole world. Learn more at mhealthfairviewpeds.org. Welcome back. We're at the Rose Bowl Stadium. No score. 11:19 to go. And UCLA has driven the ball 40 yards in 5 plays. Justin Wally was the injured party. Went off the field under his own power. We'll get an update from JG here in a moment. Double tight ends for UCLA from the 19 of Minnesota. They are on the march. The handoff is to Harden. He stutter steps near the line of scrimmage and then is undercut there. Ethan Robinson, the first man there. A gain of 2 to about the 17 or so. It'll be 2nd and 8. And let's go to a Stephen Carey sideline report with JG.
I'll just tell you that Justin Wally sat out the obligatory play that he needed to because of the timeout, and he is back out there on.
Let's go. That's what we need to see. Get Justin back in here.
Line. So all good with Wally. He never even came back over to the injury tent or anything like that.
All right, good news there. Maybe just a bell rung a minute or got hit hard. Had to catch his breath. He's back out there.
Let's go.
As is Robinson on the far side. Gophers with a couple of safeties deep near the 5-yard line. The running back Jones goes in motion. Garbers to throw. He's pressured. Rolling right. Trying to find somebody. And he is hit hard by Lindenberg and dragged down.
There you go, Cody.
He got back to the line of scrimmage. And that was about it at the near sideline.
He's going to go for it. You got to make him pay. You got to make him a little anxious to step outside the pocket, especially with Lindenberg and Jay Joyner on the edges.
Nice coverage in our secondary. I call that a cover sack.
I guess Lindenberg isn't really an edge player, but Jay Joyner needs to get in this game too. He needs to put a hit on somebody.
The offensive line had struggled almost all year. Last week they were without their normal starter at left tackle, Unije. Probngus came in and played in his place, and he has now won the starting job. He played so well last week at left tackles. 3rd and 7. They're 1 for 1 on 3rd down tonight are the Bruins. To throw is Garbers. Pressure comes from Joyner. He fires it anyway. Caught, and that is inside the 5. Loya beat Ethan Robinson to the sideline. 1st and goal.
Jay Joyner's getting in there, but our secondary needs to play like
but Garbers stood in strong with the injured ankle.
Play like I know they can.
And got the throw away, and it was on target.
I think I saw that statistically they're the best.
On that didn't get inside far enough to force the quarterback up in the pocket, and Garbers did a nice job of finding his receiver around the boundary.
Water's getting me.
Hold there on that right tackle to Giorgio.
This is the worst part about watching the game on Gamecast. Sometimes you see this crap.
Back of the end zone, incomplete. Wally was there defensively. He had a better chance to catch it than Studevant did as the receiver. He had a catch earlier, did Studevant, Sturdivant. They think he is their most talented pass catcher, but he has only 5 catches in 5 games, and it was a point this week. Their head coach, Deshaun Foster, said we got to get him more involved. He does have a catch tonight. J. Michael Sturdivant. 2nd and goal from the 2. The running back is T.J. Harden. He has averaged only 3.1 yards a carry this year. The team has averaged just 2.7. He's got the handoff here, and he is dropped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And you can hear the Gopher fans again cheering in the background. And the clock for the moment will stop.
So we got a flag, Mike.
There's a penalty marker down. And maybe Minnesota was... See what this is. They're discussing it. Maybe Minnesota in the neutral zone here. They're talking to Deshaun Foster, the head coach.
Personal foul. Illegal hands to the face. Defense number 9. Half the distance to the goal line from the end of the run includes an automatic first down.
So that's Devin Williams. The linebacker somewhere got illegal hands to the face. 1st and goal now from the 1.
That 14-yarder was a good catch.
So the Gophers off to not their best of starts. So they have not been a first-quarter team most of this year.
Just can't let a team like this get off to a good start and come out and have some positive momentum. A team that scored 5 touchdowns, they can score on their first drive. That's going to get them off to the races.
Here is the running back Jones, and he got the handoff. No signal yet. Direct snap to him, and now a late signal. Touchdown, the head linesman. Says Jones got in for his first rushing touchdown. I guess we got to come back and we got to actually do something with our offense here. It was the Wildcat look. He went right over the top of Darius Green, and he was clearly in the end zone. As Green stood no chance. He got barreled into at the 1-yard line, and back he went. 10-play, 59-yard drive. It covered 5:14. A couple of uncharacteristic plays by Minnesota, a couple of penalties. And all of a sudden, UCLA has its 6th touchdown of the year. They had gone 150 minutes without an offensive touchdown prior to scoring with 5 seconds left in the game last week at Penn State. There's a flag down on the extra point kick, and it looks like Minnesota was maybe again in the neutral zone.
Offside. Defense number 5 lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. The result of the try is good.
So timeout on the field, 8:49 to play in the first, and it's UCLA 7, Minnesota nothing. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Minnesota soybean farmers are opening the playbook this season to tackle harmful PFAS chemicals by investing soy checkoff dollars.
We can turn ourselves around. Did I see that they scored? No, we scored, and then all right. Well, I still want to see that highlight. That'll be a crazy highlight. Maybe they have it on Twitter or something. I'll check. But all right, well, not a great start for us. Shit happens. Let's bounce back and let's take the reins here.
You have a plan for your business and a vision for its future. So it's important to have a banking partner that works to understand all of your goals and what it will take to help you reach them. Work with a banker who is dedicated to listening first and providing insightful, personalized advice that's right for you and your business. Work with Bremer Bank, because understanding is everything.
Wow.
Put us to work for you today.
Gopher Football said they had over 1,100 people at the pregame tailgate and the away game.
This is Golden Gopher Football from Learfield.
Hey, it's Guardsy for Affinity Plus, proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics. Affinity Plus rewards you for all your banking. New puppy owners can earn points for chew toys, plus
they had
points
a heavy
for new
setup
shoes,
there,
plus points for
like
puppy
when
class.
We used to put
Like
Falele in the backfield.
Affinity Plus makes it easier. Visit affinityplus.org/GoGophers to learn more and become a member today.
2020.
That's affinityplus.org/GoGophers. Affinity Plus
Did you get to watch the Hawkeyes game today? I saw that on national TV. I turned it on for a little bit.
Get ready to win big with Window Concepts. Enter the Home and Away giveaway for a chance to transform your home with.
It's not a very fun game to watch. I saw that they put up a bunch of points though, which that's kind of cool, I guess.
$25 Gopher football season tickets. Don't miss this chance to upgrade your home and experience the thrill of Gopher football. Register now at gophersports.com/window concepts for your chance to win.
Not nice, but always love to see the big boys get in the backfield.
When you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. Welcome back to Pasadena. Mike Grimm and Daryl Thompson with you. The Bruins are out front 7-0. First lead since the second quarter of the LSU game. They've only led about 3 minutes the entire season. And they drove it down on the opening drive, scoring their 6th touchdown. Kick comes down to Parrish. This is returnable at the 2. He gets to the 10 to the 15-20. Tries to get outside and cartwheeled at about the 24-yard line. And Minnesota will have it 1st and 10 right there. In a hurry, don't worry. Cub delivers. Get fresh meat, produce, everyday essentials, and more delivered to your door. Cub, proud to support Gopher Athletics for over 20 years.
Yeah, I saw the offense.
Here, Daryl. I know it's
was
early,
looking
but
decent.
A couple of drop passes that were costly on the first possession. The defense
they put up like 35, 45, something like that.
Get their feet
crazy.
Here.
Absolutely.
Iowa too.
That defense wrestle it over the sideline, but more importantly, get some offensive continuity going.
All right, let's go, hero.
Darius Taylor, and you get -1 yards, and then you have the drop pass over the middle of the field, and another drop pass on 3rd down. Doesn't leave a very good taste in your mouth.
From the 24, under center is Brosmer. Hand off to Marcus Major, trying the left side, and he funnels his way forward across the 25 to about the 28-yard line. A gain of about 4 on 1st down. It'll be
like this
2nd
duo
down
at tailback
and 6 for UCLA or for Minnesota.
Darius
for UCLA,
Taylor.
the tackle made by Teo Paki, a defensive tackle. They have a
good,
Boo at one
good
end,
combination.
Oladejo at the other. Toia and Joey Paki are the defensive tackles. Schlesinger, Medrano, and Cajo are a really good threesome at linebacker. They play usually 2 of those guys at a time with an extra defensive back, KJ Wallace. 2nd and 6. The running back now is Taylor. In motion goes Daniel Jackson. They hit him with a quick tunnel screen, gets a nice block, gets to the 30, and weaves his way ahead for about 4, and it'll bring up a 3rd and short. Teo Paki from the defensive tackle spot tracks down Jackson. His first catch today, the first completion
try to play the game that we want to play.
And it's 3rd down
and 2.
Short. This UCLA defense gives up just 102.8 rushing yards per game. That's pretty good.
I'm okay with that.
Minnesota got its rushing game going finally last week, and they'd like to continue that tonight. And a good early test to that.
And 2 good backs and a smart quarterback. We can do this.
He's got the straight handoff, and he's got the 1st down, ramming his way across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. A gain of about 5 on 3rd and 2. Devin Apu from Oxnard, California, Notre Dame transfer, was the man who finally brought him down.
And a great job by the offensive line right there. You give a back, especially a back like Darius here at the line of scrimmage, he's going to pick up the yards you need, and Darius displays some patience right there at the line of scrimmage, trying to settle his feet, finds that little seam, able to hit it up in there and get underneath that next hit to pick up actually one of the, obviously, big first downs of the game.
Sun is starting to set here. Gophers in their all whites. White helmet, white shirts, white pants, maroon and gold trim. Rosemer to throw over the middle. This time Gears hangs on, and he's got a gain of about 9.
There we go.
Just short of the first down. Gears. And just short of UCLA territory at the 47. He caught it in front of safety and nickelback KJ Wallace. He's a Georgia Tech transfer. And the Gophers quickly up
1 yard
on
to go.
2nd and
1
short.
yard to go. 1 yard
This
to go.
again out of the pistol with Major, the running back, to the right of the quarterback, Rosemer, who wants to throw. Wings it out, and he's got a man, and it's a 1st down. Good move by Major, made a man miss, and he gets into UCLA territory to the 48 and a gain of 5. Kalen Moore, the defensive back, a Cal transfer, along with Kane Medrano, combining on the stop. One of those guys missed the tackle. That was Medrano. He got shaken and whiffed on the tackle, and then it was Moore who made the tackle. So the Gophers have a couple of 1st downs here.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I really like about Max Brosmer is his ability to get the ball to the backside of backfield with Major with 12 catches and actually Darius Taylor with 26.
7-0 UCLA first quarter. Under 6 minutes to go. And now the Gophers move. They had gotten rid of those last week in the upset.
Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
Right tackle Quinn Carroll, the 6th-year player out of Edina. The Gophers had a run of a couple of games in a row where just too many pre-snap penalties, and the offensive line in particular, and then they just did away with it. They were really good last week. And now
North Carolina game.
Its head here, and it's 1st and 15.
The UNC game was brutal
back
for
into
us
their own
in
territory at the 46. Gears the tight end with two other receivers to the left, and Rosemer from the pistol with the wide side of the left. Straight drop. Rosemer fires it far side, and Daniel Jackson with a beautiful catch in UCLA territory at the 44. In coverage was Moore again, short of the first, but they got the penalty and then some back. It'll bring up a second, and we'll call it 5.
I'll tell you what, if you can pick up 10 yards on
Daniel
first down,
Jackson
it's first down
is
to
one of the
15
most
to put you a lot better.
underrated pass
You'd be happy we
catchers
got that
in
5
college
yards on
football
first down.
right
So
now.
he
I'm going to call that
certainly
one.
made up for there, and we're in enemy territory.
I don't mind.
Rosemer's 4 of
He's
6.
always
Remember,
picking that up whenever we need
incompletions
it.
or drops, so he should be, for all intents and purposes, 6 for 6. 3 receivers set left. The running back is Taylor from the 44. Gears in motion slightly, and now the handoff to Taylor, and he is swarmed over on 2nd and 5 for no gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. A host of Bruins on the stop on the left side of that defensive front.
Tell you what, Mike, you can see that this Bruin defense, they do a really nice job to swarm to the ball with position, and we've got to continue with that play.
That's all Daniel Jackson does is make good catches.
I mean, that's
all he does.
Gears is open, and that's why that pass to Jackson is successful on the bubble screen as well. So you got to make them defend the entire field when they swarm the ball like that.
We mentioned at the start of the game there were more Gopher fans than Bruins fans. The Bruins fans must have been tailgating, or like Dodger fans, they're late arriving, and they now have a nice crowd here, and you can hear them in the background. On 3rd and 5, Minnesota 0 for 1 on 3rd down. Rosemer with no one in the backfield, passes it out to Jackson. He catches, but it's no gain. They did not throw to the sticks. They threw to the line of scrimmage, and he's plowed over by KJ Wallace. And TJ Floyd will have a decision to make here. Too far for a field goal.
Yeah, we're not going 44.
And do you want to punt here from the 44-yard line?
It looks
like they are going to send the punt unit on to the football field. Man, that's a tough one. 2nd and 5, and
it is a tough one, but it's got to be. You went for it on 4th. To win it yesterday.
Like there was a time last week to find someone downfield, but look, he was kind of locked into Daniel Jackson on that play. He was going to throw it to him almost regardless, hoping he'd be able to beat someone and pick up the first down.
No running back set.
There was no blocker
on
out there
3rd
for
and
him.
5.
It was just we're going to throw it to him and hope he makes a
man miss,
and he could not. Here's an end-over-end kick by Crawford. Loya calling fair catch, and he does between the 9 and the 10-yard line. So a good punt again by Crawford. He's been good at getting the opposition inside or near the 10-yard line. Timeout on the field. It's UCLA 7,
so
Minnesota nothing. The Bruins will have the ball when we come back. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Why do we say I'm into football? Because football's exciting. Like getting together with gridiron-loving friends, doing some pregame, maybe firing up a charcoal grill, partaking in parking lot activities, followed by celebration dances and the hopes of cheering on a really big win.
Oh, yeah.
Just like playing the
Let's
lottery.
see if we can find
Minnesota
ourselves.
Lottery.
Let's see if we can
I'm
get
in.
that
Must be 18 or older to play.
Yeah, you can't throw. You can't throw to the line.
To be the best
you at least
in the
have to
game.
throw it, downfield a little
Commitment, resilience, sweat.
On our part, but
that's why
long
Old
game.
Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Minnesota Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
This truck season, think about all the things you can do in a Chevy truck. You can even just
doesn't look.
With impressive towing, incredible bed and tailgate functionality, and multiple powertrains. Chevy Silverado, the first ever Silverado EV, Colorado and Tahoe have what you need to get things done. When you want to do it all, Chevy's got you. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Visit ChevyDealOnline.com. 0% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $27.78 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 9.3%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 10/31/24.
Live from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher Football.
Let's make a drive. Let's do something interesting here.
UCLA, welcome back. The sun indeed setting here in Pasadena and being here in person for the first time, DT. It is as impressive as it's been described as you see on TV, that sun and those pink clouds behind the mountains across the way. Now Minnesota needs
the sun's already behind the mountains here,
but
trailing
7-0.
Sunset's behind the mountains about 5:30.
And it's a late delayed draw, and the handoff is to Jalen Berger, the Wisconsin and Michigan State transfer. He's at his third school, and he gets across the 10 to about the 12-yard line. And the stop made by Eli Mao, reserve linebacker, who, with the injury to Maverick Baranowski, is getting some more playing time. Played quite a bit in that USC game.
Is Maverick out today?
Give it 2. We'll call it 2nd and 8.
Damn.
Eli's doing a good job, instead of, the Maverick in particular. Maverick was, one of our leading tacklers until a few games when he injured his shoulder. So hopefully he'll be able to heal up, but Mao's doing a good job in his stead.
Gophers #1 pass defense in the country, allowing just 117 yards a game. And right now, Garbers, who has not been great all year, 58%, is now 6 of 7 with that completion. It's a short one, a gain of 4 out to the 16. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 in coverage. Devin Williams.
Quarterback. His touchdown pass today was the first one against the Power 5 team.
You know what, Mike? It really looks like Eric Williams said, you know what, Garbers, I'm going to try to make the game a little bit easier. He's going to throw a lot of short passes.
This is 3 touchdown game against Iowa when he's playing for Michigan.
Options, and so far he's been
That's
successful.
A brutal stat line for him. I know that he's not a passing quarterback, but the first one against the Power 5 team, he hasn't thrown against like Rutgers, or he hasn't thrown against Maryland or something. I know that they're a passing team, but that's ugly.
Blitz comes, Garbers throws, crossing pattern, caught, and that is Sturtevant again. He's got 3 grabs tonight already, had 5 all year. He's across the 20 and a first down to the 24.
Sturtevant running the most effective route in football. That slant route does a really nice job getting across the face of Wally on that play. He throws it down low where only he can catch it, picks up a big first down for UCLA.
Anthony Smith back in. Jalen Logan Reddy comes out. Parrish, one of the safeties, as they're playing a single deep safety along with Aiden Gooseby. Now Parrish up closer to the line of scrimmage. He gives a little bit of a play call now to Wally, one of the cornerbacks, and now they're back into the standard double safety, about 10 yards, 12 yards back of the line of scrimmage. Here is play action, and back to throw. Garbers, pressure comes, hit, breaks a tackle, comes out of it, and now with an injured ankle and all, motors for positive yardage out to the 30, a 6-yard pickup. Anthony Smith is injured.
Yeah, we're not going to stop on 3rd down. We're not going to do anything.
Him down. The Gophers twice have missed on opportunities to sack the
and if they're going to be breaking, like we can't finish tackles.
Special pass rush situations.
I don't know. I didn't think trap game was the correct term for this, because we're not that. I don't think we're that good of a team, but I know that UCLA isn't that good of a team either.
Right now, unfortunately, looks like he's down.
Devin Eastern just blew away right in there, and then he couldn't land the sack. Again? He was pushed just away from the quarterback. We'll take the break.
Yeah,
Gophers trail at 7-0. Bruins have it 1st and 10, 1:15 to go in the quarter, and this is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
When we say that Cub milk is the freshest in town, we mean it. Less than 48 hours from farm to store fresh. We guarantee 7 days or more of freshness. It all starts with local dairy farmers who take great care in making sure all the cows are happy and healthy.
I want to see if he threw
We support local farm families 365 days a year. And that makes our milk even more delicious.
Yeah, all right, let's check it.
So you always get the freshest milk and the biggest smiles.
Let's go here. All right, Cade McNamara.
United Healthcare
last
is a
year.
proud
Says he's got 3
partner
from
of the
last year.
2026 Special Olympics USA Games here in Minnesota. We believe every champion has a champion who believes in them. A supporter who cheers from the sidelines and stands right there with them when things get real. There for life's bumps and blocks.
We can turn this off for 1 second. Can I go for just stats? They're 4 lot. Well, yeah, I did see that, or I heard that pregame. 22-1. Yeah, I mean they beat Hawaii and then they lost. I checked it earlier, and yeah, they had kind of a murderer's row here. Yeah, Indiana, who's undefeated and ranked. I think they're ranked like 20 something right now. LSU, at that point, I think they were 2 games off the Notre Dame loss, but still a pretty good team. Oregon, obviously, pretty good. I don't think they're as good as we thought they were, but they're pretty good. And then Penn State is obviously going to be a hard game. So.
RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital.
I'm not saying that they're
LLC,
not a good
member
team.
NYSE,
I'm just saying that
FINRA, SIPC.
we should be better. And we were just coming off of, we came off of three pretty good games, pretty good teams. We came off of Iowa.
Gopher fans can
We
enjoy
came off
garden fresh
of
tomatoes every
Michigan,
game day.
which was a
For over
one-score
30
game,
years,
and
Bushel Boy Farms has
USC,
grown
which is a
premium fresh
one-score
tomatoes picked at peak ripeness, perfect for any tailgate favorite. Fresh from our backyard, Bushel Boy tomatoes are thoughtfully grown, picked ripe, and delivered fresh. Bushel Boy is a proud sponsor of Golden Gopher Athletics.
UCLA leading 7-0. They've got it 2nd and 5 from their own 24. Garber's on play action, rolling left, throws. He's got his tight end out there. That's Matavau, and he breaks a tackle across the 35, and another first down. He's out to the 38-yard line, and the quarterback Garber's now 8 for 9 in Minnesota. The number one pass defense in the country, 114 yards allowed per game.
I think they could have beaten
allowed
Iowa if they didn't kind of like
here in the first
absolutely
quarter.
implode in the second half. They haven't been in a position where we wanted them.
More than like
but
8 or 9
I think Iowa
yards. It's
is
all been underneath bootlegs and those things like that. The slant was a pretty nice throw, but not pushing the ball downfield. But that's what you do when you got a quarterback that's struggling to keep the game simple and clean in front of it.
Garber's got healthy in the week. It wasn't a bye week. He just didn't play at Penn State. Now they got an extra tight end under center Garber's.
Yeah, that Michigan game they got jobbed at the
pressure coming. Throw is caught on target and into Minnesota territory. Sturdivant again, and it is Gooseby who knocks him down at the 45-yard line, and that will bring us to a close here in the first quarter.
Our secondary is going to play like
Shaw. That was
Swiss
Carter
cheese.
Shaw on the catch, the redshirt freshman from California. Of course, his dad, David Shaw, the former Stanford coach, and a good catch there, just his second of the year. And 9 of 10 start in the quarter for Garber's, 92 yards, 7-0 at the end of one. And at the 45-yard line, UCLA will start the second quarter in Minnesota territory. Right now, though, let's go to Tanner Hoops in Scoreboard Central.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Plan to keep you updated on one other Big Ten game in progress tonight. It's had a little bit of everything. That highly anticipated battle between Oregon and Ohio State. Well, we know that we've got a good one, a good finish coming up, particularly the way the first half ended with this unreal catch from Tez Johnson.
Pressure comes. It's picked up. Gabriel wants to go deep. He's got Tez down at the 10. Touchdown! Tez Johnson! A perfectly thrown ball from Dylan Gabriel, and Oregon ties it up a kick away from taking the lead. 48 yards on the scoring strike, and Dusty Hara, the crowd's in it.
And that came with a minute 17 to go in the first half. Oregon leads Ohio State.
I mean, I love getting pressure on the quarterback, and that's. I think we obviously showed that last week. That when we do get that pressure on the quarterback, we do get the pressure on the quarterback, we can win. But our secondary needs to bail out our front here. I mean, if they're not going to be able to get the sack, the defense at least has to be able to like tackle them for a minimal gain. It doesn't always have to be, a 15-yard gain. I mean, how many have they had this drive? I mean, they just had one. They had one last drive, right? I'm pretty sure. 14, yeah.
Touchdown! Will Hill with the touchdown on the fumble recovery, and the Boilermakers are right back in the football game.
But a
too many
victory
mistakes
for Illinois, 50-49.
First quarter, we've never been a first quarter team.
We trailed 7-0 after one quarter. Let's head back out to the Rose Bowl for the start of the second.
We played decently on first quarter.
All right, thank you, Tanner Hoops. Good work. Tanner got us a win in volleyball earlier today. Some of these Gopher Radio Network stations carried that. Minnesota knocking off Maryland in straight sets, 3-0 at the PAB. In fact, Tanner's at the PAB, I believe, still doing our programming from here. Let's go to JG. Gophers trail at 7-0, and what do you got on the sideline?
They're working to get Anthony Smith back in the game. He missed the last couple of plays. It looks like a left ankle injury. They took the tape off his shoe. They took the left shoe off. They put some more tape inside of his sock there, and now they're working to get him back in the game with more heavy tape around the shoe.
104 yards for UCLA in that first quarter. They come in averaging on offense just 261. Garber's throws. He's got a man. That's the running back Harden. He's got a big space right side inside the 30 and carted out of bounds at the 27-yard line in a 28-yard gain.
28-yarder. Excuse me. He's
Tell you
inside
what, the enemy's got this offense just humping right down the sideline with the short game. And again, we almost get home on the blitz.
Yeah, 18.
Play, gets
I was going to say, it couldn't have been 28.
Back out in flat end. We get outflanked on that play, unfortunately, and he's off to the races. And UCLA is threatening again, with the ball inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, 27, 18-yard, not 28-yard pickup. He's now 10 of 11 Garbers, 110 yards. Gophers allowing on the season on average 114 through the air.
Yeah.
In motion, Peterson, the tight end, left to right. That's the boundary side of the field. This time it's Harden on the handoff on a cutback move, and he tried to find a little seam, and he gets a little gain of 3 inside the 25.
Need to get a good hit on the quarterback again.
Actually,
a hard sack. Let's see Jay Joyner get a free release on the outside and
for Minnesota made by
take this kid's head off.
Really good spot there, but
maybe not that much, but
at the line of scrimmage, it just looks they got a more space and
zero resistance. It looks like it. It sounds like it.
Logan Richter comes out. Anthony Smith, good to see him back in. Gopher defense now has to bow its neck. 7-0 UCLA already a touchdown, and now marching again here early second quarter, a minute into this second quarter. And Garbers, who coming into the game was averaging 57% completion, 67 of 117, is 10 of 11. And now they took too long. You got to take a timeout.
Yeah, it's all right, I guess.
Well, hopefully, Mike, we can dial something up, but we got to get a little bit of pressure on Garbers. He looks like you talked about.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I know there's short passes.
We get Jay Joyner. We need to find Lindenberg needs to find a seam and beat the running back or something.
Things like that, because they're really running a quick game.
Not a good start.
He's not making long throws down the field, but he's been accurate with the short ones.
Let's take a break. Gophers trail it by a touchdown. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Ugly start. All right. This game's still at half. This game is just got there. Iowa State's at half. All right. Do we have anything else? I feel like that Tennessee. How is Tennessee still ranked that high after they lost to Arkansas last week? I have no clue. What do the stats look like? Hey, like Graham Mertz. I forgot he was there. I thought he transferred to Miami for some reason, but I guess he's in Florida. At least we're getting a hit on somebody.
Efficient natural
gas. Gotta make somebody uncomfortable. Oops. Everybody's getting a little too comfortable here. This kid's still a quarterback? Gosh dang.
Of Minnesota Gopher Athletics. We make going solar simple and affordable with $0 down. To learn more about solar for your home or see our employment opportunities, visit everlightsolar.com.
Dear Truckin' Awesome. Want more horsepower in the stable? The Tundra iForce Max is all the truck you need with its electrifying twin-turbo V6. Saddle up the Tacoma TRD Pro. Its segment-first performance seats smooth the shocks when things get bumpy. And the Toyota 4Runner tames the trails when nature plays tough. And that signature power rear window? Oh, yes, sir. Toyota trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
I'm a coffee lover, but buying coffee out is one of my worst spending habits. That's why I decided to get more from my morning routine by enjoying 20 cups of deliciously rich coffee with Coffee Mate for the price of one coffee from a coffee shop. It's a no-brainer. It's coffee's perfect mate, Coffee Mate.
48-yard
UCLA on play action. Garbers plenty of time. Throws underneath, and it's too tall. The intended target was T.J. Harden. And it'll be third down now.
It's a third down for them.
6. Good coverage there for Minnesota.
Very nice coverage by us there. Still would like to get a little bit more pressure on Garber.
Good coverage.
Throw a bad ball. Like you talked about, like 9 of 10 in the first quarter. The majority of those short passes, but this is a huge third down for us right here. Pretty obvious passing situations. Just need to pay attention to those short routes.
7-0. UCLA already on top. Second quarter, 13:48. Clock stop. Third and a long 6 here. The running back is Harden. Wide side of the right. Garbers the quarterback out of Newport Beach, California. Straight drop. Wants to throw. Ball batted and interception.
Let's go.
Minnesota sliding interception.
Let's go.
By Cody Lindenberg. His
Lindenberg
first
with the INT.
There's a marker down on the play. He caught it at the 14. And let's see what we have here. The ball was tipped. And if the ball's tipped, you're allowed here to tackle or hold. Let's see.
After the interception, sideline warning Minnesota. It's their first of the game. There's no yards assessed to that penalty. Timeout on the field.
All right, so no harm, no foul. They just got a little excited on the sideline.
Let's go, just like we talked about, right?
Or something, but once that
turnover,
tipped, the D-backs are
good call.
To grab and tackle and do whatever. Yeah. So we got to take another timeout here. Big turnover. Maybe that'll get jump started here in the second quarter. UCLA
Give PJ
7,
some energy
Minnesota
out here.
Nothing.
Let's go.
It was the 7th interception of the year by Gophers. Not sure who got the hand on the ball. Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. Maybe Devin Eastern got his left
want to have it on TV.
And it's the first interception of the career
I love listening to the game on the
Cody
radio.
Lindenberg, the Anoka product. This is Golden Gopher football from.
There's nothing better than listening to the game on the radio. That's the reason. That's how I got into college football, was listening to it on the radio. Here we go. Rah, the sky, you rah, for the U-N. Minnesota, hats off, dude. Let's go. All right, INT. Good call. Grimm does do an amazing job. I love Mike Grimm. I accidentally mistook Anthony LaPanta one time for Mike Grimm, and I told him to his face, and he was the nicest guy about it. He didn't say anything to me. N-N-E-S-O-T-A. Minnesota. Yeah. Gophers. Sweet. All right, we got the
providing
turnover.
A helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be.
We're back in it.
Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western
National. No concern
National.
about that at all. None of it.
Got a touchdown! Tickets are now available for every Golden Gopher home football game this fall. Secure your seats now at gophersports.com.
Welcome back to Gopher Football on the Gopher Sports Network from Learfield.
Max Brosmer under center after the interception by Lindenberg. He wants to throw. Flush from the pocket. Sacked. Wow, that's not the way you want to respond after the defense hands you the ball back at the 12. Teo Pocky's first sack of the season. That interception, by the way, is a thanks to Federated Insurance, who will donate $1,000 to select Big Brothers, Big Sisters agencies in Minnesota. Federated Insurance, where it's our business to protect yours. Lost 2 on the sack. UCLA went 4 games without having a sack. They
MJ's
got 2
Magic,
last week, and now
MJ's special sauce or whatever, special juice, whatever it's called in Space Jam.
Maybe flushed early. I thought he had some more time. He's been
looked like Darius was open underneath as well. Someone that kind of become his security blanket in the backfield.
Wow, and on 2nd and 12, the handoff to Taylor, and he lost 2 more. The offensive line has been a no-show on this drive. Oladejo, their linebacker.
I think I saw that every team in the Big Ten that had to go from the Midwest out west, every team this year has lost.
This defense is littered with transfers from Cal, USC, Oregon.
Like Iowa lost when they went out there.
Notre Dame transfers, and now it's
Penn State won today, but they barely won. They won by that field goal in overtime.
A sleepwalk here for Minnesota, a letdown or something here after the big win last week. The sun has set here, and the time is now for football. 7-0 UCLA. 12:20 left in the second quarter. Brosmer back to throw. Has time, plenty of time. Rifles it over the middle. Sliding catch. The throw is behind him. Christian Driver. No, they wave it off. They say it hit the deck. Incomplete.
Can we get a
Thought
review
it
here?
like a good catch. Couldn't really tell from up here. Fundamentally, everything was right. As the throw was behind him, he slid and brought it in. Signaled first down. It is a reviewable play. What'd you see?
Yeah. It looked like the ball moved a little bit when it hit the ground, so it might not. I don't think it's enough to overturn it.
Damn it.
at this point, they have not stopped play to ask for a review. Here's a look at it, sliding back, the ball bobbling, and
maybe we had good luck last week.
Pass. Yeah, I don't think they'll review that.
Reviews.
He had it, and then he kind of dropped it after he had it.
Damn it.
PJ, did he take a timeout here?
Yeah, it just looks like the ball moves when it touches the ground. He's calling a timeout, but I don't think that he's actually looking for a review on this play. Maybe he's just hoping to look at it, but I don't think that the review would overturn it. The ball does hit the ground and move on the ground.
Yeah, it can hit the ground if you keep possession, but I don't think he did keep possession. They have not reviewed it.
Of an incomplete pass.
So,
plays under further review.
So the play will be under review. The review is sponsored by Planet Fitness. The officials are going to make a judgment, but you won't be judged at Planet Fitness. Home to the judgment-free zone. Go to planetfitness.com to learn how you can join the judgment-free zone. So I didn't hear the first part of that. It is a coach's challenge, so it's a timeout and a coach's challenge. College football, it really isn't like the NFL. If you're not a diehard college fan, you're probably thinking, why would PJ lose a challenge here? They challenge. Every play is, in essence, reviewed. I think he's just wanting to slow everything down here. I don't think this will be enough to overturn. Hey, Gopher fans, we want to make sure you stop by the Gopher Garden for every home game. The pregame Fan Fest is located on Oak Street outside the stadium. It starts 3 hours before every home game. Experience the Gopher Football Tailgate Radio Show, the Minnesota Marching Band, and so much more. Here's Jeff Cervinsky on the announcement.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It's an incomplete pass. Minnesota is charged a timeout, and they have no more challenges for the rest of the ball game.
I mean, it's a light risk because everything in college football is reviewed anyway. Normally, they're going to ring down on anything controversial. So I think, if nothing else, PJ just wanted to stop, try to regroup. You're going to waste a timeout anyway, do the challenge, and go from there. But, boy, the defense finally made a big play, and the offense went backwards 4 yards.
Yeah, that was a very, very tough possession for the offense right there, particularly the sack there in the backfield. It looked like he had an opportunity to get in. That's one thing Max did a really nice job of, is throwing his check down routes.
Loya stands right near midfield from the end zone. Crawford. Low end over end kick. Loya to the near side. Fair catch at the 47-yard line, and that's where UCLA will take over. 42-yard punt and no return, and we will keep it right here. We want to tell you that this season, all season long, Minnesota Soybean is once again partnering with Gopher Football to highlight the environmental impact created through the use of biodiesel. The soy-based fuel that powers the team's equipment truck across the country. The mileage traveled for this weekend's trip to Los Angeles equates to the impact of planting 774 trees. Gopher Football is powered by biodiesel, cutting carbon right here, right now. Our thanks to Minnesota soybean farmers.
MJ's secret
stuff. Have to do it again here.
He's just like Sprite or whatever, just to get the players
trying the right side, and not much. The Gophers punctured that offensive line on the right side, and it's a loss of maybe a half yard. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Nice job by Devin Eastern and Anthony Smith back from that sprained ankle or whatever it might be. Did a nice job of stringing that play out and bringing the back down in the backfield for a small loss on that play. That's how we needed to have a drive start with a little bit of traction going backwards for UCLA and let that offense regroup a little bit on the sideline.
14 might be too big for this team, at least right now. Granted, second half in Michigan was way more than 14, I'm pretty sure.
UCLA, 11 and a half to go second quarter. Jones, the running back, comes in motion. They toss it. Hit in the backfield is the wide receiver Gilmore. Breaks one tackle, but then a host of swarming Gophers get him back at the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 1. Well defended. Jod Joyner, the first man there. And Minnesota stayed home on that one, DT.
Well, staying home is one of the key things. After the Iowa game, we've done a much, much better job of staying at home, staying in your lanes, not falling for some of that trickeration that goes on the offensive side, and right there, actually home on both sides.
Good
great
block
rallying to the ball by both by all the defenders.
Yeah, Devin Eastern penetrated. He forced the cutback, and then Joyner was there waiting. Hey, if you're looking for a great career that offers training and opportunities to advance, visit careers.marsden.com to see current openings. 3rd and 10. UCLA is 3 of 4 on 3rd down tonight from the Minnesota 46. Garbers on a straight blitz. Drop. Ball batted in the air, and Lindenberg diving. Did he have it? No, he couldn't hang on. He got it knocked into the air and then almost had his second interception in as many possessions.
Lindenberg is the only guy out here doing anything right now.
On the tips of
I mean, I'm glad we have him. I'd rather have him than not right now, but we need to do
for a just.
You do better than this.
I was greedy there, Mike. I want him to catch that and have a pick six on that one. That ball was in the air for a good 2.5 or 3 seconds. I wish Cody just a little bit quicker. I know
Did he have a free release in the end zone? I mean, pick six would
to catch that ball and trot into the end zone. But
a
great
good
play.
momentum shift. Granted, 10 minutes left in the second.
He batted it up
got
into the air.
plenty of
Almost could
time.
have caught it. Coy Parrish, let's see what
Come
he
on.
can do.
Defense is
Spiraling
like a
punt
motivated.
from
Good.
Rickard.
PJ needs to
Parrish
light
at
a
the
fire
12 makes the
under
catch,
their
and he is hit right there. Knocked down right at the 12-yard line. That is a 41-yard punt, no return, and we'll take the break. So Parrish, gutsy not to call the fair catch there, and he got hit right as he caught the football. 7-0 Bruins, 10:26 to play second quarter. Minnesota will have it first and 10 from its own 12-yard line when we come back. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
A happier way to healthcare starts with Coop Health, a proud sponsor of Gopher football.
I mean, PJ shouldn't
Coop
need to
is
light a
health
fire
plan
underneath
with no
their
deduct-
ass in order to get them motivated. But I guess if that's what he has to do, then that's what he has to do. That's what he has to do, right? I mean, that's what a fucking coach does, or what a coach should do. Tennessee. This game, I could not care less. I feel like Tennessee is the biggest fugazi in the league right now. Nobody would have caught him if you had picked it. Damn it. That's what DT said on the radio, well, obviously, but come on.
And Gopher alumni-owned Old
We
Dutch
got the
Foods.
ball. We got time. Old Dutch Foods. I miss Old Dutch. Come on. All right. Straight release to the end zone. Damn. That would have been nice. Whatever. All right. Ohio State just got the score. They're up. 10 minutes to go, 9.5. All right.
Row the boat, Minnesota. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Midland Hills Country Club offers a wonderful setting for any of your upcoming holiday events. Our facilities and excellent food and service are sure to exceed your expectations. Let our professional staff guide you in making your event a memorable one. Come experience what Midland Hills has to offer. We're conveniently located in Roseville, just 10 minutes from either downtown area. Visit MidlandHillsCC.org.
I can't even zoom in with this thing. Whatever.
Prairie Farms Dairy is a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics and both the men's and women's student athletes of the month. Locally owned by Midwest farm families, Prairie Farms is committed to quality and freshness that ensures the milk and dairy products served at your family's table are the very best. Visit prairiefarms.com for recipes and coupons and enter for a chance to win dairy prize packages. Support local dairy farmers and remember to drink local with Prairie Farms.
Iowa State's
15-yard penalty is enforced from the 13-yard line at the end of the run.
He's announcing this while they're
first down,
Hall of
Minnesota.
All right, welcome back. A lot to unfold here during that timeout. They reviewed the hit on Parrish on the return. We mentioned he was crunched right away. They have reviewed it, and they've whistled that Devin Kirkwood, after review, targeted him with the crown of the helmet. So the 15-yard penalty moves it out to the 28. Kirkwood will miss the rest of the game. We're getting our first look at the review. It didn't hit him in the head, but
not a fan of targeting, not a fan of penalties, but
near the neck and shoulder. But if you're defenseless, if you use the crown of the helmet anywhere on the body and the referees determine it, that is targeting. So he is out. He's a reserve corner.
It's not okay, but it's okay.
Rosemer in the meantime hands off to Taylor. A little stutter step move, and he has a nice gain as he's burrowing forward across the 30 to the 34 and a gain of about 6. The stop made by Brian Addison, the Oregon transfer.
We got double-digit rushing guys
is
there.
out, ejected, disqualified on the target. It gives Minnesota some breathing room. They would have started that drive at the 12. Parrish is okay. He did take a crunching hit. And Minnesota will have it second down here, and we'll call it about 5.
It does hurt them a little bit in the secondary, though. He comes into this game with, almost a little over a dozen tackles and a couple quarterback hurries.
See that more?
Here's a handoff to Major, and he sprints out of a tackle, and he gets to the 45-yard line and a gain of 10. That is Ramon Henderson on the tackle, but a nice first up there as the Gophers move the sticks, and they're going to hustle right up. I might mention, in watching the replay, we had assumed it was Kirkwood. That is actually the receiver, Quasi Gilmer. They have a number, they're double numbers. It's it's always hard to detect, but I believe that was Gilmer. We need to double check that, but I think it was Gilmer.
Let's go.
Gilmer is the receiver, a starter. So
almost broke one. Yeah, he said he broke a tackle at the line.
So number 3 on offense was the gunner. Not
I don't think he's got
defense.
that quickness, but
First and 10.
I imagine UCLA's got some athletes.
Wings it far side, caught by Frank Bierman, and he steps out of a tackle, and he's got a 14-yard gain down the sideline.
All right.
Stepping out of bounds at the 41.
String it together. Let's
the
go.
linebacker on the tackle.
Let's go.
Minnesota playing the
getting some momentum, a little bit of hurry up, but also that
keep
very
moving,
first run by Darius, a nice run. Another nice run by Marcus Major. Just soften that defense up a little bit. Now Max Brosner has some softness, finds it, fits tight end on the perimeter, breaks the tackle, picks up another first down.
7-0. Gophers trail it. We're in the second. 8:45 and ticking. Minnesota into UCLA territory. Second time they've been there. Back to throw Brosmer. Near side caught by Jackson, and he is hit. Oh, and that could be targeting. 2 flags come out. Yeah.
That is.
Well, we're targeting.
Addison, who came lowering the helmet on Jackson. It's a short gain of about 3. Kirkwood was the initial man there, but Addison came in, and it looked like face mask down.
That was
second
obvious.
guy. Yeah, that's going to be.
That was obvious.
That replay looks pretty clear. It's a gain of 3, but I think this will be
a gain of 15.
Yeah, I think they'll tack 15 yards onto it. Let's listen to Jeff Cervinsky here.
Personal foul, targeting, defense number 4. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run.
They got 2 of their defensive backs out.
That play is under further review.
This review is sponsored by Planet Fitness. The officials are going to make a judgment here, but you won't be judged at Planet Fitness, home to the judgment-free zone. Go to planetfitness.com to learn how you can join the judgment-free zone.
I don't think that's going to take very long to review at all. That's a helmet to the back of the helmet of our receiver.
They already
so
called it on the screen here.
Overturned.
Yeah, they looked, I think the crowd showed it, and they thought it was, 3. Kirkwood could have almost been called, but then Addison comes in late, and he
learn how to tackle.
absolutely
Yeah, they need to
lowers
use
the head.
those,
And
like,
that
rugby tackles.
that's the kind of hit they're trying to take out of this thing. They just showed the replay again, and you can hear the Gopher fans now not real happy about that.
That's not good at all. Yeah, that's an old school hit there.
While they look at it, let's give you an affiliate salute presented by Minnesota Corn. Using university research and advances in technology, Minnesota's corn farmers are driving towards
and not go directly for the head.
People, planet, and profit.
For the review, there is no targeting on the play. Number 4 remained in the ball game.
Wow.
The result of the play was first down.
So maybe the only thing that they could have ruled was it was a side and not the crown. He's not defenseless. I still think that the spirit of the rule there is that's the hit you want to eliminate. He came in, and they did hit side to side as we saw that other angle, but so no targeting. It'll be 2nd and 7. Right now, let's give you 10 seconds on the Gophers.
They sounded so sure. Whatever. 2 headshots? I don't know. What? Why did I lose?
So side-to-side helmet there. He was not defenseless. That does change things, and you have to be able to confirm
Well, we had some energy. We had some momentum.
And the ejection. Here's a handoff to Darius Taylor trying to sprint outside, and just nothing there from the offensive line. No gain. Oladejo brought him down, but that was just too much
working on it.
He had nowhere to go. The O-line DT, after last week getting the young man Darius Taylor 144 rushing yards, it has been slow going
Marcus
for the
Major
Gopher offense on the ground. Just 15.
See how we can get
23 rushing yards.
Driver
and the majority of those were
Jackson
on this drive with the Marcus Major and the Darius Taylor run earlier in this drive. So this 3rd down becomes very crucial.
Nearing field goal range here, but you'd love to. They're showing blitz, by the way. You'd love to get something here and get a first down and keep this drive moving. Trailing 7-0 the Gophers. In motion comes Jack. Make that Brockington to throw. Brosmer has time. Fires. Jackson with the catch. Or did it come out of there? There's a couple of players saying it was incomplete. They say it's complete. They rule him down just short of the first. It's going to be 4th and very, very short. PJ's trying to signal first down. They're looking at it, and they give it a first down. All right. Plenty of things there they could probably review. One, whether it was a catch. 2,
I don't want to mess this up. Go.
We're watching the replay here. Jackson had it on his hands, and he has it tucked in as we're watching. Spinning forward. I think he did keep it up off the ground.
So he held on to it.
Spot. Now timeout to Sean.
Of course they're going to get it.
Take a timeout.
Of course it's going to go against us.
I don't think there's enough to overturn the catch part of it. Just watching the first glance and the first angle.
It was a catch.
But another review here by Jeff Stravinsky and staff. Again, sponsored by Planet
good,
Fitness.
I guess.
You can go to planetfitness.com to learn how you can join the judgment-free zone. UCLA burns the timeout to try to get that challenge. A happier way to healthcare starts with Coop Health.
Down.
Say goodbye to complicated paperwork and surprise bills, that is.
All right, so sounds like it was a catch.
Today.
Can we get
So as it stands, it's a first down for the Golden Gophers at the 31-yard line. And again, they can, now that they're reviewing it, let's listen here. Jeff Stravinsky was about to make an announcement, and he's waiting, and now he will.
The ruling on the field of a catch is under further review.
So
did they just review it?
The timeout. I don't think it doesn't sound like it was necessarily a challenge, so they will get under the hood and look at it. As it stands now, the other thing is once you review it, now everything's open for interpretation, so they could review the spot. I thought maybe he was a half yard short when he rolled, but they gave him progress to the 31.
They called us first down too. I mean, I guess they got to reverse it, right?
Will be under review, I'm sure of that, and it'll be interesting to see if it. I do think that was a catch, and I think it's a first down as well. But I was wrong on the targeting. I thought it was a double targeting, and we ended up with no targeting.
Double targeting.
Again, I think it's because he was not defenseless. It becomes a different set of criteria. That was about 3 or 4 seasons ago. We're getting the replay again here, and
can we call it something?
The ball is off the ground, still off the ground. It's moving, but I don't think it ever hit the ground.
Yeah, it can move as long as it doesn't hit the ground.
It against his thigh.
At least that's my understanding of it.
I think there's enough to overturn it based on the 2 or 3 angles we've seen. But
I think the spot's pretty good, actually, Mike. It's just on that hash, so I think it's. I think hopefully we can just kind of move forward. Big third down catch.
Yeah,
there.
big review. And if they do push it back, this would be a long field goal if they wanted to try a field goal.
No, we can't go for the field goal.
In this first half, it's been a low.
We can't go for the field goal. We got to get it.
Minnesota, they are scoreless, trailing at 7-0. They have an interception. They're 11th of the year. And now here is Jeff Stravinsky with the announcement.
Come on, call it.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands as called.
Let's go. First down.
Minnesota.
There just wasn't enough.
Let's go.
I think it's a catch
easy
on
call.
top of it, but I don't know
Easy
if
call.
to confirm it either. So they count it as
yeah,
a catch.
they just couldn't deny
they
it.
Didn't mention anything
Glad they
about
called it on the
so
field.
They like the spot. And so 1st and 10 Minnesota on a big pass play. Daniel
First
Jackson
down.
now has been the go-to guy. 5 catches, just 24 yards on those 5 catches. One of those was a 10-yarder. He has 5 catches on 5 targets. Rosemer now 8 of 11 for 50 yards. Not a lot of offense in this one so far. Minnesota just 73 total yards. But knock it on the door here from the 31. Marcus Majors, the running back for Minnesota, the lone back in the backfield. And it's a play action to throw. Brosmer waits, pressure comes, flush, working right, stiff arms a man, still waiting, and he just throws it away. 2nd and 10.
Got to give Max Brosmer a lot of credit for that play right there. It really looked like the play was
stiff-armed a guy.
Throw the ball back to the tight end over on the right. He's not open. Looks like he might have been throwing to Marcus Major over on the left as well. But a couple stiff arm, uses speed and athletic ability, but doesn't throw the ball to UCLA on that play. I'd rather live the play.
Turnover on downs.
Throwing that ball away at the end and exhaust all
at the
options
2.
Offensively.
Wow.
Stop 6:43. Minnesota trailing 7-0. Bierman, who made his first Gopher catch earlier on this drive, is one tight end to the right, gears the tight end to the left. 2nd and 10, handoff to Taylor, and boy, they bring everybody up. I mean, that's a safety that plugged that gap right away. It's a gain of 1. Minnesota has really, if they incomplete on first down,
they have the antidote to DT right now.
Schlesinger, the leading tackler in the Big Ten, was the first man there, but there were safeties flying
like
in as well.
5 yards?
Certainly selling out, and they feel like that's a tendency that we've continued to do. But I would imagine
10
that we will break that tendency.
Great stiff arm.
We've become better and stronger at that here in the last this season.
You're right. 3 receivers wide to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Elijah Spencer is wide to the right. The lone man that way, the boundary side of the field. The running back is Taylor. Brosmer sends Jackson in motion wider right. They're showing blitz. Three-man rush. Brosmer throws. It's caught underneath by Spencer, and it's a gain of 5, well short of the first down. Again, throwing short
What
of
are
the
we doing
sticks.
with these short throws?
And it'll be 4th and 4. Kirkwood on the tackle, and the field goal unit comes on.
We got to go for the field goal
Just
now.
didn't have any choice there until you might get Daniel Jackson was covered downfield. Alex Spencer's kind of open on that shallow cross route. They throw it to him, hoping he can outrun him and get to the sticks. But
what's your level of confidence on the kicker here? I feel like Kesich left me with such a bad taste that first game of the year. Like, I just don't trust him.
For the left-footed kicker, this is probably the preferred hash to kick on, especially one that has that natural draw. Out of the hold of Crawford, Algren is the snapper. Snap back, spot down, the kick is up. It's on the way, and it is no good.
Fucking Christ. Pardon my language, but come on. I just talked about my confidence in Kesich is at like a 2.
He is now 7 of 13.
7 of 13.
Empty.
Just pulled that one a little bit, didn't he, Mike?
It didn't look that far off when it crossed. It was wide to the right. Again, you're right. It was a straight pull. 5:11 to go.
Ugh is right.
UCLA defense.
Ugh is right.
Again. Hey, Gopher fans, sign up to win the 2024 Gopher Road Trip driven by Northland Ford. Take an all-inclusive road trip in a brand new Ford vehicle to the Illinois game for Gopher football. The game's November 2nd.
I'm pissed.
By October 18th.
Why can't we hit a fucking field goal? I know it's 43 yards, but Kesich was the best kicker last year. Didn't they say you won the Big Ten Kicker of the Year?
Did not miss by much. I thought that almost crossed inside. It was above the upright.
They can't review it if it's above the upright. They had that call in the Iowa game today.
God damn it. Landed in the net well right, but when it crossed, that was much closer. Here's a quick pass play and a gain of 5 out to the 30. Loya, the pass catcher.
Oh, my God.
Pierce, the pass catcher, tight end. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5 here for UCLA. They lead at 7-0. A rough first half here for the Golden Gophers on the road. Playing on this turf for the first time since 1962.
I don't care how long it's been.
The quarterback from UCLA to get off to a hot start.
We can beat this team. We should beat this team.
So far in this game.
I know we're out west. We have to be playing better than this.
Had a man all alone, and he wasn't looking for it. Bryce Pierce, the tight end. If the throw's not on target, but if he's looking
all
for
right,
the pass,
3rd and 5.
Tipped at the line of scrimmage. If he
let's
was looking,
let's let our defense work here.
Jump for it.
Can we get another turnover? Maybe a strip sack? Here's where Jay Joyner comes in.
Got hit just as
I think it was just high. I think he just overthrew.
It's 3rd and 5.
There was some pressure.
Their running game hasn't been good at all. They have to throw the ball.
Just not a very good pass.
Let Jay pin his ears back and go for it.
To his back shoulder that far up.
We can do this.
Kevin Eastern was the pressure man there. 3rd and 5.
Seems like the Bruins are up by 20. Yeah.
To throw all out. Blitz comes and down he goes. There's a
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That was probably really annoying. I'm sorry, but at least let's go. Who got that sack? Was that Strigo?
Who came from the left side, put on
Anthony Smith? I have no idea who that is.
The first sack of the night, and UCLA with 4:05
Let's go, Doug.
will be forced to punt for the second time. Richter standing inside his 10-yard line. Coy Parrish standing back at about the 26-yard line.
Let's go. That's right. We even got a Greyhound stretch in there,
Big
too.
Big play for the defense right there.
Must be too loud for him.
Exactly what the doctor did. Now the offense has got to respond, Mike. The defense has done a great job so far.
Parrish approaching. He makes the catch on the run at the 33, and he's tackled right there. Good job by Parrish. There's a flag down at about the 45, 44-yard line.
Blocking the back.
See what the head linesman has as he is telling the
Doug.
referee what the situation is. And if this is on the Minnesota team, it'll be moved back.
During the kick, holding number 44. 10-yard penalty. First down and 10.
Tyler Stolsky, that's the 3rd Minnesota penalty of the night. UCLA's had the one
no worries.
targeting 15 yards. That's it for them. And so
I got to take a pee too. I'm waiting for
out at the 33, but this will be a 10-yard penalty from the end of that run. Another self-inflicted wound there.
Oh, so it's on us. God damn it, dude.
Spot of the ball back at the 23 now. Gophers
Even we get the ball in a decently advantageous position, we still can't do anything because we keep shooting ourselves in the foot.
3:37 to play. Minnesota would love to get some points on the board. They narrowly missed a field goal last time down from 43 yards. Gophers send a couple of guys shifting the formation, including the tight end, Nick Callero. Brosmer wants to throw on a straight drop out of the pistol. Goes deep, far sideline. He's got Spencer out there, but he threw it out of bounds. He was open, but the ball just sailed into the boundary, into the white paint over there, not in the field of play. Jalen Davies, another Oregon transfer, was in coverage, but no shot on that throw, and Brosmer now 9 of 14.
Really wasn't very much of an opportunity there. There was one of the few times that we were back behind the defender on that play. If Max Brosmer throws that out in front of him, it's an opportunity for a touchdown there.
Might be a touchdown, yeah, no question. He had him beat. Davies bid on maybe a bit of a double move there. Under center now. Let's see if the Gophers break tendency on 2nd and 10. They do. They want to throw. It's a screen pass to Major. Gets a block, but a good play from behind, and making that tackle again is Swessinger. It's a gain of about 4, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 6 for Minnesota, trailing 7-0.
Tell you what, Swessinger is a tackling machine. Comes into this game with 42 tackles, and he's just all over the field and does a nice job of sniffing out that screen pass right there.
His last 3 games for his only 3 starts of the year, 15 tackles at Penn State, 13 against Oregon, and 12 against LSU.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep him on the field.
He's going to be the starter. 3rd down here. Minnesota has not been good on 3rd down. 2 of 6 tonight. Brosmer to throw. Another screen pass. Flag comes out on the play, and it loses a yard. Minnesota just isn't throwing anything downfield on 3rd down. Everything is at the line of scrimmage.
Such a hard game to watch. We can't throw it down the field.
After the loss of 1, let's listen.
Offside. Defense number 17 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty.
Finally got bailed out by somebody else's mistakes.
Jalen Woods, who was lined up at one of the end positions. So new life here for Minnesota. Would have been 4th and 8. It's now 3rd and about 3.
That's a big break for us. We need to take advantage of that. Just 3rd down in a manageable situation here.
This UCLA team is not a big pass rush team. They have only gotten 6 sacks in 5 games. But Minnesota's trying to empty the holster quickly and make a lot of short passes on 3rd down. Here is Brosmer waiting for the snap. Tight formation. And the handoff goes to Taylor, and he needed 2, and boy, it's close. I think he got it by just a few inches.
Dude, DT, what are we doing, man? You've got a bunch of carries.
That's a great stutter set. You shouldn't be able, when there's penetration in the backfield, back's got to go sideways. He goes sideways.
7 carries for 10 yards? Come on, man.
Pad level down in. It looks like he picked up the 1st down. They're a tremendous piece
You're
of
not prime Adrian Peterson. You got to get...
Bringing up on the 2-minute warning, the Gophers will not get a playoff, and he needed 2, and he got 3. He got it by a full yard. So the 2-minute warning is hit. Minnesota trailing 7-0. A low productive game, really, by both teams. UCLA 124 yards, Minnesota 85 yards, 7-0. And we'll come back for the final 2 minutes of the second quarter. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
You want the best for your child. So does M Health Fairview Masonic Children's Hospital. As the Twin Cities' longest-running, top-ranked children's hospital, many of the world's leading medical experts just happen to come with the most caring heart. This combination of compassion and expertise is why Masonic Children's Hospital was once again recognized as the Twin Cities' top-ranked children's hospital by U.S. News and...
Can turn that off for a minute. Let's check. This is going to be a boring game. Surprised this isn't more high scoring. Let's check the football home. Maybe there's some must-see moments. God, that ending to the USC game was pretty crazy.
Brill.
Let's see what the bubble has to say.
Eating cream. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
You're free now. Free to fill your feed with impossibly chonky chonkers who chonk harder than you ever thought possible.
Cats, corgis, babies, baby penguins, baby pandas,
Instagram,
baby pandas.
Free to make your smart devices do silly things. Free to open a world of remote work and a portal into Gametopia.
Who's the boss now?
Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber Internet. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability, service in select locations only.
TimberTech and TimberTech.com not only are the best in the business, but the decks they develop and the decks they build are the highest of quality. In fact, you will endure a lifetime of happiness with
Big
that
Ten
deck
game
with
as a
TimberTech.
playoff game.
So ask for TimberTech when putting together your next project, and that also can include porches. TimberTech.com is where you find the free samples. Once again, start at TimberTech.com.
Fun to hear voices from the past. I still hear Paul Allen. I'll occasionally listen to the fan if I've got nothing going on, or if I'm working on stuff on my computer. I'll listen to the radio, their online radio show.
See if Minnesota can put a scoring drive together here before the break, trailing 7-zip. Rosemer now signaling to his teammates maybe to change plays. 5 to snap, so plenty of time here. It's been a good defensive night for UCLA. Rosemer to throw. This time throws deep. Far sideline, and it is caught. No! Not hung on to by Elijah Spencer. Coverage man back there was K.J. Wallace. I do, though, like the shot downfield just to keep him honest, DT.
I like it, too. And I'll tell you, K.J. Wallace
did a nice job.
That looked like that ball shot right in the breadbasket, and he punched it out just right in the sideline. Nice job of defending it. Actually, a very nice ball by Brosner.
Yeah, it perfectly right in that breadbasket, and then good job by Wallace to slam down with his right hand and hack it away. 2nd and 10, clock stop. Blitz comes, picked up. Rosemer plenty of time. Now rolling from the pocket, wants to tuck and run, turns it up and angles himself out of bounds across the 40, and a nice gain on a 2nd down run. All the way to the 41-yard line. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3, and that's a big play.
This is going to get out. He's not going to get it downfield with his arm. He better get it downfield.
A couple nice blocks, but
on foot.
Max did a nice job of picking
he
up.
He showed it. He can do it last week with the touchdown runs. Wait, 2 of them last week? 3 of them?
PJ, I think, is saying the same thing. He was coming down the sideline. Quinn Carroll may have gotten away with a little grabbing of the jersey as he was escaping the pocket there as well.
Yeah, offensive line champ.
3rd and 3. Taylor, the running back. In motion goes Brockington. Let's see what the Gophers have. Trailing 7-zip. The blitz comes, and he is sacked. No chance. Gopher offensive line let the flood come in. Schwestinger's first sack of the year. Right up the 8 gap. And that's a loss of 7. And it's
2.
4th
Yeah,
and 11.
I think DT had one. He had a short one, and then there's 2 from Rosemer, and I think he threw one. Somebody, I think so.
Yeah, Center came on that delayed blitz right there. There was nobody to pick him up. So all that Mass could do was eat the ball there. Didn't have a chance to look downfield to find a receiver.
How is his offensive line not better?
So it's a minute 10 to go.
We are in the Big Ten. We are in beef country, and we can't put together an offensive line. Shit. We got a former 5-star with Quinn Carroll. We've got the Irsay. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's like a guard right now, and they have him projected to be like a first-round NFL draft pick, like next year or the year after, something like that. We gotta be doing better than this, especially with our O-line. And we can. We showed it last week. We delay, but come on.
Gophers trail at 7-0. 50.
Ducks pick up another long one, 27-yard run from center missed the blitzer. I don't know who our center is. I think he's a young kid.
Allowed 1 touchdown that came on the opening drive, and Gophers offensively have
just fits and starts. Huh? Just fits and starts. Can't quite make things. Yeah, they made some great plays. Had some self-inflicted wounds. Had a few drop passes.
They said he's on delayed blitz.
Play a little bit better to convert, and I'm a little bit surprised that UCLA didn't call time out there to save some time on the clock, especially with the success that their offense has had, and their defense hasn't allowed a score yet.
Koya stands at his own 24. He's had a couple of returns tonight and been pretty effective. Crawford does not want to get this one blocked, and he gets it away from his own 22. Wobbly punt. Backpedaling is Koya at the 20. Finds a bit of a seam, trying to get outside to the 30 and out to the 36-yard line. So a nice return 36. Again. 3rd nice return for him. 46-yard punt, 15-yard
special teams can't put it together right now.
Seconds left. Has it at the Gopher 38. Gopher fans win big with Window Concepts.
That's what we need to do. Just one stop.
And a trip for 2 to next year's Gopher football game at Oregon.
We've traditionally been a second half team. I mean, with the USC game last week, we're definitely a second half team.
Window Concepts. TJ Harden, the running back, he is
2 touchdowns.
Ethan Garbers. in a pistol formation. Shaw goes wide to the right. Double
he had 3
as well here.
A 1-yard run, a 1-yard run, and a 5-yard run. He had 3 last week.
On a straight drop, Garbers. Pressure comes, but he fires it, and it is caught at midfield, and that's a first down. That's Moki Timalala. He is out of Hawaii.
You can't even get it to halftime safely.
Transfer, and that's a gain of 13. First down in front of Ethan Robinson.
And UCLA is rushing back up to the line of scrimmage on the clock stop. They got
129 yards on us right now.
15 or 20 more seconds.
Our team was had like total was like 150. It was like per game.
Midfield, 7-0. Minnesota trailing UCLA.
With the number 1 pass defense, I'm pretty sure.
Touchdown lead. They scored on the opening possession. First time all season they've done that. Gophers have forced a turnover. A couple of punts since, but offensively just 84 yards from the Rose Bowl. Here is Garbers. Blitz comes from Coleman Bryson. Garbers flush from the pocket, trying to get outside and sprints to the sideline to stop the clock. In hot pursuit was Rylan Kelly, defensive back, along with Cody Lindenberg. It's a gain of 2. Clock stops with 34 seconds left, and it's 2nd and 8. Their kicker.
Yeah. Oh, the second half start. Yeah, I guess the Iowa game we kind of shit the bed there, but Iowa is an anomaly. They are a black hole of all statistics and all everything. Iowa plays. You have to play the game the Iowa way, and the Iowa way is different. It's hard for people to win unless you're Purdue.
Garbers out of the pistol set. Straight drop. Now they set up a screen, and they've got some room. This is Harden, and a good job by Danny Strigo. No, he broke away from that tackle, and now Harden's off to the races. Near side 30, 25, steps out of another tackle, and he's down at the 15-yard line. How did he stay?
What the hell is going on here?
Tremendous balance and just no quit at all. Man, that was a fabulous run. Tell you, we blitzed, and they threw the screen on the other side of the blitz. So
now they're in the red zone,
by that,
and they've moved
offensive coordinator. Now they're threatening to score.
50 yards in 3 plays, basically.
Hit him hard. Here is Garbers to throw toward the end zone, and it's too tall. And intended target was Studevant.
No, exactly 3 plays.
To go. First down and 10.
13-2, 32.
And 10 from the 16-yard
Time stopped
line.
11. Missed tackles left and right. I was going to make a Diddy Baby Oil joke, but I don't think we can do that. He sprayed down in Crisco or something. He's slipping and sliding through
everybody.
everybody.
Take at least one more shot at the end zone right here, so I'd imagine that our defense coordinator, Corey Heatherman, will be dialing up a blitz here, try to get some pressure.
Jackson Howard is now in, the redshirt freshman. Transfer from LSU at one of the defensive end spots. Ethan Garbers has had a big night, 14 of 20 for 161. Wants to throw again. Plenty of time waiting, firing to the back corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Studevant again, and in coverage was Ethan Robinson, and now with 5 seconds to go, they're going to have to send the field goal team on here, and they will do just that.
So we went from being down 7-0,
Truestone offers a full menu of exceptional financial services, and they're in your neighborhood. Learn more at truestone.org. Mateen Bogoni, that is, 9 of 10 on the year. This will be a 34-yard field goal attempt just inside the right hash.
Howard's having himself a hell of a game.
Chase Berry's the holder. Snap there, spot down. The kick is up. He got a little bit under it, but he tucks it inside that right upright, and UCLA will go to the locker room with a 10-0 lead at halftime. 10-0 UCLA out front. Time to hear from head coach PJ Fleck. It's sponsored by Sunbelt Business Advisors. Alumni-owned Sunbelt serves business owners as Minnesota's largest seller of companies. Sunbelt Business Advisors should be on your team roster if you're buying or selling a business. Let's go to JG.
PJ, how do you get the offense going? We got to execute. We got to drop on the first drive, false start on the second drive.
Got to execute. End of interview. Go to the locker room.
And
of course we have to execute. We haven't done anything.
We had a horrible third down play over here. Has not gone very well. But
no.
The only chance we got is
there's a 2-hour time difference in your quarterback's mind right now. It's 9:30 Central Time.
Appreciate it, PJ. Rimmer, back up to you.
All right, thank you. Sponsored
yeah,
by
I wouldn't be happy if I was fucking PJ either. They show a few
business
flashes but no
today.
consistency.
Visit
Yeah, I mean they had one drive where they could put some
We
stuff
are
together,
at the half
but then
indeed.
their
It's 10-0
fucking
UCLA.
kicker
play.
can't hit the
Leading
kick.
Minnesota, the Gophers shut out here in half number 1 with just 84 yards of total offense. Tanner Hoops will have the halftime show back home at Maturi Pavilion. That is coming up. It's sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Interesting.
Slumberland Furniture is proud to team up with Gopher Athletics in support of Minnesotans in need. Reach Gopher football victory. Slumberland will donate 40 mattresses to area youth who do not have a bed to sleep on at night. Through their 40 Winks Foundation, Slumberland is committed to giving children a brighter future through healthy sleep and have donated over 45,000 beds since 1991. A proud Minnesota-based company since 1967, Slumberland is there to help with all your home furniture and decor needs. Slumberland Furniture, a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics.
The game against Iowa on September 21st.
Game's still delayed. This was a 12 o'clock kickoff, I'm pretty sure. How can it still be delayed?
Both the game broadcast and the presentation inside the stadium
Catch you
celebrated
yeah,
the
no worries.
tireless efforts in the agriculture industry. The Gophers would like to thank the following participating.
I feel like this game should have been better. Because, Rutgers was undefeated coming into this game. Who'd they play? I think they played Howard, Akron. Oh, excuse me, they weren't undefeated, but they were a good team. They had a quality loss to Nebraska. They did beat Washington, but that was at home though. But Kaliak, man, this is playing well with his preferred offensive coordinator. This game actually finished. Oh yeah, Army won big. Let's see. I want to see. Were there some Army highlights? Oh yeah, I saw they had a 50-yard touchdown for Army. That's fucking crazy. Doing the push-ups.
And then they come in with the shot play down.
I mean, they beat UAV. Trent Dilfer's not really coaching them up right now. They're not getting the players that they need.
Getting in the end zone.
9, 13, 9. Damn. I don't know. Well, glad to see Army wins. Let's see. I think Navy's off this week. Yeah. Navy's out. New Mexico put up 52. Damn. Pitt stays undefeated. Close game, but they beat the Calgorhythm. Why was this game? Why'd they even play this game? Massachusetts versus Missouri. I know it's an SEC tradition to host out-of-conference games late in the season, but come on now. It's not even that late into the season. I mean, I guess it's not even that late, but... I mean, there's teams already bowl-bound, like BYU and, was it Indiana, I think, that is 6-0? Or there's a Big Ten team that's 6-0. That was 6-0 before this. Let's open the game cast for that Oregon State game.
It's 11-0. Minnesota chance to set up. Played by Thibault. Chapmaster setting Wooker. Block, but out of bounds. The block was there from Sire, but it...
Volleyball, I think. Fourth down. Or fourth quarter, rather. I guess that game was the 4:30 start. Nevada's trying to milk it for the win. I know Oregon State's pretty decent. Nim. Game is tied. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll hop back into this game. We can preview this for the next 29 seconds plus overtime. I don't think they'll have radio for it. No, that's fine. Let's see. Highlights here. Graham Mertz shaking up after a touchdown. Graham Mertz coughs up the ball on the goal line. Oh no. Nightmare situation. And then they got the ball and they're going that way.
Get another look at it here. You can see Mertz just fighting.
Wow, coughs it up on the goal line. It's not a good start. It's not good at all. Ooh. 67-yard touchdown run. Put Oregon down by 11. 4 minutes is a long time, but I don't know. Iowa State's still trucking. Yeah. App State's trying to make it close against Louisiana. Boring game. I still can't believe that. I just want to watch this this chaotic last minute just one more time.
First and goal. Milroe with blockers in front.
I didn't see this yet. Like I said before, I turned it on just after this. We got Jalen Milroe's run to the right.
Against unranked South Carolina.
This is when I turned it on, I'm pretty sure. Third and 10. Got it deep for the touch. No. I don't think I saw this. I think I hopped in right after. This is when he turned on the TV. Got it with the 1 foot inbounds. Absolute play by this wide receiver out here. I mean, I don't think you can move it frame by frame now. I mean, look at that. Look at that body control. What an incredible play by this kid. Called it incomplete. Yep. Jesse's got the right call. They got it. Missed it. I just don't understand this play call. If this is how your quarterback has to play, because you're not getting into this guy. He's obviously draped by him. This backer is kind of drifting to the outside. You're not getting him. He got baited by this run, and he had I think this is his tight end. I don't know who this is, but he's got this guy wide open. This defensive back, all his momentum is pulling him to that back corner of the end zone. He's not going to be able to stop and turn. You lob it in right on that O, or you try to throw a dart right over these guys' heads. I mean, that's a touchdown, or that's a 2-point conversion, and this game entirely changes. Because look at all this space back here. I still don't understand that. I mean, he could have tossed it, put it right at the top of the tee. These guys are going to the corner. They're all focused on this back here. Just absolutely just wings it over him too. Like, didn't even get it to a spot where he could get it. Yeah, they dodged the bullet. Yep. They onside it. He gets in front of the line. I said this before. He gets in front. Oh, whoops. Where is this at? Right over here. Yeah. He drop kicks it. Gets it right in front of the line. Touches it. This guy can't get it. This guy can't get it. And they get it at the 50. They get it at the 50 with 40 seconds left. That's multiple plays. So they go through first and second. They're on third and 8. Wide open at the top of the screen here. It's not what you're looking for. It's not the bomb. But as we see this in a second, double coverage and just fucking hurls that to where nobody can get it except for the defender. If you're going to throw that and you're going to try to throw it that far. Oops, I'm a little too far back, but wings it to the corner and doesn't even like put it like if you're going to go, if you want this receiver to be able to go up and get it, you can't have it anywhere in the center of the field here because he's got his little defensive back right here. I just don't understand this end play because he's sealed off. There's no way that this guy's getting around. Oh, I can just tap the screen. I didn't know that. But there's no way that he's getting around. If you get to this guy at midfield back here, this guy right here, you're in a good position. You're at the 40, and you can give yourself a position to get 4 wide receivers down here and see if you can get this tall guy the ball. And I thought this guy was going to screw it up once clock hit 0. It's like just slide, end the game. I thought he was going to run and fumble it or something. Just crazy ending to that game, though. It was fun to watch.
Big Ten finals from last night and earlier today. Northwestern winners 37-10 against Maryland. Iowa picks up a big win 40-16 as they thump Washington. Wisconsin over Rutgers 42-7 is the final. Illinois, they stave off a furious Purdue comeback and they win in overtime 50-49. The 23rd ranked Fighting Illini defeat Purdue. Fun one between Penn State and USC. That one went to overtime. USC opened overtime with a missed field goal, and that set up this.
Ryan Barker, 36-yard attempt. Thompson looks back. He's ready. Put down to win the game. The kick is up. The kick by Barker is good. The Nittany Lions in overtime win it.
Look at that awful stat line from Drew Aller. I mean, like, nearly 400 yards. Crazy throwing performance. But 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Here's that field goal kick.
Trails UCLA 10-0 at the break. We have one more timeout or should say we have one more thing to get to here after our timeout. We'll come back and take a listen to how it sounded in the first half with the Gopher Sports Network. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Florida and Tennessee going to OT.
Is dedicated to helping the state's corn farmers be the most
we got the touchdown here. Let's see. How'd they score this late game touchdown? No. I have reception. How is it not showing it to me? Oh, you can show me that, but you can't show me this? Incorrectly loaded. Bite me. What happened here? That should be scoring somewhere.
Season. And it is leading on their leader, just leaning on him. Put the ball in Dylan Sampson's hands.
Oh, they have the backup quarterback in. DJ Layaway. Legway. Is Graham like hurt? Or are they just switching it up? Or do they have a dual quarterback system? I don't know.
Golden Gopher football from
late game here. Oregon,
Are you
Ohio
looking
State.
for concert or sports tickets? As a local Minnesota company, Ticket King is a company you can trust. They have seats to fit every budget and even offer parking or tailgating passes, and all tickets are guaranteed. Each order is personally attended to by one of our dedicated customer service representatives who are committed to providing you with a courteous, professional, quick, convenient experience. Visit us at TicketKingOnline.com or call us directly at 612-341-4131.
Call an audible. After a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact the top-rated attorneys at Stephen Carey Personal Injury Law.
They will evaluate your case for free,
gather
evidence, and interview witnesses, assess the extent of your injuries,
are they playing right
build
now?
your
Yeah,
case, and go to
why
trial.
Why am I not following this
all
game?
the compensation you deserve. Stephen Carey, the car accident law firm with a 70-year legacy of trust.
Johnson
Visit
against Shiloh Sanders.
knowyourrights.com. That's
That'll be an interesting.
knowyourrights.com.
Or excuse me, Shador. Shiloh's the D-back. This will be an interesting game.
Minnesota trails UCLA
touchdown, 25 yards. Jonte Watt or Wester.
Well, not a whole lot to write home about for the Gophers offensively. The defense, though, has been stepping up.
Of course, there's nothing to write home about.
It began when Cody Lindenberg did this.
3rd and a long 6 here. The running back is Harden. Wide side of the right, Garber's the quarterback out of Newport Beach, California. Straight drop, wants to throw. Ball batted and intercepted. Minnesota sliding interception by Cody Lindenberg. His first INT.
Yeah, he nearly had one in the next drive. Minnesota wouldn't be able to turn that into points. Later, a little bit later on, Anthony Smith would come up, and he'd try to deliver a blow that would turn the tide.
3rd and 5 now for UCLA. Garber's to throw. All out blitz comes, and down he goes. There's a sack for the Minnesota defense. Anthony Smith, the first man there. He came in with 1 sack on the year. They brought the safety blitz as well, but it was the interior lineman Smith who came from the left side, put on a little bit of a swim move, and was the first man to land the first sack of the night.
That's how it sounded the first half of the Gopher Radio Network. All told, it's a 10-0 UCLA lead after 30 minutes. We'll take our last break. We'll come back. Mike and DT will get you set for half number 2. It's on the way and don't go away. This is Goldie Gopher football from Learfield.
Gopher fans, make the most of your stay in the Twin Cities by choosing one of our Gopher Athletics preferred hotels. Courtyard Minneapolis downtown, Hampton Inn and Suites,
the game's still
Suites
delayed.
University area, Aloft Minneapolis,
I know
and Days
that there are
Hotel by
storms
Wyndham
over
on
that area,
University.
but I
Our
didn't know it
preferred
was that
hotels
bad.
offer convenient location, competitive pricing, and a wide variety of amenities to suit any Gopher fan. Visit gophersports.com/preferred hotels for more information and to book your next stay. Hotels participating in the Preferred Hotels program are proud sponsors of Gopher Athletics.
All right, that game's going to be over here.
Pride in your blood. Here's your chance to
What's
prove
we
it.
talking about,
This
2 minutes
season,
left?
Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking
Keep
off
the
the
Gamecast on
largest
there.
blood donation competition
shit,
of
I
our
forgot, that should
lifetime
be
to fight
looking
one of the
here.
worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to
Pass
sign up for
interference
the
at the
We
end of the
Give
game.
blood drive and help settle
Need
once
Oregon
and
to
for
score a
all that the
touchdown, and
Gophers
then,
give the most spirit. Again, visit
was there a
bigten.org/Abbott
7-minute
to sign up.
1 minute, 5 minutes.
Today's
3
game is
minutes.
brought
Okay.
to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Okay.
You can guarantee yourself a Minnesota maroon and gold win when you sell your business with Sunbelt Business Advisors. Sunbelt is a local alumni-owned company and proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics. Sunbelt provides business owner brokerage
Come on,
services
Ducks.
to small businesses as well as
Need to
mergers
get
and
this-
acquisition services
get
for
this
companies
finished.
up to $150 million in revenue. Are you thinking about selling? Sunbelt can help you make the most from your life's work. Visit
two.
sunbeltminnesota.com for a free confidential value range. Minnesota's largest seller of companies. sunbeltminnesota.com.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Ask the McGuire Agency in Roseville if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Colorado got the touchdown.
Time for breaks to go our way.
Welcome back. We are at halftime. Minnesota is trailing UCLA 10-0. You heard Daryl Thompson talking to me.
Yes.
And now to Gopher Nation.
timeout.
And it's time for some breaks to fall your way.
No,
but the
it's-
Gopher offense has to be just better. It's that simple.
The Gopher offense has to be better. Can't have any self-inflicted wounds. You know, make some good decisions, execute, catch the ball when it's thrown to you, and hit the seam and make some plays. But eventually, there's a reason you're playing college football. You got to make a play to get an opportunity. So just got to seize the moment and do that.
It was a frustrated PJ Fleck too, right? Talking to JG on the way into the locker room. That's maybe about as animated as we've heard him in just the I don't know what the adjective to put on it, disgust in terms
frustration.
of
I'd call that frustration.
Yeah,
he listed off the missed field goal, the penalties, the offsides, all those, the drop passes. So, those are frustrating, and there's not a whole lot a coach can do about that. I'm putting you in a position to make a play. You need to make a play.
That said, defense has been pretty good. They allowed just one. Well, they allowed 171.
We get the ball at halftime.
Drive where Harden made that incredible run. They hold them to a field goal. Defense has been pretty good, but they got to start.
All right, we got to start this off with a bang here.
We don't let them
Come on, Coy. Get something for us.
1.5 or 2.
Whoever's returned this kick.
Minimum, so that offense can go back out there in the first drive.
Come on,
the
Ducks.
second half is really key.
Get the score.
For both teams.
It's a first kickoff for Minnesota. They did not kick off in that first half. As they receive the opening kick, UCLA won the toss and deferred, so they'll get the ball to start this third quarter with a 10-0 lead.
4th and goal.
So special teams here. A hunch would be that
I don't know if you go
out of the end zone. Keegan Jones is the return man standing at the left hash right about the goal line. Kesich will approach. He has
kicked it
on the season.
Oh, we did get it first. Oops.
26 for touchbacks. This is short of the goal line, though, from the 2. Jones finds a little bit of a seam, turns it up, and gets across the 20 to the 22. Flag comes flying in from way behind, and maybe a hold there on
blocking the back
receiving team.
or legal blindside block.
The official says here. Right now, the 22-yard line, but it looks like it'll be coming back.
Holding return team, number 21. 10-yard penalty. First down to 10.
Third penalty on UCLA. Each team now with 3 penalties. Minnesota had a couple of costly ones in that first half. There was a targeting penalty on a kick return or a punt return. Quasi Gilmer for UCLA targeted on Coy Parrish.
All right, Ducks up 1.
And so he is out the rest of the game as a receiver and a gunner. So the Gopher defense comes up with Jalen Berger now the running back to start this second half. The transfer from both Wisconsin and Michigan State. Ethan Garbers, what a first half. 14 of 21, 161 yards. Wants to throw again, and he wings it near side. Good coverage over there. Justin Wally. Intended target was Studevant. Studevant had a nice first half.
Glad to see Wally's back and playing.
It was talked about that he would be a guy this week. Deshaun Foster, the head coach, said they got to get him more involved. He is a stud. 6'3", 205, physical specimen, and that was the intended target there. But Wally was the man to break it up.
Yeah, Wally is. He got injured a little bit in the first half. Glad to see him back in the game. But you're right.
Glad he's back.
His number 1 receiver, particularly in the first half, someone we got to keep an eye on.
10-0 UCLA. Start of the third quarter here. 11 seconds in. Tight end Mataval goes in motion. Quick pass on the right side and a nice quick hitter and a gain of about 4. Hard hit. Ball popped out. Did they say he was down? Maybe he was down. He was. And that was Titus Mokiawatimala. He was listed as out.
That's a crazy name. I like it.
But he has now caught 2 passes. It's a gain of 3 and a hard hit out there. Cartwheeled the ball.
Can they review that?
Is reviewable.
Yeah. Isn't it automatically reviewed?
But they rule him down.
That was a good.
They just
It's an old school one, taking right out of the thigh board, and that does cause the ball to pop out sometimes, and you lose your breath and get hit like that.
So they will not stop play. I never did get a good look at it. It must have been fairly clear. The Gophers sideline didn't complain. And on third down to throw Garbers, pressure comes, flush, sacked! Down he goes, inside the 10, back at the 8.
Let's go. There you go, PJ got the fire started under their ass, just like we talked about. Let's go, let's go.
First man there. He came in with a sack and a half, and he came around the end on the delayed blitz and got the sack.
Also a coverage sack on the back end. Nice coverage on the back end. Not very much time for Ethan to throw that ball, but there was no for him to throw that ball. Great job for the defense there. Now the offense has to step up.
Richter from deep in his own end zone will punt it. Coy Parrish stands at his 42.
Jack Henderson with a good hit. Let's move it along.
It's about 50 yards
Is that our first sack of the game? I think it might be.
A shorter punt, and this one is too short. They have to get away, and it crosses short of midfield. Nice short punt Minnesota-wise, and Minnesota will have it where they
This all the stats they got for me?
6-yard line. It's a 39-yard punt, and good field position here for Minnesota. 43-yard line. Nope, it is a 46.
Defense, tackle, sacks, 2 sacks.
A number 1 here to start this
Anthony
third quarter.
Smith. Oh, yeah.
You're correct.
I remember that. Okay.
Nice plays. Anytime you can force a 3 and out, even lose
all right.
a little bit of yards.
We got it.
You start the ball midfield. When you go out there,
beyond midfield, we have to score this one. Not an option for us not to score this one. We have to score
This is
it.
a great place to start the ball. Start with the field position work.
Yep. Beyond half. Let's go.
46-yard line of UCLA. The running back is Taylor, standing next to Brosmer. Now works to the right of Brosmer, waiting for the snap to quarterback. They're showing blitz. Now they back off. Brosmer looks to change the play. That was Medrano who was showing blitz and backed away. Now the snap is made, and it's a handoff to Taylor. Trying to cut back. Breaks out of one tackle, and he sidesteps a second man, and a nice pickup of almost 7 on first down.
There we go, DT. I like doubled. No, he had 10 in the first half.
And a good fancy footwork.
Let's go, DT.
The new DT.
That's all right with me.
And that is Darius Taylor.
The young DT.
The young DT. Oh, I'm sorry.
Did a good job. That play, you saw Muhammad.
The young DT.
In that play. Darius runs a little bit more speed than he actually cuts back. Whereas Muhammad kind of waited for things to happen.
I miss Mo Ibrahim.
Same outcome.
He's so fun to watch. All right, let's go.
That there was a big challenge offered to the offensive line. Here's a little screen pass and a good catch by Jackson. He's got the first down, angled out at the 32.
There we go. Let's go, DJ.
About 9. Medrano knocked him down. He came in motion and then just continued behind the line of scrimmage and then caught just a little shovel, I guess, for lack of a better term, right at the line of scrimmage and got to the 30.
Easy 9. All right, keep it going. Keep it going. Positive plays, small yards, doesn't matter. Going forward.
Here picking up, we're on the 30-yard line.
6 catches, 33 yards now for Jackson. And it's first down from the 30. They're in field goal range. In motion goes Bierman. It is play action. Brosmer waits, fires. It is a leaping, incomplete attempt there. Flag comes out behind the play. Intended target was Spencer. Moore was in coverage. And this comes in an area that
Defensive
you would think it's
interference?
a hold or an interference of some sort, DT.
I think Daniel Jackson got held.
Defense number 6.
15-yard
penalty from the previous spot. Includes an automatic.
First down.
That's exactly it. Davies was guarding Jackson in the middle of the field.
All right.
That was the hold. The intended target was
making
Spencer.
progress. We're
Moore
making
was
moves.
covering him, and Spencer went to catch
Do
it,
not
and
stop
it was
the
not
forward
good
momentum.
Defense, but not good defense in the middle of the
We
field.
are not good
So
enough to start and stop. Continue
we're
the forward
watching the
momentum.
replay, and
Make it in the end zone.
tackled Jackson, just knocked him down, did Davies back at about the 10-yard line, middle of the field. So Minnesota finally in the Case IH red zone for the first time.
Yes.
Sponsored by the team on top at Case IH. Visit caseih.com/Gophers from the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Running back is Taylor, has a handoff right side, skips out of one tackle, reversing field left, still trying to find some space, and he is dragged down at the line of scrimmage. Just never could get much, but he made something out of nothing.
How is his run game so ineffective
Tracked him down on the weak side.
Ineffective today.
Pretty good speed by that UCLA defense, making sure they kept their outside shoulders free and leverage on the ball. He kind of gets spun around and almost cuts it back all the way to the backside. It looks like there might have been a little bit more abuse speed to the outside, but still able to pick up.
They counted as a 1-yard run. Technically forward progress.
A potential horse collar tackle there as he was coming across. Medrano got him up around there. I think it was close. Yeah, he just grabbed him, and then it was legal after that. Here's a quick hitting pass to Gears, and he got a yard, maybe 2. It'll bring up a 3rd down. Ramon
Not these
Henderson,
damn
safety
3rd
on the
and
stop.
longs.
Just not much there.
I don't have the kicker
And now it's
confidence to
3rd
get
down
there.
for Minnesota, 3rd and 8 from the 13.
Yeah, and that play, Max has got to put it on. Gears just actually on his outside. He turns all the way around to catch that ball.
Let's get this
Ends up
one.
Gaining 2 yards. If it's on his outside shoulder, he probably picks up like 4 or 5 yards. Makes this a lot more manageable situation on 3rd down.
And maybe a quick tick quicker, too.
Yes.
Because there was enough closing speed there to make it a no gain. Brosmer on 3rd down to throw. Plenty of time. Far side. Caught. Touchdown. Elijah Spencer uncovered.
Spencer, let's go.
Waiting for the ball. It looked like
The Charlotte transfer.
He catches, he turns, and he
Do we get a
waltzes in
confirm?
untouched.
Yes, waltzes in.
Minnesota has scored its first
Play it.
touchdown of the night. Addison was in coverage. He lost track of him. And the Gophers get their first score. If you're game for a little excitement, say I'm in and play the Minnesota Lottery. The Gophers are in the end zone for the first time this evening, and that is Elijah Spencer. And for Elijah, the Irmo, South Carolina native, touchdown number 2.
Wide open. That's what we like to see. Wide open.
2-3 on the right. He throws.
He's a good wide receiver, too. I feel like we should get him the ball more often, but we have, between Jackson, Spencer, and Driver, I feel like we've got 3 pretty decent wide receivers.
And finally the ball arrived. I mean, it was a nice, tight so open, you're just hoping that they wouldn't close. Drive Summary, sponsored by Affinity Plus. With this and all scoring drives this season, Affinity Plus donates $150 to Special Olympics Minnesota. And the Drive Summary, 5 plays, 46 yards. It covered 241, and a key third down completion on the touchdown, 12 yards. Spencer catching from Brosmer, for Max Brosmer, touchdown pass number 7. UCLA
Let's
10,
go.
Minnesota 7.
That's points.
Football from Learfield.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go.
I'm changing
a walk in the
PJ's
park with the new Ford
official
Explorer. Become the MVP of the work site with the unrivaled
nickname is
performance
going to be
of a
called
new
the
built Ford
Firestarter.
Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America. Or discover what it really means to adventure in the great
PJ, the
outdoors.
Firestarter. PJ Fatwood.
Or play. There's a Ford with a great deal waiting at your local Northland Ford dealers.
I googled Firestarter to try to find a good picture, and came up with a picture of something called Fatwood.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game.
I'm a child. I know what Fatwood is. Anyway, PJ, the Firestarter. This is what I was looking for, like the magnesium.
That's why
PJ,
Dominion Freight Line,
the Firestarter.
the #1 national LTL carrier
Let's go.
for quality, works hard
No
to be
Harbor
the
Freight.
best
You're
in the
not
game,
getting
and is
Fatwood,
proud to
PJ.
support those
That's
striving
it.
to be the
It's
best
official.
in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Minnesota
All right.
Athletics, helping
Got
the
ourselves-
world keep promises.
He throws it, and it's
Got ourselves some points. Moving forward, we got Fatwood, PJ. We're moving forward. Let's go.
We are gathered here to
Fatwood, PJ.
What's with the blanket?
Oh, it's my Securian blanket. It's an unsung
All right.
metaphor for the security I feel knowing
Let's
I
get
have
this.
smart insurance
New
and
merch.
retirement solutions from Securian Financial.
I see. And sir, do you also trust
Throw
Securian Financial?
a
with
sticker
your
on a
insurance
box
and
of
retirement
drop-shipped
solutions?
Fatwood from Amazon.
Prepare for your future. Talk to your employer, affinity group, or a
all
financial
right.
professional to get started. Learn
Moving
more at
forward, we got
Securian.com.
points on the board. I'm okay with that.
Securian Financial Services. Member
Wide
FINRA.
open throw,
Do
too,
you know
apparently.
how plastic bottles become
I
shirts,
wish
shoes, or backpacks?
this
What happens
updated
when
a
your
little bit more,
recyclables
but
leave your
that's fine.
curb?
You know
Can
what?
they really
Cool.
become something new? Visit WM.com to learn how
shit, I
WM
probably
helps
should pay
turn your
attention to this game,
plastic
too.
bottles into everyday
So they're
products.
at
Giving
the-
materials
what
a
is it,
second
Oregon
life.
penalties, so they
WM
moved it
has the recycling
forward?
infrastructure, innovation, and expertise to serve our Twin Cities community and care for our planet. The recycling process starts
Oh my
and
goodness.
ends with
They're at
you.
the,
Visit
what,
WM.com
37?
to learn more.
38? Defense is getting better in the second quarter, too. You know, besides that last drive, I would agree with that. That last drive was pretty shit. Wasn't good for anybody.
Leading the charge at a Gopher home football game and kicking off the action in front of thousands of cheering fans. Simply download the Quick Rewards app, enter the fan zone, and sign up your child for the experience of a lifetime only.
Oh my God, they're going to kick a field goal.
The doctor ordered. The Gophers got the 3 and out.
End of fourth.
A short
Game
clock
over,
set up
right?
A short field, and Minnesota went to work.
Is
And
that
touchdown.
game?
Spencer catching the pass from Brosmer. Brosmer now 81 passing yards, a 46-yard drive, and all of a sudden it's 10-7 UCLA out front. And the Gopher crowd, when the cheerleaders were running those Minnesota flags, you could hear the maroon and gold making their presence felt here in Roseville.
And waiting to have something exciting, and we did not give them hardly
Game
anything
over?
to be excited to cheer about in the first half. So the way the defense played, the way the offense went down and scored there.
There was a penalty, too, so the clock should have stopped, right?
Defense that is pretty hot and feeling good about himself going
I mean, they didn't have any timeouts left. Game over.
The end zone gives us a chance to give you an affiliate salute.
Oregon
Presented by Minnesota
snatched
Corn,
that
using
one.
university research and advances in technology. Minnesota's corn farmers are driving.
I thought this Oregon team was going to be a lot better than it was. I mean, they're undefeated, but they haven't played like they're undefeated.
10 seconds on the Gophers Sports Network.
Oh, all right. Let's have our defense keep up the good work. Rushing the field. They should rush the field. They had game day there today. That's why you go to Oregon, right? Is you get the swag and
Handoff to Harden, working toward the outside, and a good patient run. He got 5 out of what maybe should have been nothing. In fact, they get him 6 out to the 31-yard line to stop eventually.
they had a segment on game day. I didn't watch game day, but they had a segment on it with Kirk Herbstreit going to the airport. And they're filming him. They had like 2 cars, and they were filming him as he was driving to the highway. And I could tell what street he was on just like watching the things go by. It's pretty funny. They had Caitlin Olsen from It's Always Sunny on. She's pretty good. She's got a new TV show, I think.
In that field goal drive right before halftime. 2nd and 4 here from the 31-yard line. Coy Parrish is in at safety. And Garbers wants to throw on a straight drop. Pressure comes, throws as he's hit. Intercepted! Coy Parrish!
Let's go, Coy!
At the 38 on a diving grab in front of the
diving grab.
What a play.
Let's go!
And Minnesota turned the Bruins over. And listen now to Gold Country in Pasadena.
Fatwood PJ. He's starting those fires. We got Fatwood PJ. Let's go. Let's go!
Slow getting up. His third
Come on, Coy, hop up.
of the year, and what a job by the freshman.
I'll give it to him.
I don't know if you hurt his finger or his shoulder or not, but regardless, great job of reading the eyes of the quarterback. We talked about this quarterback staring his receivers down a little bit. He does a nice job of breaking them.
I'll only give him the start. We didn't get a touchdown yet. I'll put the rest of
They're
it.
going to review this. It may have hit the ground.
Oh.
To review the judgment here. You won't
No.
Planet Fitness, home to the Judgment Free Zone. Go to planetfitness.com to learn how you can join the Judgment Free Zone.
Potentially.
What do you think?
Well, I think there's a pretty good chance that could be ruled a catch, but I've been wrong.
I mean, they called it a catch, so they have to call it not a catch, right?
I think his hand is underneath it.
Yeah, is it under?
Yeah, get a big stretch.
The point of the ball, he's got it, but is it total control?
He exhibits control.
Yeah, I'm going to...
My glasses are maroon.
JG?
The vote.
Doug
I can tell you, I think Coy Parrish thinks that he did not come up with it because he was right in front of me.
Gonna be close. They called it on the field.
Across from you.
If Coy doesn't think it is, that's not a good start.
So I think Coy's anticipating, and the defense is that they may overturn this one.
Yeah, let's see what they do with the football here. Let's listen.
After further review, the ruling on the field of an interception stands as called.
Stands. No conclusive evidence.
I think DT might be on to something at the front of that ball. The hand was
Let's
on it. It's the
go.
only thing they could see. The back
Keeping
of
the ball.
hit the ground, but they rule apparently
The kid is playing absolutely out of his mind. He had a pregame segment today. It wasn't very good. He's a terrible interview, but he's an absolutely amazing athlete. He's not a terrible interview. He's 18 years old. He doesn't know how to talk to professionals.
And a chance maybe to punch it in for the lead here from the 38-yard line.
Gophers fans sound loud. Yeah, they said they had a bunch of people there. They had a tailgate was like 1,100 people or something like that. California tailgate.
And it is play action. Brosmer wants to throw. He lofts one deep for Daniel Jackson, center of the field, and he just overshot him. In coverage
come on,
was
D-Jack.
Devin Kirkwood out of Inglewood, California. Good deep ball. That was that quick change after you get the interception. You want to send one deep. I love that play call. And Minnesota has been much more aggressive early here, third quarter, than in the first half.
All right.
I agree 100%.
We got the interception.
Turn
the field.
I actually wish that Max would have thrown that ball farther to the inside. I think Daniel Jackson would have run underneath that ball, or potentially might have had the penalty call because it's the defensive back might have just pulled him down.
2nd and 10 now for Minnesota. Tight end to the left is Jamison Gears. Moving to the left now is Taylor. Out of the pistol formation, and on 2nd and 10, it is a handoff to Taylor, dancing in the backfield, steps out of one tackle, and then the stack fumbles forward. I shouldn't say the word fumble, it tumbles forward.
As soon as he said fumble, my brain immediately.
And now another
late flag?
Was that a flop there?
Was that a face mask?
It's weird. I don't like they just I don't know what was going on there.
Late flags are, from my experience, usually face mask. It could have been, or it could have been a celebration involving a weapon. I don't know.
Is there a flop thing on?
Like in the NBA, it looked like a total flop, but maybe there was something before that. Like in this town, you could win an Academy Award for that.
You could. I don't think UCLA is closer to Hollywood
After
than.
the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 92 for pulling a player off the Kyle.
Pulling a player off the Kyle.
The end of the run includes an automatic first down.
Burst down. All right, 15 yards. Hey, you can't force the opponent to make. It was only a Derringer. Swing and miss on that one. Sorry.
And it's penalty. We're watching the replay now. We've got a couple of different monitors up here.
Oh, but he was pulling a Gopher off.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't pull a Gopher off the pile.
And not an unfriendly man.
But I want to see the flop. That was pretty impressive. The flop job there by Teopaki. Here's play action. Brosmer funnels it out left side to Taylor. Taylor puts on a move. Oh, and a good tackle over there by Medrano. No gain, maybe a gain of a yard. He had some running space, but Medrano, a sure tackler. And Taylor often makes the first guy miss, but Medrano really
I counted on him making the first person miss. He's going to settle his feet, get to the inside.
Funny flop. I'm going to need to check that on.
I got your belly button right here. I'm going to lasso you and bring it down for really no gain on that.
Hopefully they'll have it on ESPN or something. They usually have those stupid moments on there.
The word I was thinking, it was like he hog-tied
Not
him
stupid,
right there by
but
the legs, and down he went. He
goofy.
went airborne a little. You don't see Taylor do that much, and he hopped, and when he got airborne, that's when the leg got grabbed. They're going to throw toward the end zone far side. Jackson trying a one-handed catch, and a flag comes out. I thought he was getting held with the right arm, which is why he had to make the one-handed attempt with the left hand. The
Incomplete
right
for a safety. How does that work?
More in coverage, or was that a defensive end in coverage? That was more.
Pass interference defense.
Defense number 9. 15 yards.
Yet again.
Includes an automatic first down.
I'm alright with that. Handful of jersey. Hey, cheaters cheat, man. Cheaters cheat. Can't do that.
Coach of UCLA in his first year.
The Gophers can't
not
take advantage of the mistakes of their opponents. We had so many offensive line mistakes earlier, and they took advantage of it. Granted, they only scored 10 points, but I don't think they're as good of a team as they are. We should score more points than they do.
UCLA Bruins.
And you can see Jackson's jersey get tugged there. Here from the 2-yard line, handoff to Taylor, lowering his shoulder, reaching forward, and it's a gain of 1 to the 1-yard line. 6 penalties, 75 yards now.
Don't let Max take it himself. I feel like the last couple of weeks he got way too many, not undeserved, but just like way too many goal line touchdowns that he took from somebody else. It's second down, right? Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, he's gonna call it, but a lot of time that's the infighting of receivers and defensive backs trying to keep those hands out of the way.
I formation this time. Max Brosmer, the quarterback, spins, handoff Taylor, hit at the line of scrimmage, and then lost a yard back to the 2, and it's third and goal for the Golden Gophers, trailing at 10-7. They were down 10-0 at half. They've had a nice third quarter here.
Oh, third and goal.
2 short fields.
All right. Come on, let's go. Let's finish this out. Complete the drive.
Brought out Darius Taylor, 13 attempts,
and
just
move on.
6 yards, averaging 2 yards.
Pull ahead and don't look
yards
back.
per carry so far this afternoon. The University of
Give it a DT, put in a fucking fullback, and let's go.
On the run here, UCLA close to the goal line. It is another handoff to Taylor. Hit, lowers his shoulder, pushing forward, touchdown! Minnesota.
There we go.
Darius Taylor fighting.
There we
hard.
go.
Now a flag comes out after the play in the end zone as bodies were flailing down there and a little bit of a stack up.
This is all those penalties.
As it is a touchdown.
If this is against UCLA, he's going to need to talk to his entire team.
I think it's on Addison. I think he pushed a Gopher off of one of his pile again.
Being dicks.
Well, regardless, it was a tremendous extra second and third effort by Darius Taylor.
Oh, man, what a run.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Number 11. That 15-yard penalty be assessed on the kickoff.
So Minnesota
you know what to do.
13-10. Taylor's 6th touchdown of the year, and that was an extraordinary or extraordinary effort by the Michigan product, huh?
It sure was. Second and third effort. There wasn't that much there. I mean, they gave him a line of scrimmage, but he was met there by the linebacker. But strong legs, that extra time in the weight room made a difference in getting in the end zone.
Extra point is up and good. Time for the drive summary, sponsored by Affinity Plus. With this and all scoring drives this season, Affinity Plus donates $150 to Special Olympics Minnesota. 6 plays, 38 yards. The Coy Parrish INT set it up. 2:29, and Minnesota's out front 14-10. 7:16 to go in the third. And this is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Gopher fans, this is Mike Grimm. As a business owner, you understand the importance of protecting your reputation, workplace, employees, and financial assets. Our team is ready to help yours by creating a custom lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you stay at the top of your game. Contact
All right.
your local Federated
It's a big
representative
scrum.
for more information.
Then Powell moves it
Federated
in.
Insurance. It's our business to protect
I mean,
yours.
big scrum is how
Sponsor of
Big Ten
Golden Gopher
play
Athletics.
works, right? I mean, your Hawkeyes have made a killing off of making a big scrum and moving it in the end zone. So that checks out.
Leading producer of the transportation fuels Minnesotans rely on every day. Pine Bend is one of the nation's most innovative and efficient refineries, having earned the
Corey
U.S.
should be happy.
Environmental Protection
He
Agency's
got
Energy
what?
Star
He had the
certification 5 years
interception,
in a
close
row.
interception
For more
earlier this
information
game.
about Flint
He had the
Hills
game winner
Resources
last
Pine
week.
Bend Refinery,
He went
visit
from
pinebendrefinery.com.
being some kid out of next to Duluth to one of the best athletes at the University of Minnesota. At least one that's not on ice. He's probably the best athlete. Maybe Dawson Garcia. Him and Dawson Garcia are pretty close, but still.
Hey, honey, the battery light is on again. I'm going to take my car
How
to the
about
shop
I'll go
today.
male athlete. Females probably. There's probably a better volleyball player. Gophers are like top 10 volleyball or something like that. But anyway, yeah, he should be happy. I'm happy. His work is paying off. He said he got bruised up in that.
Should my car be smoking like that?
In that.
Some things are better left to the professional.
That
When you
interception,
need your vehicle fixed, trust your local repair facility. And when you need a battery, trust FVP. Visit FVPparts.com for an installer near you.
Marston is a full-service building maintenance provider servicing Gopher Nation since 1952. Marston has job openings throughout the Twin Cities area. If you have a valid Minnesota driver's license and a reliable vehicle, reach out to Marston to learn more about part-time and full-time opportunities in your neighborhood. Marston offers benefits and training and is an equal opportunity employer. Join our ever-expanding team of building maintenance professionals by visiting careers.marston.com or call 651-641-1717.
Oh, he got that yak touchdown.
Well, this is more like it. Welcome back to the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. Mike Grimm and Daryl Thompson with you. JG's on the Gophers sideline in Minnesota with 14.
They're wearing the. Oh no, I thought they were wearing the throwback helmets, but they're shiny gold.
One on a short punt after a great defensive play, and then the second after the third interception of the year by the freshman Coy Parrish. It was upheld upon review, and then the Gophers pushed it in with a great run by Taylor, and it's 14-10. Minnesota the lead, and the Gophers all of a sudden now up to 123 yards of offense. Two shorter
Fat
drives.
one keeps lighting up the scoreboard. I like that. I like that. You need that. You need a bumper sticker like that.
It was cool to hear here in Pasadena. Total
gave him a little,
darkness above. The lights here illuminate the field, and Kesich's kick is
Sanders dance
sailing.
here.
Remember, it was 15 yards on the personal foul, so it was a deep kick way through the back of the end zone. I was wondering if it was going to hit somebody back there. We might have the second Big Ten game where a sideline reporter could interview a fan who got hit by a kickoff. That was
did you see that at the Iowa game? Dude got hit square in the face from a kickoff. Went all the way through. Didn't even bounce. It said it went right through his hands and hit him square in the face.
To me at halftime, I'm told that fire continued into the locker room. A lot of talk about resetting. It was obviously not a good half, and essentially told the offense it was time to wake up, and they certainly have.
Wow, that was one of the best reports you've ever had. Good work, Garzy. Handoff here on first down, and it's a loss of a yard. Devin Eastern and Anthony Smith and Devin Williams all there. 2nd and 11.
Winning the battle in the trenches at defensive line, our defensive line, reestablishing defensive line on their side of the ball really makes it difficult for this UCLA Bruins team. Their offense get things going, and they've done that so far here in the second half. Still only halfway through the third quarter, but the defensive line has been excellent so far.
14-10, Minnesota out front thanks to 2 third-quarter touchdowns. Jalen Berger now the running back for UCLA. Justin Wally backing away from the receiver far side. They're changing maybe a defensive situation. Handoff to Berger, bounces off a man, and then comes forward for a couple out to about the 28-yard line. It'll bring up third down. Gophers changing defensive personnel. Danny Strigo, the Long Lake product, Orono High School on the stop for Minnesota, the fifth-year senior. 3rd and 7 here for UCLA. 3 of 7.
Gets hit square in the face. These guys are cracking up. They're the Iowa guys on ESPN. He's right back here. Gets hit. Boom! Square in the face.
The Rose Bowl on this
Boom.
mid-October Saturday night. Beautiful night for football.
Boom!
Three receivers wide to the right. Berger the back in the backfield. Tight end left. Wide side to the left. The quarterback is Garbers. Waiting for the snap. has the snap. Back to throw. Pressure comes, throws in the face of the pressure. The ball is caught, and it's a first down. And that again is Mokio Atimalala, who again was listed as out on the injury report. It's his third catch. Aiden Gooseby in coverage was a little late breaking there. That
better in
kind
the
of
eyes
fluttered
than
in
the
the air as he was
beanbags?
hit and just couldn't close fast enough.
I don't know which one's better, but I don't want either
Good
of them.
job of setting him up to look like he was going to go upfield to get across his face on that shallow crosswalk to pick up the first down, and Corey Purge was behind him, but just not quite the speed to get there and break that ball up.
First and 10 from the 36-yard line. It's a straight handoff left side, and Minnesota swarming to the football, no gain. A whole bunch of Gophers there. Eastern, the first one there. Strigo kind of contained the play so everyone could catch up. And that was Berger again on the handoff.
Not very much on the ground going east-west for UCLA. Actually, even for us, the Gophers. Both teams have done a good job.
They occasionally run a two-quarterback system from what they were talking about. The DT and Grimm were talking about.
Gophers have scored 14 straight.
I don't think we've seen the second guy yet.
After trailing 10-zip at half. You heard Guardsy say PJ Fleck.
Nope, just one.
Let him know it at halftime. Garber's throwing over the middle. Good catch and a gain of about 9 to the 45 again in front of Gooseby. The tight end Matavao. He's an Oregon transfer out of Hawaii. No, make that Nevada. I beg your pardon. 2nd and 1, a gain of 9. And now there's an injured Gopher. And let's see who that is.
Is that Gooseby?
I think it might be. But we'll take a break. It is Gooseby is the injured party on that play. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you an update on Gooseby. It's 3rd and 1. I said 2nd one. 3rd and 1 for the Bruins when we come back. Minnesota leading 14-10 in the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
I'm a coffee lover, but buying coffee out is one of my worst spending habits. That's why I decided to get more from my morning routine by enjoying 20 cups of deliciously rich coffee with Coffee Mate for the price of 1 coffee from a coffee shop. It's a no-brainer. It's coffee's perfect mate, Coffee Mate.
From coin flip to final whistle, show your die-hard passion for the Golden Gophers all season long with your favorite maroon and gold gear from Shield.
Washington.
Bring your best this year, whether you're cheering from the stadium or
Pursuing
from
FBS
your living room, with your favorite jerseys, hats, collectibles, and Gopher-branded gear from the Shields Fan Shop. Visit your local Shields or Shields.com, and let's cheer on the Gophers. Shields, proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics and football fans everywhere.
All the special interests are represented in St. Paul, but who speaks for you? Center of the American Experiment does. Our policy fellows dig into the tough issues that matter to you and offer common sense solutions on education, taxes, crime, and energy. American Experiment is the trusted, nonpartisan voice of Minnesotans like you. We are working every day to make Minnesota a better, safer, more prosperous place. We are American Experiment. Go to americanexperiment.org to learn more.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. See Home Club for details.
10 miles an hour over the speed limit. 15 over. 20 over. It just might put you 6 feet under.
A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Live from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher football.
3rd and 1 for the Bruins. Welcome back, and they get a gain of 4. Jalen Berger on the handoff. A little sliver of space and enough to get it to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 UCLA. Minnesota 14, Bruins 10. Exactly 4 minutes to play here, 3rd quarter. Let's go to JG with a Stephen Carey sideline report and get an update on Aiden Gooseby.
Gopher, and he is now in the injury tent. It looked like it's not anything lower body. He was walking fine. May have been trying to work something out in his right arm, possibly shoulder, but he's in the tent right now being worked on.
Thank you to Stephen Carey. Visit knowyourrights.com on that sideline report. Here's a handoff. Berger again at another sliver of space and a good gain of 7 inside the 45 to the 44. Gophers need to shut the faucet off here.
Yeah,
Strigo eventually brings him down.
Really too bad. Looked like
let's clamp down here, D. Come on, boys.
Slithered off of us there. Just got to make sure that you do hang on to him, drive your legs, and bring him down, or wait for your friends to get there. That was about 6 extra yards that shouldn't have been picked up on that play.
Yeah, Lindenberg was there as he was trying to make the tackle. He was also getting blocked, so he was trying to shield a guy, maybe also trying to make the tackle and maybe getting tackled a bit himself there. So it was a tough one. Here's the little draw play, and it's a nice play on a tackle there by Danny Strigo, a gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down. That was the draw where the quarterback kind of brings the ball up by his chest to make it look like he's setting to pass, and then he hands the ball off. And we'll call it 3rd and 2.
Nice play by Strigo. This play here, defensively, our coordinator, Corey Heatherman, it'll be interesting because everything's kind of off here. He can be aggressive here. They can take a shot.
All right, let's go.
3rd down. They might even want to go for it on 4th down in this situation.
Yeah, likely 4 down territory from the 38 for the Bruins. They're not going to probably punt from here unless they take a big sack. Garber's the quarterback on 3rd and 2. On the straight drop, the blitz does come, and he is sacked. Back at the 48,
let's go.
The Gophers landed.
At the 48, let's
John
go. 5-yarder.
Knocking him down.
That's punt territory. That's punt territory.
Bring a couple people from the interior. So Jaw Joyner on his own on that left side doing a great job of getting to the quarterback.
Let's go.
In this long 3rd down situation.
4th down here, and they're going to send the punter on. It's too long for a field goal, and now probably too long to go for.
Bring out those
Crowd
boo
booing
birds.
A little bit. 150 and ticking here, 3rd quarter. Parrish is deep, standing at his own 8-yard line.
Just hammer that thing.
Certainly after
I want to see it bounce off the crossbar
here.
here.
He can bring here from his own 37, Richter, the punter. On the left hash, snap waist high, and he gets the kick away. High wobbly punt, and it is going to bounce. It hit a Bruin back at about the 12, and now Parrish can go after it freely, and he tried to get it, but he couldn't. But it hit way up at the 12 or 13. In fact, they're going to say the 15-yard line, and that's where Minnesota will go. It's an interesting rule. If it hits, then the return man can go grab it. Even if he fumbles, anything after that doesn't matter, and it hit one of the up guys, and it will be a timeout of the field.
That is a weird rule.
Gophers up by 4.
I've never heard that before.
45-yard punt, no return. And with 1:25 to go in the 3rd quarter, Minnesota leads at 14-10, and this is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Kids, some days keeping up with them takes everything you've got. And in return, they give us everything they've got. At M Health Fairview Pediatrics, we've made it our life's work to care for kids.
At least Montana State's
anything and everything we can for every kid who comes through our doors.
Off? No,
because the most important
they weren't.
people
They were in a
your
dogfight
world
earlier. I'm pretty
are
sure.
Our whole world. Learn more about a world of care just for kids at mhealthfairviewpeds.org.
Anything can happen.
Oh, yeah,
when you
they're
say
in a dog
I'm
fight.
into a
Okay,
scratch
so they
game
did
from the
win.
Minnesota
Oh, yeah, I saw
Lottery.
them.
Besides cash
They went up
prizes, some scratch games offer a second chance.
Shit, how much
so
did they
even
go up on?
non-winning tickets can win. Since this is probably music to your ears, we'll say it again in a song. Besides cash prizes, some scratch games offer a second chance. So even non-winning tickets can win. Minnesota Lottery. I'm in. Must be 18 or older to play.
The Gophers play here all season long. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
What's poppin'? Justin Jefferson here.
Football is a lot of
I think it was when they went
a lot of energy, attitude.
It's a whole different vibe.
This one
with these open earbuds, it's like you're in the moment, but also you can hear everything around you. You can be involved.
To have good sound and to be so light on your ear means a lot to me. Putting that music into my ears.
You feel good enough to go out there and play.
You turn on that switch, no one can stop you.
For more, check out Bose.com.
You're free now. Free to fill your feed with impossibly chunky chunkers who chunk harder than you ever thought possible.
Cats, corgis, babies, baby penguins, baby pandas, chunky baby pandas.
Iowa State's
Free to make your smart
beating up on West
devices do silly
Virginia.
things.
No worries
Free
in
to
that
open the world
game.
of remote work and a portal into Gametopia.
Let's pop on
Free to
that
be
one.
everything you imagine and
see what
then
they
some.
got.
That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber Internet. Quantum
ESPN
Fiber,
Plus game.
your
Why can't
world
they have
unleashed.
Oh, they do
Learn
down
more
here.
at
Okay.
quantumfiber.com. Limited availability.
Let's
Service in select
see.
locations only.
Let's go back. Let's check their.
Welcome back to the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. Minnesota up 14-10 on UCLA. 1:25 to go third quarter. From their own 13, Brosmer to throw. Wings it far side, and it's caught by Jackson. Good catch out at the 27. PJ Fleck thought it was interference as well. They rule it a catch. Moore was a defender. I thought there was early contact there as well, and it is reviewable. We'll get a replay here to see.
PJ's trying to get the referees to talk to each other about it, and got a UCLA player down on the field.
Yeah, that was late.
I mean,
that is Oladejo.
Got it. So who cares?
Grove, California, Cal transfer. He has been coming on.
Who cares?
Replay here.
Get more.
Yeah, he kind of fell.
12 on the first.
What a great catch there by Jackson, but Moore was tackling him from behind. I mean, he had him around the neck, close to a horse collar, but no flag. PJ talking to the official about that. Gives us a quick chance here to tell Gopher fans they should turn to the experts at Centerpoint Energy for high-efficiency natural gas equipment rebates for your home and business.
Los Angeles or Southern California might be the opposite. And Knights, we saw USC lose
Gopher
at home today,
rebates.
right?
He is up.
I'm pretty sure that
USC
game was
Oladejo. And walking off under his own power. He kind of looked like he kind of got caught between steps there and hit the deck. Maybe, I don't know if it was an ankle or like DT maybe mentioned, stretch something there as he was going to the deck. But what a catch by Jackson. 7 grabs, just 45 yards, but he has made some hard catches on the road here, and that gives him a little breathing room, if nothing else, DT. Now on to the 26 yards.
Absolutely. Good breathing room, and we've had great field position for the most part in this half. Not for the most part, we have had it, and this gives us a little bit of breathing room getting out of the end zone.
Still with just 135 yards of total offense, thanks to the two short fields.
Like I said before, Daniel Jackson just makes good catches. That's what he does.
Wants to drop. Blitz comes. Still has time. Now flushed. Rolling right. Lots of guys in hot pursuit, and he just tosses it away. Well back. I might have hit one of the training staff or technical guys down there on the UCLA sideline. And now that will bring up a 2nd and 10. Clock
Safe
stop.
points,
36
all right.
seconds to go here in this third quarter.
I didn't even think it was that close to the start of fourth.
Parsons Wessinger on the
I thought it
heels
was
of Max Brosmer on that play. Max did a nice job of getting
way
outside
earlier
the
than
pocket.
that. I thought there was like 5 minutes left in the third.
Bad decisions. Get the ball out, buy some more time. Nobody's open.
We got a touchdown,
throws it over to the trainer on the sideline.
Swessinger has 1 sack already today. And here on 2nd down, Brosmer rolling right on play action, throws it back to Taylor, gets a block on a little screenplay. Stutter stepping down the sideline, and he was a shoelace away from really going out the chute. It is a 1st down across the 35 to about the 37. Ale Cajo, the linebacker, a transfer from Alabama out of Reno, Nevada, on the coverage and
like
the
we said last week, we got to get DT the ball any way you can. He's one hell of an athlete. He's one hell of a player.
We know he can make
he's not a traditional Minnesota back where you have to hand it to him, you know.
Doing a nice job there kicking ball.
And that ends the third quarter. Minnesota leading 14-10, 12 yards on that pickup. When we come back for fourth quarter football, the Gophers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Right now, let's go back to Minneapolis, and with a scoreboard update, here's Tanner Hoops.
Thank you, Mike. Plan to get you updated on a thriller involving a pair of top 3 teams in the Big Ten, Ohio State and Oregon, not just the Big Ten, top 3 nationally. Thriller went back and forth. Oregon marched down the field in the final minutes and scored what proved to be the winner.
From the 9-yard line, a 19-yard field goal try. Sappington steps it off and is ready. Snap, hold, kick, long, plenty, straight. Good! Sappington gives Oregon the lead back. 32-31 with 1:47 remaining.
And the Ducks defensively would hold, and they would go on to win 32-31 the final.
They didn't even give us the call for that last drive.
Elsewhere, we go down to the SEC. It was an overtime battle between Florida and Tennessee. The Gators led 10-0 at one point. Tennessee rallied back
Tennessee
to force the
barely
extra
squeaked it by Graham Mertz in Florida.
Field goal, and that set up the Vols to walk it off.
Full house backfield. Handoff, tailback, fighting for the end zone. Touchdown! Instant victory for the Volunteers in overtime on a 1-yard run. And the Tennessee Volunteers have won in overtime against the Florida Gators. Dylan Sampson, his third rushing touchdown of the night. The last one is the game winner.
And the Vols get the job done in OT. They win 23-17.
Who does Tennessee play?
Big Ten final scores. Northwestern winners last night. They take down Maryland 37-10. Iowa wins big today at Kinnick Stadium. They defeat Washington 40-16. Wisconsin all over Rutgers 42-7 the final. Number 4 Penn State winners in overtime against USC 33-30. And 23rd ranked Illinois holds
Chattanooga, Kent State, Oklahoma, not very good Oklahoma.
3/4 in the books out at the Rose
They
Bowl.
lost to Arkansas, who is not very
Back
good.
out to you guys for the finish.
I got Alabama next
All right, thank
week.
you, Tanner Hoops.
Hopefully
we appreciate
that's not
it.
a
Good work
game for
back at Scoreboard Central. Long day for Tanner. He's called the Gopher volleyball match.
Kentucky,
A 3-0 win over Maryland, and he's
I don't know. I just
around
don't.
at the
I don't
path
see
to help
them
us out on football
as good as they
coverage,
are. I feel like
every
they're
bit of the
strung
big
together
payday
by
he's got
offense
today.
and not very
Minnesota
good
to start the
defense.
fourth quarter,
71-0.
Let's go to a Stephen Carey sideline report. Here's Justin Gard.
Just a quick update on Aiden Gooseby. He went back into the tunnel. Looks like he's going back into the locker room. A member of the UCLA medical staff came over from their sideline. I have to assume it's for some type of x-ray or scan or something that they can do back in there. So Gooseby is off the field and back in the tunnel.
Gooseby's all right.
All right, Stephen Carey sideline report from JG. Here we go.
First
play of the fourth.
first and 10.
Minnesota by 4, 14-10, and they have it first and 10 from
Let's
their
keep it
own
moving. We need to
38-yard
score a
line.
touchdown here.
In
Give ourselves a
motion
good cushion.
Is Lemecki Brocky. No, make that Elijah Spencer, and it is a straight handoff right side to Marcus Major. Runs into a couple of different players, including his own, and Schlesinger again on the tackle after a gain of about a yard out to the 39-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Looked like maybe there was more space out there, and then that stack of guys just kind of got jumbled in there.
Yeah, it looked like there was more room out there. It's always hard
Let's
to
keep
tell.
it
He might
moving.
have saw some color. He decided to cut it up, and I
Come on,
trust Marcus
boys.
Maybe he's made a lot of good running back decisions so far this year, so he must have saw something for some reason.
Keep the game up. Gophers only 29 to 30. Yeah, I mean, they've always been a second-half team. Asterisk Iowa, obviously.
2nd down and 8. Clock winding, 14:20 to play.
Especially when
Minnesota by
they're
4. Christian Driver goes in motion. Gophers looking right. Now Brosmer has to take the sack. There was nothing there. They just came on an all-out, looked like maybe an A-gap blitz. Schlesinger and Oladejo.
Pulling an old Vikings trick, the double A gap. They only allowed 29 in the third. I mean, yeah, that's what they should have done.
There was a chance to get that ball out on the edge.
Their defense is pretty good. Like when they play
versus eating it and losing almost 8 or 9 yards on that play.
Yeah, and just no one there to pick up the
200
A-gap
total
blitz or
yards.
I'm not sure what
they're
the
playing
center was
better than us,
watching
but
there.
we're
He
just getting
let
the ball in
A-gap blitzer
a
run right by him.
more advantageous
And didn't
position,
block
and we can
Sometimes there's got
score.
to be communication between him and the guard there, who they're going to kind of come off and block, but obviously there wasn't in that situation.
2nd sack of the day for Schlesinger.
Ball
Here's
control,
a quick
yeah.
pass, far side
Yep.
caught on 3rd and long. It will not get the first down. That's Daniel
That's
Jackson.
Big Ten play,
And
right?
to the
Is who
40.
can hold
They
the ball
picked
for the
up much of
longest
what they
and
lost
barely
on
score the
sack.
most.
And it'll bring up 4th down and about 7.
Games
And the
that we've
punt
seen
unit
against
comes on for
Iowa and
Minnesota.
Wisconsin,
With
where it's
13-15 to go, the
21
Gophers
minutes
up by
versus
14 to 10.
30 something, 39.
Excuse me, not what we were
Big Ten
expecting
ball.
out of that drive at all. We had some momentum.
I think that's why you see these West Coast teams struggling right now, even when they're ranked, is that just Big Ten ball is not Pac-10 ball.
Too much to get on a 4th down.
Crawford stands at his own 26. Loya back at the 20. Crawford high end over and kick. Flag down at the line of scrimmage. Loya calls fair catch at the 17. Usually at that spot it's an illegal formation of some sort or an encroachment.
An illegal
And
formation
Let's see here
last
what they call.
time,
Maybe
didn't
the Gophers catch a break here.
Let's catch something.
It wouldn't be enough for a first down, but certainly, well, would you want to re-kick it or
4 and
let them
2.
start at the 17? I think I'd let them re-kick it here.
I think he'd re-kick it as well.
They're talking it over here. Well, we haven't heard the official call. Let's listen now. Well, he
Come on now.
there. He was ready. You heard the mic click on. And now the line judge and Jeff Stravinsky, the referee, are having a little further conversation. They're bringing the football back, so it looks like PJ has accepted the penalty here.
Offside. Receiving team number 21 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. It's still 4th down.
So that's the 8th penalty of the night now for UCLA. 8 penalties, 95 yards, and they really have had a rough second half penalty-wise.
I'd say an extremely rough half penalty-wise with, discipline, offsides, personal fouls. It's been a lot. It's hard to overcome that.
4th and 2 now. Gophers keep the punt unit on from the 46-yard line. Crawford at his own 31. Koya now back at his own 14. Good snap, and Crawford gets the kick away. High end over end kick. Koya another fair catch, and he catches at the 11. So Minnesota gets about 7 or so yards benefit from that penalty. And when we come back,
as long as their defense can keep playing well,
lead after a
maybe another turnover.
No return.
See Wally get an interception,
10, 12,
or
either
I'm saying Wally with an interception this drive, or I'm saying Coy gets a strip, and defensive lineman recovers.
Unleaded 88. Unleaded 88 is a Minnesota-made renewable fuel that reduces
Coy come off
emissions,
the
lowers prices, and
come out of the
improves
backfield
engine
or whatnot.
efficiency. Find one of Minnesota's nearly 500 gas stations offering unleaded 88 at
He deserves it, and he's been playing out of his mind.
Or download
So.
the Minnesota Biofuels Locator app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store today.
We're barely beating him in the time of possession.
Minnesota-grown energy.
I don't know. I feel like the energy in the second half is really
At
swung
Western
our
National
way.
Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call.
Play it right now.
For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Hey, look, the Western Michigan game is back on. This was a noon game today, but it got delayed by thunderstorm, I think.
This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Stuff for us.
This is Mike Grimm. Are you in need of high-quality concrete for your project?
Oh, easy. Yeah, you were right. They had the they're gonna have a strip sack and have the big fellas running up
a
for
new driveway, a patio, or parking lot. AVR
strip
has
sack.
you
Yeah,
covered
I mean,
with iconic
there you go. We're
red
gonna have Coy come in at a free safety blitz,
Visit AVR Concrete.
screw something up in the middle.
AVR, where promises
Maybe one of those
are made,
A-gap blitzes
promises
from
are
a
delivered. AVR
from
Concrete, a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics.
defensive back.
Do you know a local hero who goes above and beyond for your community? Chick-fil-A Minnesota wants to celebrate them with the Chick-fil-A
Oh my
Chicken
gosh,
for
Ashton
Chicken
Genty with a
promotion. Nominate your
54-yard
local
touchdown
Minnesota hero
run.
for a chance to take the field to attempt a 10-yard
This guy is as
field goal in front of the
close
entire stadium.
to a
If they make it,
Heisman,
they'll win a
like,
prize pack
God,
and
what
100
a
free meals.
stud.
If they miss, they'll still walk away with the prize
He's got
pack
8
and 100
yard or
free
8 carries
sandwiches.
for
To learn
100
more
yards
and to
already.
nominate your
93
local hero,
yards
visit the Sign Up
versus
to Win
our
page on
entire team.
gophersports.com today.
Probably
Chick-fil-A
has what's our
Minnesota, proud
entire
sponsor of Gopher
team
Athletics
stats? There we
and
go.
your local community.
Rushing. Our entire team has 34 rushing yards.
Welcome back to
34.
the Federated
Excuse me.
Broadcast booth. We're
And
at the Rose Bowl in
Ashton
Pasadena,
Genty here
Minnesota,
already has
leading
93
UCLA
and 8
14,
rushes.
12,
How many does he have
38
already?
in the ball game. Bruins from their own
Yeah, he's got
11-yard
1,000
line. The
rushes
quarterback
for
Gardner's
less than
to throw.
100 carries.
Pressure comes flush. He's got a lot of space to run, and he gets out across the 20.
What a
and
beast.
First down right at the 21 and a gain of 10 brought down by Justin Wally. That catch right before the punt DT for Daniel Jackson moves him 7th all-time Gopher receiving yards, passing Ryan Thelwell, and that's the best in game, sponsored by Old Dominion Freight Line, working hard to be the best in the game and proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. And boy, what a night for Jackson. 8 catches, 55 yards.
He is a great receiver, especially with unorthodox catches. Seems to always find a way through body control to reel it in if he's interfered with or not.
Here's a handoff to Harden, and not much good. Swarming Gopher defense right at the point of attack. No gain. 2nd and 10 from the 21.
2 and
First
10.
man there, Devin Eastern. He's been disruptive tonight, DT. We've mentioned the Shakopee product a bunch of times tonight.
He's been extremely disruptive, having one of his best games he's having as a Gopher so far this season. Actually in his career.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 now for the Bruins. Clock winding.
All right, let's go.
11:35,
Let's go.
Minnesota leading by 4. Devin Eastern now with 3 tackles on the night, but he has been disruptive. 2nd and 10 with 2, make it 3 receivers wide to right. Back to throw. Garbers. Pressure come. They set up a screen. And coming across the field, breaking out of a tackle again is Harden. And that play has been good for them. He ends up with what could have been no gain, a gain of about 7. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3 as the clock approaches 11 minutes.
For some reason, he can run that play better than any other play that they run. He can dance, he can get around people, he breaks tackles. So that is a play that he can run to the middle at least one time per quarter.
Parrish sniffed it out, but then kind of overshot the play, and then
Lindenberg
missed a tackle or just kind of misjudged where the ball carrier was going. Both guys, I think, were positioned well and sniffed it out, just couldn't finish. 3rd down, we'll call it 4. I thought it was 3, but it's 4 from the 27. The running back is Harden. Garbers the quarterback. Let's see what Minnesota has defensively. Garbers wants to throw a quick hitting shot on the far side, and that is complete to Sturdivant, and a 1st down at the 32 in front of Ethan Robinson.
And Ethan Garbers has been very accurate with the ball. He came to this game throwing just a little bit over 50% of the completion ratio, but so far this game he has been
not going to make
on the money, and probably a lot of it has to do with they are really focusing on the short passing game, and he's been accurate with it.
Well, they're bringing in a big man here. UCLA is. They're bringing in someone to line up on the right side. That is a big tight end. Jones is the running back. Let's see if they go power to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Now they got a tight end that way as well. They hand it off, and the Gophers stuff it out right up the middle, maybe a yard. Darius Green playing safety with Gooseby out. It's been Green and Parrish on this possession. It was Gooseby and Parrish. We saw earlier Mao has been in and out, and now coming in is Bingo McMillan as an extra nickel back. So extra defensive backs now on 2nd and 9. 9:20 and ticking. Minnesota by 4. And UCLA from its own 33-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Ryan Kelly going down with
3 receivers set to the right. Berger now the running back in the backfield. And in motion goes Titus. Now back to where he originally was at the slot. And it's a quick rollout. And the quarterback sneaks out of it, and the pass is caught, and it's a 1st down, and a good catch out there.
We're just letting these things sneak
Loya
moving the pocket, which we did well at containing last week.
And a nice
sounds like they're moving the
actually
pocket.
Just the rollout right there, and it looked like there was an opportunity for us to make a play. Can't do it, but just continuing with the short passing game, and that is
contain the pocket like PJ talked about last week
to be extremely effective so far.
Beat us on the throw.
Yeah, Gophers were in hot pursuit. There may have been a little bit of a hold of Lucas Finnessy as he was trying to pursue the quarterback. 8.5 minutes to go, 4-point lead. Hand off, a little cutback, and getting chopped down after a gain of about 2 is Berger. Evan Williams, the first man there, amongst others. Getting up off the bottom of the stack again is Coy Parrish.
Sacramento State's been trying to make a bid for the Pac-12. They got like $30 million worth of
right here. Need to figure out a way to get
like donations in the past like month because they're trying to make a push for going from the Big Sky to the Pac-12. They're getting beat by a bad Eastern Washington team. I watched them last week, and they're real bad.
Remaining the running back, double tights, one each side. Gophers with 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and a nickel back. Garbers to throw. Pressure comes, fires over the middle, and it is caught. That is a great catch by Sturdivant, and he has 1st down yardage inside the 45 of Minnesota, the 42-yard line.
Put the clamps on now.
Just too much time for their quarterback in the backfield. Given that much time, he's going to find someone. He seems to find his favorite receiver is Sturdivant so far today.
He's at 215 passing yards on us? No way.
42-yard line
west
is
to
where they spot the ball.
Miller Moss.
14-yard pickup for Sturdivant. And for Sturdivant now 5 catches, 52 yards. Gophers got to shut off the faucet here. Up 4, 7:05 to play in the ball game. In Pasadena, play action. Garbers has plenty of time. He wants to go for the home run ball toward the end zone. Caught and touchdown. Sturdivant's first touchdown of the season. 42 yards.
42 yards.
On Ethan Robinson. And he hauls it right at the goal line and waltzes bounces into the end zone, and UCLA has the lead, 16-14.
We must have some miscommunication up in there at that secondary and that line between the linebackers and the strong.
Need to keep them within a field goal. They can't get a two-point conversion. I mean, they should kick the field goal.
Short pass after short pass.
Like,
they have thrown that. This time they hit the deep ball to Studevant to get back in the lead.
Studevant he took his helmet off. No penalty there. In the celebration, flag comes out as the extra point kick goes up. The line judge, though, is whistling, and I think Minnesota's offside. So this will likely be declined here. There's also some discussion
offside.
Down there.
Defense number 12 lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. Try is good.
Garrett Nussmeier here has thrown for 50 attempts, 21 to 50.
So timeout on the field. The penalty declined. 17-14 as the extra point kick is good. 9-play, 89-yard drive. It covered 544, and UCLA hooks up on a 42-yard pass. 257 passing yards now for the quarterback. That is the third most on the season. He had 272 against Hawaii and 281 against LSU, so he's had a couple of good games. They're continuing now here to talk. We're not going to take the break just yet. Deshaun Foster's talking to the official, and now there's an announcement here. Let's listen.
Minnesota, that is their second of the ball game. It includes a 5-yard penalty, which will be assessed on the kickoff.
So a sideline warning, and they had that one earlier. PJ got the one earlier, and I don't know if that was JG, Stephen Carey, sideline report. What did you see? Anything?
I saw nothing. Sorry, Grimmer. I was over by the defensive players. I wasn't watching that.
So PJ is talking to the officials. So it's a 5-yard penalty assessed on the kickoff.
Damn.
And I think that does bring us now to our next break. UCLA 17, Minnesota 14, 6:54
we're going to see overtime
in this one in Pasadena. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
10 miles
that could be an interesting game.
15 over. 20 over. It just might put you.
This is the worst thing to see in sports.
A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
75% win
Your morning
probability,
shave
and
with
then
Barbasol
that one
is a
play
time
where
for
it just
self-reflection.
goes
Look
60
in
to
that
60.
mirror and ask
Goes
yourself,
up, you know,
can I make a real difference
full
in this
swing,
world?
100% swing here.
Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad
K-State's
Council.
an interesting team right now. I feel like they could be potentially like a
season again. Stop by your neighborhood Holiday Station store and get everything you need to enjoy the big game. With a great selection of sandwiches, snacks, and beverages, you're sure to find what you're looking for at Holiday. Everyone at Holiday is proud to be a part of the U of M football program and the Minnesota Golden Gopher Network. So, from one hometown team to another, best of luck this season, and go Gophers!
In the heartland, where ambition thrives, there are those who are made and those who are made for more. Just like the Gophers on game day, Clark, a leading producer of ag equipment, unleashes the power of ambition in the field. Discover why our cutting-edge machinery and unwavering support aren't just a promise, they're a commitment to your success. Because
Alright, how much
Kloss,
time do we have
know
left?
you are made for more. Visit your Kloss dealer or CLAAS.com.
That's plenty of time for our offense to do our job. And we scored a touchdown in 3 minutes here. Granted, I think that was off a punt. That was off that screwy punt or whatever. Didn't they have... They punted it before, right? Or was that the interception?
Welcome back to Gopher football on the Gopher Sports
Okay, so it was off that
Network from
interception,
Learfield.
so the field had been flipped already. But still.
6:54 to play. UCLA back out front. Minnesota scored
Cautiously
14
optimistic.
straight in the third quarter
That's
to go
where
up
I'm firmly
14-10.
positioned.
And the Bruins
Cautiously
put together
optimistic.
an 89-yard drive. There was a penalty on the extra point, and it'll be a kickoff here from the 40. They have been kicking it into the end zone. Parrish has one kick return tonight. Gophers will want to see
Gotta
the ball
like our
off the
odds.
foot
Yeah,
here.
I mean, if we string some shit together.
Can't imagine there'd be anything funky going
Keep,
on here, onside kick-wise or not.
Dana
And
Jackson
over in
and
Kitty Sailing toward the back
Elijah
of the end
Spencer on
zone. It will
opposite
be a
sides of the
touchback.
field.
So Minnesota now down 3. Time winding
Keep
down
Marcus
here,
Majoring
6:54.
DT,
And they're going to need a nice
fluid
drive
and
here,
keep
DT,
them,
to hopefully
keep them switching
reclaim
out
the leader
spots,
at
you know?
minimum, tie this thing up.
Absolutely need a nice drive here, and there's not really a lot of time.
I'm not cautiously optimistic. I'm anxiously optimistic. That's the epitome of being a Gopher fan.
Which are fully capable of doing.
What a beautiful throw by the quarterback, though, on that previous touchdown.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Garbers, he's up to 257 passing yards, but that was a beautiful strike to his receiver.
Sure was. You talk about throwing somebody open. He left that ball out in front of him with enough air underneath it for him to run underneath it.
Under center, play action, rolling right is Brosmer, throws back to Jamison Gears, the tight end, skips out of 1 tackle, and a nice gain of 11 out to the 30-yard line. Schlesinger makes the tackle. Hey, this season, Minnesota Soybean is once again partnering with Gopher Football to highlight the environmental impact created through the use of biodiesel, a soy-based fuel that powers the team's equipment truck across the country. The mileage traveled for this weekend's trip to Los Angeles equates to the impact of planting 774 trees. Gopher Football is powered by biodiesel carbon right here, right
Let's get
now.
it.
First and 10, Minnesota from the 35 after a gain of 10. The running back is Taylor. Rosemer waits for the snap. He hands it to Taylor right side, tries a little cutback, and weaves his way for a gain of about 2 out to the 37-yard line.
That was a run game
Bruins,
that's so inefficient
Oladejo,
against
who
a
was
team
shaken
that
up earlier in the
specializes
half.
like
He's
a
back
West
in there
Coast
and made
team.
a nice tackle there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, kind of back to our what we've done in the past, hand the ball off on first down. But we have been mixing it up here. 2nd down and 8. I'd imagine Max will get an opportunity to put the ball in the air here.
Rosemer, 18 of 26, 126 yards.
All right, Max, put us on your shoulders.
Tonight. Had a big third quarter where he was throwing the ball downfield. 2nd and 8 here, under 5:40 to play in the game. Gophers down 3. In motion goes Spencer to the right side. Blitz comes. Rosemer steps out of the pressure, now rolls right. He's got some room, and he gets out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and it'll bring up a 3rd and short. Oladejo was pressuring. Moore angled him out of bounds. And
I hate the
call
phrase,
it 3rd and 3 here.
Should be able to
Gophers.
convert on
Big,
this.
big play
This is our bread and butter, but I just that anxious optimism.
Nice job of Brosner
I don't
using
know
his
if
feet there, and that UCLA
put in
secondary
DT,
just
put in
blanketed
Beers,
our
put in
receivers
an extra
that.
offensive
We gotta
lineman.
Get some separation here to give Max an opportunity to find his receivers.
And bully ball it right to the damn middle.
Major in here on 3rd and 3.
Whatever.
Ursery getting some last-second instructions.
Doesn't
from
matter
the
who the
quarterback.
running back is. We should get it
5
regardless.
even to play. 4th quarter. Gophers down 3. 2 receivers each side. Boundary side to the right. Rosemer out of the pistol. He wants to throw. A-gap blitz again. Fires. He has a first down to Daniel Jackson just short of midfield.
Let's go, D-Jack.
Out of the 49.
Let's go.
Right in front of Brian Addison. 9th catch for Daniel Jackson. And a great little out pattern and a pitch and catch there from quarterback to receiver.
A relationship between your quarterback and your top receiver.
Let's go.
They certainly have
All
one.
right, first
Great
down.
timing. As soon as Daniel came out,
Keep
the
it
break,
rolling,
the
keep
ball
it
was on
rolling.
him. Did a nice job looking it in.
4.5 to play, and now down 3, probably entering 4-down territory. To throw, Brosmer waits, wings it far side. Did he catch it? He did. No, they say he's out of bounds. He brought it in, but they say Jackson was juggling it at the sticks. PJ Fleck is screaming that that's not the case. Moore was in coverage, certainly reviewable, and I would think they may go under the hook for this one.
But they can
No, that looks like a great catch. He got tangled up in the chains. They say he was juggling it. Marcus Hendrickson down there was not happy at all. PJ not happy. No stoppage of play yet. The replay official is Thomas Kissinger.
Sounds like we should get a replay,
Get
right?
another good angle of it right here.
Yeah, they're stopping it.
They're going to take a look at it.
How many yards is that for? That theoretical pass.
Boy, we
catch,
saw
rather.
the replay. I think that's a catch. He had both hands on it. He has it. Now, it can hit the ground if he stays and maintains control. Then he got caught up with the chains, the sticks there.
They sound pretty,
And they
Grim
will
sounds pretty
review
convinced
this.
at
Brought
it.
to you by Planet Fitness. The officials are going to make a judgment here, but you won't be judged at Planet Fitness. Home to the Judgment Free Zone. Go to planetfitness.com to learn how you can join the Judgment Free Zone. It's on the far sideline as we look at it. And while they are taking a look at this, are we going to take a break here? We're trying to get the indication from the... No, we're going to keep it here from that sideline guy. The red hat says we're keeping it here. So it was on the far sideline right at the stick, and he definitely has his feet inbound, so that part of it is no problem. He has both hands on the football.
So he's
left
both
foot
hands.
down, so
He
he's
catches
in by
it,
college rules.
but
and then he runs
it
into
looks
the
like it
stick.
moves
Both
when
hands
he's
there
on the
in
ground.
control of the ball, I would say, as we're watching it.
He can
right in front of
move
BJ
as long
Puck.
as his hands.
And then the ball does hit the ground here. But you can hit the ground as long as it doesn't move. And I think with the stick and through the chains and everything else, that thing is pretty firm. I'm going to say I would have to think this is overturned, but we've been surprised now twice on different plays here.
I think I've been wrong 3 out of 4 times.
Yeah, let's see. Jeff Cervinski now ready to make the announcement.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands as called.
Damn it.
Complete pass.
Okay.
It's second down.
Well, that's kind of been their rule of thumb. If it's not totally obvious, and it is what it is. I don't know. I thought he maintained control, but the ball, when it hit the ground in his hands, may have bounced enough, I guess.
Whatever.
It's allowed to hit the ground if you have control of it, and they clearly ruled that he did not. 2nd and 10. That would have been a first down. They're at
I feel like
49.
we've
That's their own
had
49. And again, with 4:21 on the clock stop, it's a possibility here that this is 4-down territory. Christian Driver goes in motion. Now waiting for the snap is Grossberg. Fakes the pass. Now they come back to the screen. Major with a good catch, but he is chopped down right at the line of scrimmage. The Gophers screen game has been good the last 3 weeks. Not there. Kalen Moore blew it up. 3rd and 10 now for Minnesota. And with 4:05 to go here, they can't dilly-dally too much. If they have to punt here, they have all 3 timeouts. They need to get some yards here, DT.
I don't think that this is well, I don't know. I just don't think this is going to be a punting situation. I think you're going to have to go for it here in this.
UCLA has been
especially
aggressive
the way
with
that
its
they played
blitzing,
in
and certainly that's part of why they're screening them.
Drive. It was like what?
And they're showing blitz again.
Yeah, 9
Nobody
yards,
is in a
89
3-point
yards.
stance on the defensive line. They're all standing up. In motion goes Brockington. He does not have a catch tonight. Blitz comes. Here's a throw to Brockington. Makes the catch. Trying to get out of one tackle, and he cannot do it. Close to a horse collar tackle. No call. It's a 5-yard gain.
It's the second time
and
they've
it's
said that
4th
today.
and 5. In fact, it's a 4-yard gain, and it's 4th and 6. And again, on 3rd and long, the Gophers throw short of the sticks.
Yeah, I think that UCLA's done a really good job at making sure that they drop.
You're throwing
deep
short
and
of the
they rally
sticks,
to
I
the ball.
imagine.
Looks like
This is a 4-down territory. This is 4-down territory.
3 timeouts are going to punt here and try to pin a beat.
This is a Big Ten play, but this ain't a Big Ten team. We got to go for it. You got to go for
Should have
it.
been a horse collar or not, as he got him. It was a jersey. That was not a horse collar. Got him on the left sleeve. Here's a high end-over-end kick. Loya lets it bounce at the 11, and it bounces all the way down to the 2-yard line. And that is great coverage. It's
Hell of a punt, but I don't think punting is what we need to do.
Insurance and retirement coverage on a
I
confident
guess
financial future.
in
Minnesota
the
down
time
3.
position that we're in, maybe.
2:44 to go. 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute
There's
warning.
2:44.
They've got him pinned at the 3.
We've got
where the
apparently
Bruins will
all
take
3
over.
timeouts.
This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
With the Golden Gophers, every touchdown is more than just a touchdown. It's a testament to the teamwork, elbow grease, and can-do attitude it takes to make it to the end zone. And while our fields aren't the kind you throw passes on, Case IH knows every successful farm is more than just a farm. It's the product of top-notch tillage, planting, harvesting, hay, and forage equipment at the hands of hardworking growers. Settle the score with superior tools by visiting your local Case IH
time
dealer
is
or
in
go
our,
to caseih.com/Gophers.
on our side, I think.
Go Gophers.
I don't know.
Gopher Athletics is
I
proud
hate
to
punting in
partner
that
with
situation.
Salvation Army this season and offer buy
Especially
one,
when
get
they
one
went. I
free
mean, they took
Gopher
out
men's and
they took
women's
out 6
basketball
minutes worth of
tickets for
clock.
food donations during the month of November. It's simple.
We
Bring
went 89
Thanksgiving
yards last time.
non-perishable
You
food
gotta
items
bank
to
it
a
on,
game during the month
you know,
of November
you
and
can
receive
do
a
it.
coupon for buy one ticket, get one free for any future men's or women's game. Offers subject to availability. The Gophers and Salvation Army, teaming up at Thanksgiving for those in need.
7 plays, 29 yards. That's called spinning your wheels if I've ever seen it.
I've been told I'm made up, that dragons are nothing more than a myth. Unicorns and merpeople,
They scored a
too.
touchdown
Believe
last
what you
time,
want
and that
about
took us-
us, but your recycled items becoming new products
the
is
defense
no
put in
myth.
1,000
Recycled
pressure.
paper and
Hopefully
cardboard
we can
get made into
just
new
execute
cereal and
something.
cracker boxes at a paper mill in St. Paul.
They were drilling us with
Recycled
the
food cans are
screens.
made into new products like
Our
wire
run
and
game
parts
is
for
so
cars and
ineffective right now. We're
appliances.
throwing short the
Recycling
sticks.
exists. Learn the real story behind recycling at recyclingexist.com.
Why should your business
Here's
bank
where we
with
need
North
a-
American
that,
Banking Company?
like, turnover
Here's
or
Austin
something.
Bartz of Bartz Lawn and Landscape and Bartz Snow Sculptures.
I started banking with North American, I think, 3.5 years ago. All the people know me by name. I know them by name. It's fun to come into the bank and actually talk to somebody you know. So I made the switch, and I'm very happy.
Genty, 12 carries,
To learn more
103
about
with a
North
touch.
American Banking Company,
And he's in position to
go
get another one.
nabankco.com. That's nabankco.com.
At the T, you got to go after him and make him make a
Member
mistake.
FDIC,
Call it.
equal
Yeah.
housing lender.
I mean, I imagine they're going to have to.
Nitty-gritty time in Pasadena, California.
We got to be
UCLA
stout
leading
up
Minnesota
front. We got
17,
not
14, 2:44
let them
to
get
play. Bruins with the ball.
run to the
Minnesota
middle.
3 timeouts
They
plus
have
the
to pass the
2-minute
ball.
warning. UCLA
If
from
they
its
pass
own
the ball,
three.
he's
In
going to
the
be
end zone,
standing
out
in
of
his
the
own
pistol
end
formation,
zone.
The quarterback is Garbers. Wally's showing blitz. He comes on the run blitz. The handoff to the running back Harden, and he's out across the 5 to the 6 and a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Stop made by Ethan Robinson. Minnesota will take a timeout. Hey, no one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM Big Ten Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season.
Both teams
and
have
into the
such
postseason.
ineffective
They've got your
run.
team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at
Run right
SiriusXM.com/Big Ten
Let's
Radio
go receiving,
2024.
rushing
Certainly
41
the
and
run DT
35.
and punting there is really with 3 first downs in the 2-minute or 3
And
timeouts
their
in
number
the
one,
2-minute warning. You need to
Gerbers
get
used to
3
be
and
their
out
number
here,
one
and
rusher.
It makes it
He
really
had like a
hard if
20-yard
UCLA somehow
rush earlier
ekes
this
out a
game.
first down here. You're really then talking just seconds left. So big time here for the defense to force a punt in 2 downs.
Absolutely
big time,
brutal.
and just means you got to be aggressive. And
30
Eric
and
Bieniemy
18,
is a
20, 15.
really outstanding offense coordinator. I would imagine he's
Less than
gonna
100
get back
yards
to
rushing
what they
between
were
two
successful
teams
with
in a
early
Big
game,
Ten.
that short passing
In a
game
Big
and
Ten
continuing
game,
with that
and it's
short
like
screen
it's a
game
Big
as
Ten
well.
West
Yeah.
team,
Play caller.
And then,
and
of
it's
course,
not.
you got a balance. Do you risk
It's
an
not.
incomplete? Minnesota
Well, I
would
guess
save
in
a
the
timeout.
West
Do you
it
risk
was,
a sack, which would be near the end zone? They're at the 6 right now.
Well,
Running back is Harden.
sometimes
They are out
Michigan
of the
State
pistol.
used to throw the ball a little
Tight
bit.
end to the left and a receiver to the left. Now the tight end comes to the right. Wide side that way. Gophers showing blitz. And they do come in run support. Hand off to Harden, and he is swarmed over. Lost a yard, back to the 5, and PJ will use
back a yard.
another timeout. 2:36 to
Can
go.
Gophers win? Yeah, I think they can win. I hope they can win. They've been playing pretty decently.
University resources and advances in technology. Minnesota's corn farmers are driving towards
As long as the
sustainability
Gophers
while
make sure that they
considering
can
people, planet, and profit.
they can
Learn
pressure
more
them here on
at
3rd down,
mncorn.org.
keep
10
them
seconds on the Gophers
out of
Sports
1st down
Network.
territory. We're gonna have the 2-minute timeouts going to be on our side. We're gonna have 1 timeout or 1 or no timeouts. I don't remember how many we have right now. But yeah, I think they can win. They definitely can
Good
win.
run
They're in
coverage there.
position
That's
for
a
it
great
with the
coverage moment,
correct amount of
sponsored by
time.
Securian
We just need to be able to
Financial
execute
Insurance
what we
and
do on
retirement
our,
coverage on a confident
on
financial
offense,
future.
on our
And
side.
now Eric Bieniemy, the aforementioned offensive coordinator, has a decision here, DT, from his own 5 on 3rd and 7. Do you hand the ball off here and likely Minnesota selling out for some run, or do you put the ball in the air trying to get a first down and try to help salt this thing away?
Well, I think part of the problem is that they
we're a
have
rush first team.
quarterback could be in the end zone. His feet. You don't want to have you want to hold. Don't want to
Field position is on their side.
Type of things that happen.
Their
but,
punter
if
hasn't
you
punted very
communicate with
good.
your linemen,
We could end
I
up
think here they're gonna
assuming
take a little bit of
that.
a shot at throwing the ball.
Gophers, their fans now
1
talking
timeout
defense.
left. Yeah.
The crowd into it here, the road crowd. Out of the pistol. Quarterback Garbers. He does want to throw from the end zone. Waiting. Pressure comes, fires far side. It's caught at the 10, bouncing forward, short of the first down. And PJ will use his final timeout. It's 4th and 1 from the 8, make it the 12-yard line. Who made
doubt
the
they're gonna
tackle
go
over there?
for
Was
it.
that Henderson, the
I
solo
hope to God they're
stop?
not gonna go for it.
Big solo stop on Mataval, the tight end. Henderson and then Lindenberg came in late, and it's 4th and 1, and that's the last timeout. Minnesota 2:29 now, 17-14 the score, and you'd have to think the punt team's coming on here for UCLA. Time for the events calendar, brought to you by M Health Fairview Pediatrics, with over 60 locations across the Twin Cities. M Health
the
Fairview
punter had
Pediatrics offers care that goes the extra mile without having to drive one. Learn
40-yard
more
punt
at
earlier this game.
mhealthfairviewpeds.org.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, 34 yards.
UCLA bringing its offense
I think
to
that
the
one
sideline, and the
might have
punt
been
team coming
adjusted
on.
for a
Women's hockey
field
hosting
goal or
Wisconsin
a
Friday and
penalty,
Saturday.
rather.
Men's and
Excuse me.
women's cross country competing at an
Yeah, but
NCAA
38
pre-national
yards.
on Friday in Madison. And
That's
men's
field goal.
basketball hosting
45,
Bemidji State a week from tonight
41.
in an exhibition game. That is our events calendar. Right now, go for men's
Put us at the
hockey's in
50,
action
and
as
maybe
we
Coy
speak.
can get some
Not down the street,
you know,
but
some
not
movement
that
or
far in
whatever.
Las Vegas. All right, the punter is Richter. He stands 3 yards deep in his end zone. Coy Parrish at his own 43 waiting for it. On 4th.
We got our best athlete back there.
The snap is back, chest high, and the punt is away. Spiraling punt, sending Parrish back to his own 38. Waits and is hit right there. It's a 1-yard return at the 39, and the Gophers are in decent field position. Field goal would tie it. Touchdown would likely win. A 50-yard punt and a 1-yard return.
Be close.
And now it comes down to this, DT.
Absolutely. Nice coverage by UCLA, and that they had to be concerned about.
Sounds like they had good, good coverage.
Punt return, but their offense, nice field position.
All right.
2 minutes and 20 seconds.
You know what they say, nut up or shut up. We got to do this.
10 from their own 39. Darius Taylor, the running back. 2-minute warning coming up. Minnesota with no timeouts, down by 3. UCLA crowd now making some noise. Brosmer is 21 of 30. Out of the pistol, and he wants to throw. Waiting, plenty of time. Rifles it for Gears, and he's got it. First down at midfield, a gain of 11. In fact, they give him progress to the 49-yard line.
First down, 2-minute timeout. Oh, no.
UCLA, Jalen Davies, the Oregon transfer.
2-minute timeout.
The clock will continue to wind now that the ball's set in play.
Oh, we just had it now. Yep, 2-minute timeout. Okay.
BJ was asking, I think he thought the clock should stop to move the sticks there. We will take the 2-minute warning timeout right now. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, the Gophers are down 3. 2 minutes to play.
We got this.
Is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Sounds like he had time in the pocket, which is what we need right now.
The game against Iowa on September 21st recognized the 12th annual Celebrate Ag and Food Day at Huntington Bank Stadium. Both the game broadcast and the presentation inside the stadium celebrated the tireless efforts in the agriculture industry. Gopher fans, we can all be proud of the continued efforts, results, and talented people that work in these industries to provide a sustainable food supply with so many changing
luck here.
variables.
Let's see if we can get some
would like to thank the presenting sponsors of this
fat wood to light some flyer underneath them.
Undeniably
Come on, boys.
And Bex.
Preparation is the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Gophers on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pregame routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Gopher Pride, powered locally.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This is Golden Gopher football from Learfield.
Everlight Solar is the premier home solar company in the Midwest and a proud sponsor of Minnesota Gopher Athletics. We make going solar simple and affordable with $0 down. To learn more about solar for your home or see our employment opportunities, visit everlightsolar.com.
Mystic Mayhem is back. It's your chance to score prizes. Now through
remember,
October
I can't
13th,
scream as
enter
loud as I
round
want
one
right now.
with the
I'm gonna
chance
blow
to win
somebody
a
else's
football
ears
prize
out.
pack to watch the Gophers homecoming game versus Maryland. You can also win Gopher men's hockey or Mystic Lake show tickets. Enter all 4 rounds of Mystic Mayhem for your chance to win 2025 Gopher football season tickets. Visit mysticlake.com/mayhem.
Big 10 after dark.
Enter
It
now.
used to be
Must
back
be at
12
least
after dark.
18.
Or back
Mystic
10 after
Mayhem.
dark. Now it's
Score
Big 10.
golden prizes.
Stupid St. Thomas.
Head coach Keegan Cook and Gopher Volleyball are back at Maturi Pavilion this fall. Tickets are available for all matchups. Get yours now at gophersports.com.
All right, let's finish it out. Oops, that's not us.
Minnesota down 3. Welcome back. 2 minutes to go. Taylor, the running back. They're from the UCLA 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Gophers down by 3. Brosmer with a wide side to his right. Waits for the snap and wants to throw. Has time. Rifles it down the near side. Jackson's got it at the 25. Spinning forward. And he's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. 1:52 to go. And a 27-yard pass play. A career-high 10th catch for Jackson.
Daniel Jackson.
In coverage. The Gophers at
That's all he does is make good catches. Said that like 5 times tonight.
1:52 when the clock stopped.
I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry.
Jackson.
The other piece was I like what the offensive line did. Great protection and great job of Max dropping that ball in between the coverage of safety and the corner underneath.
Jamison Gears goes in motion from the 21. Brosmer waiting for the snap. The running back is Taylor. Max to throw. Fires. It is behind his receiver, but caught by Brockington. And a gain of about 7 inside the 15. Schlesinger on the stop. Minnesota's in the Case
Did Brockington just make a crazy catch behind him, but he caught it?
CaseIH.com/Gophers.
Whatever.
Winding 135. Gophers down 3 in field goal range. Remember, no timeouts. 2nd and 2 from the 13. Line to gain is the 11. UCLA looking for its first ever Big Ten win. Minnesota looking for a second straight Big Ten win against a California school in the Big Ten. Brosmer to throw on a straight drop. Pressure comes, flush from the pocket, rolling, and he throws it away. Jackson, the closest man there, he was outside the pocket and across the line of scrimmage, and it's stopping the clock at 1:08. And now 3rd down and 2. And let's see what
I
Minnesota
don't want to put this
do
game on the foot of the kicker.
Run the ball, but
We
remember,
cannot do that. That is the last thing that can happen today.
Here, we think. Minnesota on 3rd down, 6 of 13.
Come on.
And Brosmer is under center. Tight end to the left.
Let's go.
Double tights, in fact, to the left. Brockington in motion. It is a play action, rolling left. They throw it back. It's caught by Brockington, turns it up to the 10, first down to the 8, and then he's hit right there at the 9, and it's 1st and goal with 1:01 to play. Oladejo on the stop. PJ.
Out of bounds, inbounds.
What do we got? There's a pile of bodies down there. Brockington comes out of there. Did he? Yeah, I was going to say they looked like the one judge was coming back to put it back behind the 10. 1st and goal from the 9, and the clock winding. 58 seconds.
That was a heck of a throw by Max on that play. There was traffic in the backfield. He fired that sidearm over there, and Brockton a tremendous run to pick up that 1st down.
Under center, hand off to Taylor. Wait, stutter steps. He got swarmed over. No gain.
Why are we running it?
43 seconds to go. And now the Gophers need to hurry. Oh, and a late flag. What is this now? Stopping the clock. And UCLA has had some issues here, but is this on Minnesota? There's a discussion going on. It was a pretty poor 3rd quarter by UCLA. They were pushing and tugging and taunting and doing a bunch of stuff. You think it was the greatest day in Kung Fu history the way they were going at it in that 3rd quarter. Let's listen.
Delay game defense, number 92 for laying on top of the offensive player and not allowing him to get up. 5-yard penalty, it's 2nd down. The game clock will start on the snap.
2nd and 4?
So the clock will be stopped, 36 seconds.
Yeah.
So they move it to the 4-yard line, and you can get 2 running plays, maybe 3 if you need it. Justin Guard on the Stephen Carey sideline.
Well, the delay of game there, that's what PJ was mad about. You mentioned there was a big pileup, what happened with the ball. UCLA was doing that the play before as well, so it was top of mind for the officials.
Wow.
When they did it again to Brockington.
All right, here it is, down 3, clock stop, 36 seconds to go. Taylor, the running back, from the 5-yard line, 1st down. Brosmer wants to throw, lobs it up, back shoulder, incomplete. Helmet comes off of Jackson. PJ wanted an interference call, nothing there. And now, unfortunately, Jackson's going to have to come out of the game for a play. Minnesota does not have a timeout. So Christian Driver comes in.
I don't think that was interference on that play. I just don't think that there was enough time.
Christian Driver better be stung like his daddy. You know, he better catch that in the corner. Sorry, I'm white. I shouldn't have said that.
And now there's further discussion here. UCLA 9 penalties, 100
Did his helmet get pulled off?
Discussion whether or not Daniel Jackson can come back.
Yeah, if his helmet gets pulled off, then he can play.
He is not in. It's Brockington, Driver, and Spencer. Wide to the left.
Spencer
tight
can
end
do
to
this.
the right. It's 2nd down. 3rd down and goal. I think it should be 2nd down, right? Now UCLA.
UCLA.
Oh, the delay did not give him an automatic 1st down, so it just added 5. So it is 3rd down and goal from the 5 here. Again, if Minnesota doesn't make it here, you're likely going to see a field goal. Last week we thought that, and it would have put them ahead. Here it's a tie. Depending on what happens
glue
here
that
on
shit
3rd
on his
down,
head late game.
They might want to do, but man,
a couple dabs of super glue and just stick it to your hair.
This Saturday, down to the wire.
Oh, actually, keeping our blood pressure high, Mike, making us and hopefully our listeners staying up late back in Minnesota listening to this game.
After after 11.
Yeah, I guess they did take a timeout. That's a
lot of Gopher fans here in California, and it's third, and the ball is just inside the 5, so we'll call it third down and goal from about the 4 3/4 yard mark. UCLA burns a timeout here. They'll have 2 left, and that could play a role if Minnesota would punch it in here and score. It would be one less stoppage of play that they would have if they get the ball back.
Come on. Let's do
so
this.
The Gophers come out.
4 yards for a Big Ten team.
Max Brosmer, the quarterback.
This is where we live.
And now Jeff Cervinski is going to talk to P.J. Fleck. They put Jackson back in the game.
If they score, yeah. I mean, as long as they hold them from a field goal at the very, very end of the game. If they win, it should be a win.
So that's a tough one because
if they score a touchdown, if they kick a field goal, it's going to overtime.
The biggest play of the game up to this point, 3rd and goal from the 4. Might try to run the ball here too. See if you can't pop one. In motion, Driver coming across the formation left to right. Brosmer pumping, waiting, firing. He has a man. Taylor walks in, touchdown!
Let's go!
On the backdoor screen left.
And we always talk about you get the best player the ball. As DT is getting it through the air.
To Taylor, and a key extra point coming up. 27 seconds
Let's
left.
Go.
In regulation, 2nd receiving touchdown
yes,
of
sir.
the season.
That's right, Orlando. Yes, sir.
And the
and his
linebacker
second
just
TD
got
tonight.
Yeah, great job. I know that the driver came across in motion, and then
that's what we like to see.
Carson, that's leading this team in tackles. Swearinger got caught up in that traffic, couldn't keep up with Darius, and he's able to sprint into the end zone.
Extra point kick is good. And wow, what a touchdown. What a play call by Greg Harbaugh to design it up
Give
that
it to
way.
him.
Again,
Here, we'll turn it
some
up.
late tempers there.
As high as we
UCLA
can
and
go.
Minnesota both need to watch it. A 7-play, 61-yard drive. It covered 1.
Restart.
53. Kesich's kick is good. The drive summary sponsored by Affinity Plus. With this and all scoring drives this season, Affinity Plus donates $150 to Special Olympics Minnesota. And the Gophers now with 27 seconds left. The reason that extra point was big, it's a 4-point game now. And now field goal does nothing for UCLA. They're going to have to drive the length of the field here in 27 seconds with 2 timeouts. And Minnesota's going to need some more securing and great coverage here to close this game out. What a design play that was. High-stepping his way into the end zone was Darius Taylor.
Yeah, just a little bit of delay, kind of an option route for him, but did a good job. I really do think that motion by Driver at the last second kind of shifted that defense, and he got caught up in traffic trying to get over there and couldn't make it in time.
Well, you got to figure Kesich booms this out of the end zone, right? You don't want to risk a return. You might try to squib it down there, but I think you're going to punch this out of the end zone or into the end zone and say, look, if you want to go 75 yards in 27 seconds and you do that,
let's go.
You tip your cap. Yeah. Here's the approach by Kesich. And it is a high booming kick.
Stupid mistake here.
Bounce about 6-7 yards deep into the end zone for a touchback.
Good.
So 2 timeouts for UCLA, 27 seconds left, and wow, what a drive that was for Max Brosmer and company as he was pinpoint. And again, they did it without Jackson on the field, their best receiver, because of the helmet coming off. Now the defense, they've been pretty good tonight. They just need to do it one more time.
They have been pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the prevent defense. You got to stay aggressive up front, but you can't let them get behind you. And this is one of those times. Got to put pressure on the quarterback.
Harden, the running back. A sack here would be great as well. 1st and 10 from the 25. 3-man rush. Here's Garbers. Flush from the pocket. Rolling. Fires. It is way too tall. Closest man there, Justin Wally. He was also very close to crossing the line of scrimmage. Loya, the intended receiver, but again, Wally was the closest.
If he gets another game-winning interception, I think he gets the key to the city.
Took a pretty good shot there, too, at the end of that.
I think he just declares for the NFL draft right then. He's on the field with the ball in his hand, and he just holds up a sign.
Review for potential illegal forward pass.
Yeah, they're going to see if he was I thought it was awfully
illegal
close.
forward pass, potentially?
Now, the rule is any part of the body can
Let's
be
go.
at or behind. So if the arm is across but the feet are behind, then it doesn't constitute. Every piece or part of the body has to be beyond the 25-yard line. And we have not had a good look on the replay here. 21-17 Minnesota. Here's a replay. This angle, I'm not sure is going to tell us much. Maybe that, it looks to me like both feet were passed. The question is when the ball released, here, this is a more down the line look. He's flush with the pocket. Joyner's getting a double team there. I think that back heel was maybe on the line.
It's hard to tell.
I think
if they didn't call it, I'm not going to give it to them. I feel like every call we've had.
It really depends on where they rule that heel. Really
every time they make a decision, we kind of go the opposite
way. And the key
way.
here was it's a penalty if they. This is one of the weird plays. You usually can't review penalties. You can review whether this crossed the line. You can review too many men on the field. And they're taking a long look at it. This review sponsored by Planet Fitness. The official's going to make a judgment here, but you won't be judged at Planet Fitness. Home to the judgment-free zone. Go to planetfitness.com.
It's lost it down in 5 yards or something, or 10 yards.
Most stuff stand.
I feel like that's a play we don't see very often. It's like legal forward pass.
On the line, or was it just beyond the line? There's really no down the ball
out of his hand.
Let's listen here.
After further review, the quarter walk was beyond the 25-yard line, so it is a legal forward pass on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, includes a loss of down. Because we're under 2 minutes, a 10-second run option is a possible. UCLA is taking a timeout.
Took a big hit after he threw it.
Avoid that 10-second reduction. Timeout UCLA. 30 seconds.
I believe it was Jay Joyner.
So
I feel like I haven't heard his name at all today so far.
From the spot of the pass because they've moved it to the 21.
Has he done anything here? Jay Joyner.
They took the timeout on the 10-second run-up, but it's a 5-yard penalty, and they have it at the 21, which would make it a 4-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage. So do they spot it from the spot of the pass? I don't know the answer to that. One would think they have the rules better grasped than we do, so I'm assuming they've got it right. So they take a timeout. That leaves them with one timeout, 23 seconds to avoid that.
We're getting the weirdest ads today. No alcohol challenge.
And it's 2nd and 14 for the Bruins here. And the Gophers trying to defend 89 yards of green area out there here in Pasadena and get out of here with a second straight win.
All right, take a timeout to avoid the runoff.
The triple
2nd and 14.
Coleman, Bryson, and Darius Green are in their own territory. Garbers to throw on a 3-man rush. Pressure comes from Strigo. Throws over the middle. Too tall ball batted around and incomplete, and it's 3rd down. Wally got a hand on it. Loya, the intended
17
target.
seconds.
And then after it hit Wally, it trickled in front of McMillan. 3rd down and 14.
All right, just finish it off.
17 seconds to go. And they go for triple safeties again back in their own territory at about the 47-yard line. And then they've got a group of other defensive backs, including McMillan, Wally, Robinson, and Bryan. 7 defensive backs, 3 down linemen, and 1 linebacker. Finney playing nose tackle right now. Pressure comes. They throw far side. It's caught, and it is right at the stick by Studevant. Short of the stick, they rule him out by a yard, and it's 4th and 1. He is out of bounds. I mean, the catch is made, but he got out of bounds after the catch. So it's 4th and 1. Clock stop with 12 seconds to go.
Puts him in a little bit of a...
Got to throw it here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's
Come on, just finish this, please.
The clock will start.
I can't take it anymore.
After they get the chain set. So you really have to throw the football here. Now the Gopher triple safeties are back at the 30, between the 30 and their own 35-yard line. And they are going to throw, and it's a quick hitting pass, and it's caught, and that's Loya to midfield with 7 seconds left. And now they'll stop the clock. Remember, they have a timeout, and now they will use their final timeout. And this at least gets them, Darryl, close enough for Garbers to heave one. I mean, it'd have to be a 65-yard throw or so in midair, 55, 60-yard throw in midair, but at least gives them a Hail Mary.
It's very possible. It's very possible. Need to get a little bit of pressure, not allow him to sit back there and throw that ball in the end zone. I'm not a, I don't know. I just think it's
not what we need.
Possible to get that ball in the end zone.
And one of the interesting things here,
started like the 10, another at the 50.
Is the Gophers, Darryl, every Fast Friday, we go to their practice, and one of the things they work on is this. And what do they tell them? Bat the ball down. Don't bat it up, bat it down, knock it down, catch it. Don't let that ball go off your hands up into the sky. So Parrish is down in the end zone. Green is standing in the middle of the football field right at the goal line. So one final Hail Mary. Let's see if the Gophers can pass rush Garbers. Garbers from his own 40, rolling left. Now he heaves it towards the center of the field. Lots of bodies down there. Parrish has the interception, his second of the night. And
give him the key to the fucking city.
Knocking off UCLA. Golden Gophers 21.
The entire state of California is terrified of Coy Parrish right now. He should be. The Los Angeles metro area, all 6 million of you, terrified.
21-7 in the second half.
Let's go.
Another great security and coverage moment.
I don't care if it hurt every single second. We fucking did it. We came back.
Tremendous effort by the defense.
Right in his hands.
Close out this game. It's a big win, Mike.
No question about it.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for watching. It was a fun game. It was a really good game to watch. I want to do it next week, too. If you like it, give me a subscribe, turn your notifications on. It was worth it.
An interview guest. And the Gophers now 2-2 in the Big Ten, and now they enter the bye week feeling real good about the sweep of the California schools at 4-3. UCLA, hey, tip of the cap, they played a nice game tonight.
They did. UCLA played way better than I thought they were going to play. I thought this was going to be a 35-10 game, not a 21-17 game.
They played a very
a win is a win is a win, though.
More challenging than I thought they would be.
A win is a win is a win. 4-3 is a hell of a lot better than 3-4.
Yeah, thanks, DT. I have Max Brosmer here. We keep meeting like this. Not as many people around us this time.
Yeah, now we can
another
relax.
game-winning drive. What was the
For
mentality
tomorrow,
going into that
right?
last drive there?
Do the Vikings play tomorrow?
Make sure that we execute the small details. That's what puts drives together. We had a few stallouts throughout the game. I thought our offense did a really good job of battling, as well as playing really good complementary football with our defense. The defense played outstanding today, holding that last drive there to win the game, and the team was playing amazing today.
Sources in the locker room said there was a strong message delivered to the offense at halftime. So what was that message, and how did you guys respond to it?
It was an acknowledgement that we didn't play our best in the first half. And, he challenged us, Coach Fleck challenged us as a team, as an offense, as a defense, as a special teams unit.
There you go.
To be
Coach
our best.
Fleck
And we
was
didn't
the
come out
fat wood
as hot
here.
as we wanted to. But the guys battled. I mean, sometimes football starts that way and
He
ends
was
that way.
the
And
fire
I thought the team
starter.
ended really well
He lit
today.
that fire, and
we
he
talked
kept
about
that
playing 60
fire
minutes football.
rolling.
We don't think we put the best 60 minutes together, but we ended up playing well at the end of the game to finish the game.
Last thing, you spent last season and the last
Coach
4 years on the East Coast playing football. You're now on the West Coast in one of the most famous stadiums in college football. What was this experience like to be here for you?
Absolutely amazing. We do our due diligence at the beginning of the game to take in the environment, to make sure you're not looking around throughout the game. And I've been here a few years ago to watch the Ohio State game in the Rose Bowl. And now actually playing on this field with this team was absolutely amazing. And now I can look at the stadium after and really take it all in with the guys, and I'm extremely grateful for this team.
There's a lot of Gopher fans right over there, so maybe head over there.
Felt like a home game.
That's Max Brosmer.
Very good.
Let's
Good
go,
work,
Max. Let's
JG.
go.
And Max Brosmer with 2 touchdowns tonight. He ended up with 193 yards passing, 2 TDs, 26 of 37. And it is a pretty cool scene, Daryl Thompson. You look down there, all those Gopher fans right above the tunnel. That's the visiting section. That was entire section maroon and gold. And maybe you can hear in the background here a little bit of the crowd down there as Coy Parrish is running over and getting high fives. Brosmer's down there getting high fives. Goldie Gopher has just got an embrace with PJ Fleck. And everybody excited down there. And look at PJ giving the thumbs up as what a scene here. Look, it's not January 1st. We know that. Forget that. This is the Rose Bowl turf. This is the Sacred Acre.
It's
this
a
is
big
pretty
deal.
cool.
To win last week, to win this week, when you have the team that's struggling, getting things going, but
Hopefully we'll be there.
to get things
And,
to come out with the victory here, to come back from
on
behind
January
again,
1st sometime
to
soon.
get the lead, and then to stop again and have Coy Persich have interceptions on the last play of the game, 2 games in a row. Consider it pretty special.
Yeah, back-to-back weeks with the game-sealing pick. 2 picks tonight for the freshman. He did win Freshman of the Week last week by the Big Ten for some weird reason. He gave it to a Wisconsin receiver who had a couple of late touchdowns. And he was named National Freshman of the Week by like 3 organizations, but the Big Ten didn't do that. Maybe this is the week he'll win that.
Come on, Big Ten.
I know he's happy
What
that
was
they
the
won the game
stat line?
21-17. We also want to thank our sponsor of our player interview, Western National Insurance. At Western National Insurance, nice is a little word that does big things for everyone. Ask your independent agent today for Western National Insurance and experience the power of nice. What a night
Max
in
Brosmer,
California.
pretty
I know it's
good
getting
game.
late back home. We may be here until tomorrow, literally. as the Gophers win
less than 200 yards, but
Post-game
average
show coming up.
5.2,
We'll hear from the head
26
coach,
out
PJ
of
Fleck.
37.
Tanner Hoops will
Not too
have
bad.
game highlights. He'll have highlights from around
Abysmal
the
running
country as well.
stats, less than
And
100
DT and I
yards
will
for
have our
both
post-game
teams.
recap when
Less
we
than 100
come
yards
back.
combined
Gophers
for both
21,
teams.
Bruins
8.1 yards
17.
per reception,
The
or
post-game show
yards
from
per throw
Affinity
for
Plus is
Ethan
next.
Garbers.
And this is Golden Gopher football from their field.
Hell of a stat
Gopher
line.
football has been brought to you by
That
Marston Building Maintenance.
Sturdivant kid
business
had
partner
15
of Gopher
per reception.
Athletics,
I
Western
mean, these
National
numbers are just way too
Insurance.
big,
At Western
especially
National
for us to be
Insurance,
remotely
nice is a
competitive. We
little
need to get
word
these
that
numbers
does
to
big
like
things for
here at
everyone.
best, or
Ask your
here,
independent agent today
because we're not putting
for
up those
Western
numbers.
National and experience the power of nice.
I'm going to try to get the stream up going up next week too, because I had a lot of fun doing this. Made me feel like I was more actively watching the game, and I felt like I was still doing the same shit I do if I listened to it by myself. So thanks for watching.
To learn more about our comprehensive, compassionate care for kids. Coming up next, the Gopher Postgame Show, presented by Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union on the Gopher Sports Network from Learfield.
Got a touchdown! Tickets are now available for
Two
every Golden
interceptions
Gopher
for
home football game
Corey
this
Parrish.
fall. Secure your seats now at gophersports.com.
He only had 2 regular tackles, but he had 2 interceptions too. Crazy.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite.
All right, to get us out of this game, let's do it one last time. Bingo.
So don't let that.
Shut up. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.